I hope the YouTube stream is working. Hello?
His back. We're cheering for the home crowd today. Masu's gonna make it happen.
Yeah, but I think,
Oh my god, they just showed up Masu's family in the crowd.
In addition to
Hi, Sunny.
The fact that he was kind of the shining
Who's
light
here?
when FlyQuest were struggling at MSI last year, right? They had a poor
Who is here?
there,
Who is
stepping
here?
up in Worlds,
Any
but he has
gamers?
consistently, since he stepped on the international stage, I think
Hi,
really-
Sunny. Hi,
Yeah, I think he
Twice.
really, like,
Hi,
blossomed
Luan.
last
Hi,
year. We have to
Dust.
say,
Hi,
putting up those
Pistachio. Hi,
performances. Is that
Jay.
really what it
Hi,
comes down to?
Smiley.
FlyQuest
Doing
not
the
just in
Discord
this matchup,
announcement.
but
I
this MSI
appreciate it. Thank
How can
you.
they now take
Hi,
everything
Belle.
they've
Hi,
learned, all the
Cat
clutch moments
Girl.
they've been through,
Hi,
and make
Bob.
it
Hi,
work?
Orlandini.
Absolutely.
Hi,
I mean, the
Bao.
reality is to
Welcome,
take on a team
everyone.
like AL or
Welcome.
Gen.G, you have to play
How
at
are
your
you guys?
absolute
We're
peak
wearing
to be
blue
able to have
today.
that
我们今天
chance.
是
So
蓝
that is
色
what we're
调
looking
诶
for them
I'm a
today.
huge
And
gamer.
that is what Masu wants to
Jesus.
do. He wants to make his
Are
family
you guys
all
as
the
much
fans
of a
proud.
gamer
If you weren't
as-
able to catch up with him earlier,
What's
how
that guy
important it is
that
to play in
called
Canada with
himself the
family and
gamer
friends
of the
in the Horizon
decade?
team they interviewed.
Like something Bob or something? That guy that's like
Feels
getting
really
sued?
good to represent LTA in Canada,
Oh shit, my bad, bro.
especially because it's my home country. A lot of my family
Billy
lives here.
Mitchell,
and
yeah,
a lot of my
that
friends
guy.
that I went to school with or
Very
that
simple
I knew
name.
since I was
I
younger.
was waiting for your stream. Hi,
So,
Nicola.
It's just
Hi,
a lot
Jay.
easier for
Blue's
them
my
to come
favorite
here and watch the
color.
games.
I've been
So
in a
it
blue.
makes it
I've
even
been
more
liking
special
blue
for
for
me,
like the
and it
past
makes me
3
really want
years.
to give them
I
a
already
good
have the
performance, so
live
they have,
chat
like, a
for
memorable
YouTube.
event.
Welcome everyone from YouTube and Twitch.
I can't
Is that
help but feel
Masu?
the pressure
Masu
of
is
wanting to do good in front of my
indeed
family, just
Canadian,
so
yeah.
I can make them proud.
His family was at the front of the crowd. Hi, Michael.
mom,
Hi, HQ. Oh, but
Lana,
HK,
and
welcome,
Yu Yu.
welcome.
I hope
How am I doing? I'm doing well,
my dad, of
Silva.
course,
Thank you.
even
It's a good
though
color. Nice.
he's watching from
It's like a
home,
denim
he might
blue. It's
come
like a
later.
very light blue.
I hope you guys,
Can you guys hear?
really enjoy
大
watching
家
me play.
早上好，早上
I
好。
hope
What time is it for you guys?
you can
Yeah, that's
see
Masu's family at the front.
the support that you gave me and the
I'm
work that
assuming
you put
parents
in has
and
brought something
sister?
back to you, and I hope to do well
Is that
for you.
older or younger sister? She looks older. 应该是姐姐吧
Oh my god.
That gets me, man.
If they win today, I don't think there's going to be a dry eye in that
Is
house.
Raz from
Unbelievable.
Vancouver?
Let's see how
He's
the fans
from
have voted.
somewhere called like
In our, MasterCard GG,
Cardaway. I'm not
MasterCard
sure.
GG
It was
on
like
X,
a
and
2-hour,
who they're
3-hour
calling the
flight
match
from
for today.
Vancouver. 2
Let's take a
a.m.
look. They have a
Jesus
pretty good success
Christ.
rate, I think.
Also,
Okay,
Pistachio shouldn't have went to
67.7%
sleep.
in
But they're
favor
wrong a
of-
quarter of the time.
Calgary? I think so.
Maybe, who knows? Do you think that's fair?
That sounds
assessment or
kind of
not?
similar.
I mean, AL is definitely the favorites.
I keep
You know,
bumping
as
into
far as the
Shanks.
odds, I think I would give FlyQuest
我天天
the
在
advantage
加拿
just
大
around 60-40.
我每天都能看到
We'll see
香
your
克斯，我感
predictions
觉
in。just a second, but
I
for
keep
everyone
bumping
voting
into
from
Shanks at the
home, your
hotel.
track record is 75% correct. Currently, you can vote every day at mastercard.gg on X to lock in your predictions as well. So, with 1 minute left,
How's
on the
my
clock, I'd love
Aussie
to know
refuge?
who
What is that
might get
supposed to
picks
mean?
win. Who's gonna start?
Alright, I have a pretty nasty prediction coming into today. I think AL is gonna win 3-2. I think AL is gonna win 3-2. I don't think it's gonna be super easy for AL to win. Anyone else have the same prediction? 我今天预测的是 AL 3-2获胜。
AL is the favorites on paper, but every time we
It's
go to
AL
international, we have
FlyQuest
these
time
upset
batches.
moments, and I do
Thank you for
feel
the
like
4
if there is
months,
a
T.
time
As
for
a
FlyQuest
Fly
to
fan,
do
how
it,
fucked are
the
their
meta is
chances?
wide open
I
at the
think
beginning of the tournament. I
they're
think that
in
they
an
can get
okay
advantage and
spot. They're in an
potentially
okay spot.
draft. I
Like,
do think
AL
we
is
saw
definitely
them have the ability to
beatable.
take down these top
IMO.
teams like Gen.G. So I'm gonna predict
Hi,
the
Monsieur,
upset. I'm
welcome.
gonna go for it.
Hi,
FlyQuest.
Johnson.
We'll see if they
Really?
can make it happen.
Yeah, I
hope they
think
can make a believer
AL
out of it.
have a
You're
couple
already
new
a
players
believer,
for the
they're gonna turn
stage, for
everyone
the
here into a
international
believer if
stage,
they win. FlyQuest
and
versus anyone's legend, right?
their jungler is notorious for choking. Tarzan's had a couple bad internationals. 塔赞这2年国际赛事上感觉表现都很一般呐、我说实话，真的没有那么应该没有那么容易玩吧？没有那么稳赢吧？ I don't think it's gonna be that much of a guaranteed win for AL. Hi, Life, welcome. How was Jam Cafe? Jam Cafe was really packed. It was pretty good though. The portions were a bit big, but it was pretty chill. Hello, Tisco. AL 3-0? You guys think? Okay, AL proved me wrong. They're technically the first seed of the LPL, right? So. Am I just not being a believer? Oh, it's Medic. LEC 的解说。 Welcome in everyone from YouTube. My goat Tarzan's about to get embarrassed. Oh, he gets embarrassed. You're telling me he has stage fright? Oh my god, it's Flandre and Bobo. 哎呀
And
呀，
here we are.
美女
North
吗？谢
America represented
谢。
on this Canadian stage
早
for the
上好呀，
first
大
time,
家。
taking on the first
Oh, I
seed
actually
from the
kinda like
LPL.
FlyQuest's
Kobe, how you
top.
feeling?
Oh,
FlyQuest 这个
man,
新出的
I
外套还
am
蛮好看的
so
耶。
excited for this one. I personally
I don't
love
like their
being the
pants. I like their
underdog.
top, though.
So that just gives me more excitement here.
Their
for
pants make it look
FlyQuest.
like they have,
This
like,
team
little legs.
really started to make people
My goat,
believe
Chovy,
last year
Chovy?
at
What
MSI,
you
but then
mean, man?
also last year at Worlds.
I feel like you guys
pushing
like my
Gen
cat
G
more than
to
me.
5 games, and I was really,
The
really
top is nice.
happy
Yeah, I
when
like the
FlyQuest
top. I don't know
announced
if
that
I'm
they
a
were
fan of the
keeping
pants.
entire
早上好呀，欢
roster
迎大家，
together
欢迎
this
欢迎。
year
我们现在
so
加拿
that
大
they
是
could
下午
build
5点
and。
Oh,
improve
chat.
on what we saw
I'm so
last
sorry
year
to tell you
for
this,
this
but
moment.
I have to
Back on
AFK
another
at
MSI
6
stage.
o'clock
I mean,
because
last year
I.
MSI was a little bit of
Yeah,
a-
he be
a
taking
pain
that shit
for
off.
FlyQuest, getting knocked out in plays, but as you
Because
say, Worlds is
I
great. They're
tried
one of
to
the teams with the
contact
longest
G2 to
standing
film
rosters
something.
currently in League of Legends
Tomorrow
as
I'm
well,
not
or at least on the
available,
world
so
stage,
we tried
as
to
you
move
say,
it to
because they kept
today.
that
But
roster
the only
together.
time they're
The
free is like
question
6 o'clock, which is
it
in 1
enough
hour.
to take down
So
anyone's
I'm gonna
legend?
AFK
Even
for
if you
like
haven't heard about them because as
10,
a team
15
they haven't been on the
minutes. Just do a
international
really
stage
quick
before.
video.
They have a lot of
Sorry，
very
我待会儿
well-known
6点
names
要
on this roster.
我待会儿6点要
They
去录
certainly
个视
do. Of
频，
course,
找个
it
选
is
手
gonna
录
be
视
a
频，所
really,
以
really
直
uphill
播
battle.
中间可能
But it's
要
gonna be an exciting one
AFK 一
to
下，
watch.
不
A
好
lot
意
of
思
people,
哦。
of course, really focused on jungle. Tarzan
有可能
with
打
his
满吗？
play,
我说实话，
winning
感觉
finals
3-2 吧。
MVP,
我
going
今
up
天的
against
预测是
Inspired,
AL
who was our
3-2获胜。
MVP,
My
in North
prediction
America
for all the people
of
that
the finals as
are
well as the
just joining
entire
in,
split.
I
And
think it's
both
gonna
of
be
being such
3
big
to
communicators,
AL.
big leaders for their
对
team
着。
as well. It's
Filming
gotta be an
TikTok
all-star
with
matchup.
Skewon. Okay,
Jungle
maybe
support is
maybe
really
not
my
that
favorite.
one. That one
Obviously,
I'm good,
the
but
rest of
also
the map
Skewon's
is
getting a
going to
bit
be
too good at
exposed as
dancing,
well.
no?
Whippo into Flandre. We saw an
More
interview from Flandre just the other day
smiting,
talking
less
about
dancing,
how
lock in.
Whippo is the Western player he is most
Alright.
excited to play against.
找 AL 吗
because
？AL 在
Whippo
打
brings
比
out
赛
these unique
哥。
picks, and I think when we get into draft,
我找 G2 那
it's going to
边
be really interesting
I
to
want
see
Fly to
how
win, but I
things
think
switch
AL
up.
will win.
100% agree.
Yeah,
Factor should be
I
crazy.
mean,
Tabe is
AL
really
are
well known for his
definitely
creativity,
favorites
as
because
is
they are first
FlyQuest.
seed
Plus, you
from
mentioned,
a very
jungle
competitive
and
region,
support.
LPL.
Yeah, Brucio,
Okay,
last time at MSI,
chat,
it
we are
was a rough
entering
tournament for
into
him,
our second
but
series
he has
of
improved
MSI main
so
stage.
much
Today
since
we
then.
have
Last year
AL
Worlds, as
versus
well as this
FlyQuest
year
for
in
people
North
that are
America,
unfamiliar with
so
these teams.
very
Anyone's
excited for
Legend
him,
first seed
to
from
get to
the
show up on this stage as
LPL
well.
versus
And let's
FlyQuest
get
first
right
seed
into
from the
that draft.
LTA
So
North.
far here,
And
targeting
AL
quad
is the first
specific
time at the
Cassiopeia
international.
pick. Now, that
Tarzan's
might
returning,
signal that
Flandre's
Shanks does wanna go
returning,
for his
Hope
rise.
is returning.
Very, very
Two
popular
new
pick for
players
him,
in Shanks
very,
and
very
Kale,
good at
and
it.
FlyQuest,
And
same
Quad, of course,
roster
he is known to be
from
a very
Worlds
good
24.
Cassiopeia
So you
player,
guys should know
sometimes
these guys.
trying to, open that up.
I think it was banned against FlyQuest in around 65%
解说预测是
of
3
their
比1嘛，
games
我觉得
in the
3比
LTA
2
North,
吧
so
，3比
not
2。
really surprising
Cassio
that
Cassio
anyone's
ban
legends
instantly，
don't want to put it
直接
on
把
the
直
board
接
for
摁
game
蛇
one.
你
Probably the
吗
final ban
？Hi
from
Stever,
FlyQuest, they've got a bit
welcome
of。Twisted Fate
早上
and
好
Vi.
，Cody，欢迎欢迎，Hi
Tabe and
Dragon。
anyone's legends have removed the Varus,
I think
the
if it was
Cassio, and the
Cloud
Azir.
dying
Taliyah
instead of
is the
Fly, it
immediate
would be a
first lock
Fly
for
win.
AL.
Yeah, huge priority pick
What?
right there. Snatches it
What
up.
does that mean?
What's going to be our answers here for
Taliyah.
FlyQuest? So much available.
I wanna
in
see
game
how
number 1. Whippo already
FlyQuest
smiling.
read the
Of course, they are
meta.
red
I haven't
side, so
actually
probably
watched
gonna
that
leave
much
his pick for
LTA North.
last.
我其实没有看，我其实没有看美
Lee
美
Sin
国赛
hovered by
区这几
Inspired.
年。
Canyon had an absolute storm
我对
of
我对
performance on it
FlyQuest 的这
yesterday,
个
although
强度
I
不
will say we
太
haven't
不是
seen
非
it
常
from
了解，我
Inspired
说实
yet
话。
this year. We have seen Nidalee from FlyQuest, but it tends to err up towards the
Pantheon
top side rather
Orianna.
than in that jungle role.
Okay,
All
strong
right, and
strong
so
lane.
the AD jungler of choice
Strong
this time
mid.
around with all of them really available here is the Pantheon. And I do like this one a lot because you want to break up Taliyah Pantheon. That is a very powerful combo. But it does give you some global to answer. The problem with it a lot of times, though, is that
Ooh,
it is hard
Taliyah's
to
in
operate
Rumble.
over Taliyah rocks. The E is just so powerful. So sometimes
Okay.
it can make it
They don't
annoying
really
for
have that much
Pantheon.
setup for the
You know,
Rumble.
it does rely
They don't
on
have that
the
much
jump
setup for the
his
Rumble.
stun. But we'll
兰
see
博
if
配一个
Inspired can
赵
work
信，
around
有点不
that.
太好撒大招
Often
哦
hard。to get to range of that Taliyah.
要一直
Now,
在
with
解
the
说不
Rumble
连
locked
麦
in
吗
already for anyone's
今天有
legend,
点忙，
we
今天有点
are
点忙
looking towards that counter pick for Whippo, something that FlyQuest
Galio
have
top lane.
in their arsenal is Whippo's
Double
unique picks. Galio into
global.
Rumble, not too unique, but still a
Pantheon,
very strong
Galio,
pick in
double
that top lane
global
match.
ult 2
Definitely one of
knockups.
the most
And
common up
Galio
here,
into
and
double
one that
AP.
they have used before, so the Galio pick
Hi,
here to
OG,
answer the
welcome.
Rumble, and again, that is going to be 2 globals now for them, 2-1.
Hold up.
Let's see as we get down to the bottom lane here, though. Everything, again, still on the table with the Rumble long range here.
Gallo, Ornn,
you know, maybe
both pretty
they
good
wanna
for
index
FlyQuest.
into some Jhin or something
Galio
like
makes
that
sense.
for Hope. They definitely need some more CC and some structure on that team there for AL.
Alistair
They
ban.
do have good poke.
Chat, what is
They
actually
engage,
S
but
tier
maybe they're
AD
looking for
carry now?
a
Is it
little bit of
Varus?
range
现
from
在
the
的
carrier, then
T0
obviously
AD
something
都有什么
powerful
呀
in？ terms
就
of
是不是
engaging
维鲁
from
斯
their
啊？维鲁
support
斯
role. I wonder if maybe they'll
like
look to get rid of the Rakan because I look at Orianna, Pantheon,
Kalista is
Galio,
down.
Rakan. That's a very strong
这个 BB
all-in
很正
combination
常
if FlyQuest can get
Both
it.
sides
Instead, AL will ban out
draft
Evolution
has,
to
is
kick
pretty
things off.
okay.
Alistair removed by FlyQuest.
I don't know about
Good
AL
ban there. Masu has proven
unless they get
that he
like a
deserves
really
his
strong
Lucian card.
engage support. AL 得要来个
Well,
应
as we
付，
whittle it
应
down
付好
more
开团
to
那种。
something with mobility, trying to take away some of
AL
the
这个队
extra
服还
safety
行，以前那些都
possibilities
丑
there.
死了嘛。
Ezreal also is definitely a big one.
都
still
蛮
up.
像的吧？就这
The
次
thing is, at
主
this
色
point,
是黑
because both
色
the
啊
bot。lanes are open, and because bot lanes can do quite a
Jin,
few
oh yeah,
different
Jin's
things
pretty
in the
strong
net, so
too.
right now
Yeah,
it's quite
I
hard
like
to
Jin
actually
with
predict
AL's comp.
exactly what these teams are
AL
gonna
这个
ban
阵容
away.
可
I
以
agree
考
with
虑
you.
一下进，
Targeting
因为
out
伤害已
Masu
经
with
巨
Lucian
高
is good,
了。
targeting out Hope with
They
the
need like
Kalista
some
is good as
utility
well.
in the bot
Especially
duo,
with
you
the
know?
safety that gives
Ezreal
IL
ban?
and being
Okay.
aggressive. There's the Ezreal band away from anyone's
Kalista,
legend.
Ezreal, Lucian
I think good
ban。
ban right there.
没买
All
没
right,
买
let's，see.
赌博不赌博。
Assuming we're just going to grab our AD carry here
Jin is
and
closer
save
to
the
A tier.
support for final support counter pick.
I mean,
I
they
guess,
left
of course,
Varus
technically we
open,
can
but
leave it
Varus
open.
is
The
really
Pantheon
bad
could
into
be swapped
Talia's
over if they
in
wanted to get really
Rumble.
crazy here in
维
game
鲁
number
斯
one. Definitely doubt that's going to
四
be
楼
the
选
case
的
here.
话有点难
So,
受，
so
对面
let's see
很
what
容易杀
Masu
你。
does want to go for. Like
What does he play
Kaisa,
instead?
Misfortune both available.
Ooh,
Possible options.
they're
Ooh, they're all gonna hide
saving
it even more.
I love the
AD
zone
for
control this team's like
counter.
has and the combo it
Ooh,
has
that's
as well
very
from
rare,
the
isn't
FlyQuest. So
it?
getting
我
red
靠，
early
五
to
楼
pick
选
it away
AD
from
真
anyone's
假？
legend as well kind of makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Nani?
Deny that from
Varus is
Kyle.
bad?
That
Oh,
is a
sorry.
big denial
Varus is
there.
bad. Oops, 没看到。
Plus, since you're picking it early
哦，
here,
队服
Fearless
吗？
not gonna be ready
靠，
for
我以
the
为
rest of
你
it.
说的
There you go.
是
It's
游
Desire
戏
Rakan makes so，
没有买，好像
How do
过
you
几
get your
天
engage?
过几
Your
天
Rakan
要
here
要
so
要打
quick
广
with
告
it.。
And also, Desire has self-peel, which I think is so vital against this FlyQuest composition. They have great dives.
Desire
they have
Rakan into
really good one-shot
Pantheon
potential,
Galio roll.
but a Featherstorm
Ooh.
negates the majority of
Rakan
that if
as
it's all
solo
funneled at
engage?
the same time.
Well, I guess
Obviously,
Zin
FlyQuest can use their
Rakan.
tools a little bit more judiciously, but if they
Eh,
do
这个
go
阵容
all
有点
in,
难玩哦。
it's hard for them to kill
AL's
off
draft
this
is
side.
kind of hard
Yeah, and I
to
think
pull
that
off.
FlyQuest probably should be looking
Senna?
To try and go some front to back. Problem is, of course, you know, Zin's out with the
Ooh,
ultimate
this
is
is a
kinda hard to get
G2
through,
draft.
but
这
there's
个
no, like, true
FlyQuest
really
阵容
tanky
选的跟
champion
G2
on
一
AL
样
right
哎，
now.
有没有
So that might be the
？This is a
angle there
G2
for
draft. Yo,
FlyQuest.
oh my
If
G2
they can
viewers
get
are
some
like
of those
getting
big wombo
PTSD.
combos,
Alright,
don't
chat.
tunnel
We
too
are going
hard
to
on,
run
like,
ads.
diving
If you like to
Desire,
upload ads, make sure
try
you
and
tune on
kill
Twitch Prime to
whoever
upload ads
is
for the
in
month. If you
front.
don't, that's okay. We will be back for game number 1 between AL and FlyQuest, and also make sure to use your points to Gamba to see who wins game number 1. Oh, we can't run ads yet? G2 lost and FlyQuest picks the same thing. I and many other analysts and classes on Twitter have the same opinion that G2's comp was good, they just executed it wrong, which I still stand by. I still stand by. 我说实话，其实 G2 昨天的阵容是好的，但是他们玩得太急了 ，kill Senna pickers. You can't be saying that when Masu is literally playing in front of his home crowd. Also, hi Jamada, hello.
Assuming as well, Rakan gonna try and keep him on, but here we go. Nuke Duck and Tabe starting it off here with draft number
Wait, Jamada, are you
1.
staying up? Do you want to watch the series together?
Certain energy in the room
Oh,
today
she's a
with,
cosplayer. What is she
FlyQuest
cosplaying
playing
as,
up
Lux?
against, up in front of their Canadian fans with
Yeah, I'm up.
Masu's family
Are you up
in
for
the
long?
audience as well.
Can?
There's
Oh,
some
shit, let's call then. Let's call.
electricity here in the Pacific
I
Coliseum.
need you
We'll see
to
if FlyQuest
cover
can
me
live
for
up
like
to the
I need you to
expectation
help
that
me
is building
cover for
around.
like
Yeah, I mean,
20
20
minutes
eyes
because I
already
need to
started
AFK
watering up.
in the
Seeing
middle
his
of
message to his
in the
family,
oh
and
my
Masu really
oh
has
my
been
god, what did I
such a
just
star
leak? Oh shit, I hope I
for
didn't
North
leak
America.
anything.
As soon as he joined the league,
Because I
winning
need
Rookie of
to
the Year,
AFK at
and
6
having
o'clock,
good
which is in 1
performances,
hour.
you know, even though they
So,
did get knocked out of
I'm gonna
MSI
steal
last
content
year,
from
he still
Jumada.
showed no fear on the
Can you DM me
international
really
stage,
quickly
and
so I
we're
can
starting
call you
out
or
with
just call me
Whipple
on
here
Discord?
taking a lot of damage.
You didn't leak anything? Nice.
Whipple with the Justice Punch.
怎么
Might
说？
have to
怎么
burn the
说？
flash here. Shanks still on the chase as well. Whippo flashes into the pit, we assume, and Tarzan will chase him
Wait,
down.
why is
Whippo
Whippo
no
already
tools
wanna-
to get away from this.
Eh?
Tarzan charges forward and claims
不是
first
啊
blood.
Oh yeah,
What
not pulling anybody with
happened?
that one. That is a death and
He
a
flashed.
flash. That
他
is
交闪了，
so
怎么死
big
了？
for AL. Now too, it really changes the
Did he get
Galio
cheesed?
into Rumble difficult matchup here. This is going to be so
He got
difficult
chased?
for Bwipo
I'm not gonna
to
move the
play out.
camera, it's
Even
just
though he's
gonna
gone
stay
for
here.
the phase rush, so you can try
Why did
and
he
do your
flash?
trades and
I
then use the
don't
phase
know.
rush to get away from Harpoon slows.
加
But
量送饮血
it's
嘛
going to be a vulnerability now. You really
Who
have
got
to
first
worry.
blood, Zen?
Is there going to be a Talia roam up there? Is there going to be a gank
no.
from
Oh,
Tarzan?
I'm calling Jamada.
And against a team like Anyone's Legend as well, who've been led by Tabe, you always have to worry because they're
Oh
so
my
good
god, jump
at
scare, sorry.
finding those weaknesses.
Yeah, and they're
Good
showing
evening.
on screen right
Good
now some
evening,
of the success
Yamada.
stories for Tabe. All these
Can you
teams just get
guys
so
hear
much better
Yamada?
so quickly when he joins them. First
What
with
is your
RNG,
timer?
double MSI victory,
40,
Sure.
oh,
then with
50,
BLG,
51,
getting MSI
52,
second place,
53,
Worlds
54,
quarterfinals, and now
55,
with
Stay
Anyone's
counting.
Legend
7,
going to
8,
back-to-back
9,
finals and winning
2
in
minute,
summer
2 minute 1,
finals. This guy
2,
has such a
Good,
good,
good.
track
Okay.
record.
Okay,
Really causing the
everyone,
teams
we
he
have
joins
Jamad
to
on the
jump up
call.
standings.
Knockup onto Hope here.
Dude,
Ghost
what
has
the
been
fuck is
flatlined
happening
as
in
he
this
trades
game?
onto
How did
Kyle,
Booker already
but
die?
should be
We
fine
both
here
zoned
for
out.
the
I don't know actually. I was looking at Discord, waiting for the call, or I think you said DM me, so I didn't see it either.
Can you guys give me a rundown? How did he die?
Which
the fuck is
He must have just
that?
got cheesed.
Yeah, not
He must have
quite
just got
yet,
cheesed,
but
like, through
pushing in
top
really
invade.
quickly, try and get some deeper vision.
Yeah.
Because he knows he
Alright,
could
give
be
me a
possible
prediction
target.
for
Of course,
today. What are you
Tarzan started
vibing
on the
with?
top side, so it's going to be a top
3-1
down
AO.
for him.
I can see
3-1.
Fly taking a game, man. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's impossible.
Now that G2 is
But,
taking a
the
game
extra
from
money,
Genji, anything can
for
happen.
Tarzan also not spent. So
I
it's
mean,
going to
bro,
be
if
on
they
that
weren't
extra
like
power for
tweaking off
him
the fucking
off of
gas,
that
they could have
level
won game 2
just
yesterday
yet.
too.
A lot of games were
I don't think it was
winnable, I don't
impossible.
know.
Item a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
They just started tweaking for no reason. They got like, I don't know.
Junglers will see where he goes after his
Let
clear.
me get off that
or whether
Red
he
Bull.
looks for an
I'm
early
actually
action.
predicting
Obviously very good at finding those
AL
early ganks,
3-2
similarly
because
to
I don't trust
Pantheon, both the junglers
Tarzan.
pathing towards
I
the
haven't
same
trusted
side.
Tarzan
What?
since 2023 at
Looks
internationals.
like Hope
I have a
able to
really
dodge
bad
away
like
from the crash down
PTSD
from
of
Bucio.
him
Masu
like,
unable to land the
ooh,
last rights. No root coming out, but
everything
both
kind of
the
missed from
heals
FlyQuest.
used. In the end, will just be a
这
trade
个
of
广告吗？
summoners.
有的念。
Nah, I trust
Okay, good
Tarzan
answer
this year.
here.
You
Hella.
trust him? Okay.
Trading
Maybe he's a
fairly
different
aggressive.
man under
Let's
Tabe.
mid first.
Oh,
Nah, him and Tabe, you know,
Could see the
house on
outline
fire.
of the Taliyah across the wall, but can't find much
What
more.
does
He's
that
going to
mean?
path towards the top side. Doesn't have push.
It's like they
in
get on
bot,
like
so
a house on
hard for him
you
to contest that bot side.
never heard the.
Exactly. He's got no business down there on
but
the
how
bot
is
side of
it
the map.
Tarzan
Yeah, but-
plus
You know, they're
Tabe
running the
equals
Senna.
House
The Senna,
on
of
Fire?
course,
Shouldn't that be
scales,
good?
fairly slowly.
Exactly.
after the
That's what I'm
nerf.
saying. Like they get on
We've seen
like.
some games so
Oh,
far here
they're
in the
both-
tournament actually
like,
with
they're on the
very
same
low
wavelength?
soul counts early
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
so
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
keep track of how
Whose
well
draft do you
Masu
like
is
better
able to
here or
stack
about the
that.
same?
Coming
I
out
think
usually
AO's draft
looking
is
for
really
around
hard to
60 at 20
execute,
minutes.
but
That's a good threshold to be
I
at.
don't know about
Obviously
Senna
really
5.
influenced by
It's the same
how much you
thing as
lane against your lane opponents,
last
right? If you're
night.
laning
It's just
into
how they
top, if you're
execute the game, I guess, because
swapping
they
consistently
outscale
to
so
get out
hard,
of bad
right?
matchups, it's a
Do
lot
they
harder to get
outscale?
those souls, even if it's a little bit easier for you to lane as
Which
a
has a
player.
I mean, I think if the game goes to infinity, Senna
Shanks
is
will just path away,
a little bit
pushing
hard
in
to play
follow
around
that
here.
wave underneath his tower.
I'm scared that they
But
lack
Masu
damage.
doesn't need
Like
to stack.
Bwipo getting off his recall as well, and
Because
that flash
Pantheon
timer still
is
ticking
legit
down
the
for
same
him.
logic as last
So
night,
he
where the
actually avoids
jungler,
kind of
like
the
Pantheon
second,
Wukong from last night, has
clear
to
there where
be
since Tarzan
ahead
started on the top side,
and have
they're kind of
items
aware
early
he's
for
going
this
be
comp
back
to
up there
work,
at this
and
timer,
it's kind of
so it
giving the
is
same
nice to
thing.
get that little swap out here.
Mm.
Oh,
this is a really interesting swap.
For their swap.
Looks like Bucio is going to stay around just to help get this wave pushed in. It keeps Hope and Kyle in the lane a little bit longer.
Kyle?
What
what
did-
what did
that
Megan
tempo
just
mismatch does. Bucio crashes down.
It's kind of how you pronounce his
Hope and
name.
Kyle should be
Kyle.
able
It's
to
weird.
wave in. There's one
Oh.
wave coming forward. They might
In
want to try and push
Chinese,
this
the
in
classes
as well.
call him Car.
Say
There's
the
no
big thing,
L.
even though it wasn't on screen,
fucking
if you
dead.
look at
Ah.
the top minion wave,
Well, I guess that's just because there's no L sound in.
on Rumble, it
No,
wasn't
there's
able to
there's
There
there's
is,
L
but
sound in
there's
Chinese,
no
right?
L
there.
in
So,
at the end
Masu
of
is
the
really
word.
gonna be
You
the
know?
one
At the end of the
Like,
word, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Laila, but there's no.
Yeah, it's at the start. It's not there. Yeah.
Of those because of the timing where they go for it, and Flandre doing a good job there on Rumble.
换线了
Flandre
吗
actually pathing back towards the top side here
I
as
like
well,
the
so not
lane
gonna
swap for the
invest his
Senna.
TP.
It's a hard
That means
lane
there'll
for
be a
Senna.
teleport
She's kind of getting
advantage
dicked
for
on.
Anyone's Legend if they do want to
Look at
fight
the
around
CS
no,
diff,
that's
by
true.
the way. It's like
You
20
see
CS
Bwipo
diff.
recalling out a bot. I wonder if he's just going to path back towards top and we'll have the lane swapped back to normality.
But yeah, what are your expectations for
Basically, the early gold lane
MSI
is kind of
bracket
those minions,
stage?
that we did see go down.
I don't think my expectations are too far away from most people's sentiment, TBH. I
No,
think.
no spicy picks or like predictions.
No, not really. Like, I think I actually can't remember who I put in my pick'ems. Oh,
Nice
okay.
try.
Nice little chunk.
Won't find much
换
more.
线
I
了
can't remember who I put in my pick'ems, but I definitely had AO on Genji in
And
finals.
since FlyQuest
AL,
have committed
AL
to
Genji.
duo
Ooh, I
for
have
top
BLG
side, of
AL.
course,
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, BLG
We're not going to
Gen
go
G,
anywhere
like
near
last
that.
year.
That is yours, Tarzan. That is yours.
That's fine.
AL.
That's fair.
Don't you
I don't know,
worry about
like,
it. They should be well
the
aware
OG
of the
were like,
possibility of a
they were
cross match,
G2ing,
they
you
are.
know?
So, we do get
A little bit
the
too
spell
hard.
there on using
And I think
teleport.
what's good about AL is
Ooh, nice
they're like
TP.
complete
So
psychos.
much more
Oh.
flexibility
Let's see.
Flashes away. Oh
my God.
He dropped aggro. Oh, it's a disaster. He's 1 HP Q.
Oh.
No Q.
They can redive if they want, but it's risky.
They got it.
Okay,
Nice. They
Busio.
reset the tower. Oh, is Busio dead?
Oh!
Ooh, the clutch.
Oh my
was so
God.
clutch. Oh my god. Wait,
Wow.
they saved it. Low
W
key, they
dive.
saved it.
Even with the flash
W
there from
dive.
Bondre,
Not
looks like there's gonna
bad.
be no
I like the
answer
way they
point
tanked the
yet.
tower
Even
there.
that
这
Talia
这
wall
扛塔
is a
扛得很好哎。
possibility. They do it quick enough
Wait a
that
minute.
Shanks
FlyQuest. I
can't
was
go pick
unfamiliar
anything
with the
up
game. Have you watched FlyQuest this year?
Busio
Yeah.
surviving the skin of his teeth right there.
Thoughts, opinions?
I like the play from FlyQuest though. Giving up the
They're a very draft-heavy team. Still, that's not changed from last year. The one thing that I really like about them is even if they're in like map states that are really weird or game states where they're behind, they actually manage to squeeze gold out of like thin air sometimes. It feels like against the NA teams. I don't know if they're going to be able to do the same against, you know, AL, BLG, Gen.G, even T1 like on a good day, right? But it's just something they're really efficient at. They also read game state naturally if they can get gold out of game states like that. They read game states really well. They understand the win conditions. They're just an all-round like cerebral team. They're really
I've
fun.
heard a lot of good things about Master, Quad, and Inspired. I'm excited.
Yeah, they're for sure the best parts of the team.
The heal has to be
Bwipo has been a little
cooldown.
bit like weird.
The HUD is hella broken. I'm sorry.
Anyone's legend getting the first neutral on the board.
Like,
This
not
Grubs
saying
as
that
well, they're
it's
well on their way to
not
the feasible
conventionally attractive or anything, but the HUD is actually broken.
Yeah, invested a lot.
Hi,
Kyle
JK.
here is a superstar.
We have Jamat on the
for this
call
team.
because
You
I
were
don't want to be
talking about it
schizo
at the very
today.
beginning, but jungle and support.
looking mid.
Let's see Kyle.
Quad has
Have you had some skits days by yourself already?
I met up with
Like
Raz
5
and
days into
Sam
the tournament?
earlier.
Around the corner on this
For
red
some
buff as well.
lunchies.
Tarzan's beginning
Wait,
to
Inspired's
grasp
hella
Obviously
cool.
no
What
flash.
the?
Equalizer down, Inspired gets the
He went
snipe,
the
gets
other way.
red,
Oh,
gets
the
dark
flash
hole,
cancel
pressing
was so
over
Mi
clutch.
bombo.
Trying to get in
He's-
range to get to this blast cone, but
Oh,
the
he's
chase will
super dead.
continue.
He's super
From
dead. Oh my
anyone's
god. Wait,
legend,
maybe
the blast
Tarzan's
knocks
locked
Inspired
in.
out.
Ultra mega dead.
Down he goes as
What,
Tarzan
Kyle?
gets his second.
Nice invade there
Tarzan.
from AL.
What, Kyle?
Again, this is the kind of weak
Yeah.
half
Oh!
of FlyQuest since their
It's
duo
Tarzan.
is up on the top side. Nice little punish there from AL.
Chinese fans be like.
You know, it's
It was also
It's-
interesting for FlyQuest 'cause it felt like they were
You know,
expecting
though,
AL
what's really
to
sad
go
about
for
what I
the
just
Grubs,
did
and
is
so
there's
they're
genuinely
like, okay,
people
well,
who
if
won't
we
get that
invade side, we'll
reference.
seal this away and then maybe we'll
That
look
makes
at the
me
dive on the
upset.
rumble.
Wait, I
But
didn't.
they
Wait, that's a
didn't have enough
reference?
vision control around that top side to
Uh-oh.
know what AL would do.
Athena,
Really good there.
Is that-
yo,
Kyle from,
What are you doing
chill.
here?
here on
Don't
AL to
don't even
recognize
fucking play on
go
me like
trap
that.
him.
No,
And
like,
after that,
seriously.
What'd you
have the
mean?
luxury. You can go get the grubs afterwards.
Tarzan.
At the moment, FlyQuest still with a small gold lead.
What are you
Bro!
Through plate, although Whippo's farm, actually,
No.
look at it right now, 84
You're
to
joking.
58.
Oh!
Bro, come on.
I actually don't
The
have
character
any memory.
Tarzan!
I don't have any memory of Tarzan.
Oh my
I was
God,
watching
wait.
Tarzan. Wait, Tarzan, no ulti.
Wait, they might have just sniped him.
Holy shit, wait, that damage from Zin is crazy good, by the way. Nice
He's
Oriana.
for sure dead, but
Wait, FlyQuest don't place vegan.
Alright, so they
FlyQuest
get
are
a kill,
vegan.
but
No, 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 they're not
already
vegan,
taken
they're not
there
vegan.
for AL,
Holy
so
shit.
they already
Wait,
No
this
vegan.
draft is actually
They-
working.
they
because they're not
understand.
vegan.
Bottom side,
They
another
understand
little bit
when
of
they
a-
have to be vegan and
just
when
gonna be a
vegan
little
is not
damage
good.
exchange, though.
Tarzan yells, ooh,
Yeah, I mean I could do it, but I'd have to shout really loud. I don't want to deafen your stream.
Aren't you gonna get like evicted? It's like
Oh, hell no.
2 a.m.
Inspired in the vicinity. And Busio on his way up towards
I have thick walls, soundproof walls.
Oh,
After
wait,
the,
what?
respawn
That's
there,
crazy.
too,
Okay.
Tarzan with
Nah,
his
not really, to be
completed-
honest. But
wait a
no one
second,
really
as we
complains,
Get a little
so.
scrapping here, but him up to the top side of the
Nice
map, too.
neighbors. Fun
Very
fact,
nice neighbors.
this is Coach Tabe's 9th international appearance on his 4th different team. He's been team hopping. I still can't believe they got rid of Tabe for 2024 because he wanted to have a higher salary and they're like, fuck no, and then they kicked him.
Got to play in season 3.
Yeah, very
finals
bizarre.
with Uzi. So
Like,
He's
he
worth
I don't
that
know,
money
if
in
I'm-
ammo.
such a long
If,
career,
that's what I
very
was about to say.
illustrious.
Like, if
He
I'm
actually,
BLG
at the very
GM,
beginning when
oh no no
NA
no, like if I'm
LG
BLG CEO and I care about
servers with us,
I care about my
for a
LPL
very
team,
long time,
and I hear that we lost Tabe, I'm
shambles,
actually
bro.
like headbutting my GM. Like, what have you just done, bro?
Headbutting Alistair comboing your fucking manager.
I'm actually Alistair comboing my fucking GM, bro.
It's kinda
What do you mean you
crazy.
lost Tabe?
We were talking about it during lunch. We were like, oh, AL, they don't really have any like super big names on the roster. Like, cause a lot of people started watching League like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Tarzan and Flandre was really popular and really good like 4 or 5 years ago, but maybe not for like the more recency biased viewers. And we're like, we shit you not, I think Tabe might be one of the most popular like characters on the team.
Unironically, I think internationally he
Eh,
probably is.
Carl's shitting himself. He tried to predict the Pantheon stun. Nice dodges.
Yeah, only behind Tarzan, right? Like, Saucy Tarzan's got the Griffin hype, but like, aside from Tarzan, he's probably got more motion than everyone else on the lineup. And Flandre has a fucking world title under his belt. Like, yo, Kai.
What?
Kai.
What is he doing? He's possessed. 不是啊，卡尔在干什么？Oh my goodness.
How do you say ghost in Chinese?
Gui.
Gui?
Gui
Oh.
means monster, but like it also means ghost, I think.
On that control ward in the brush,
Ah.
getting just a bit of a chunk.
That
Gui
sounds
means,
like a
all
scary
monster.
word.
Gui.
The little
Oh,
check here
Gui.
also for
Gui.
Kale nearly dying. Oh, Gui.
answer.
Oh.
Shanks does not have W. Oh, there's another one there.
Mi bombo!
Oh my god, Quad was actually jump scare. I didn't even see that Oriana move.
Nice use of the global here.
What the forcing here?
Actually,
Oh, W. He has no flash. 他没有
What if
闪
they have
现
the damage?
Damage check? Question mark?
Can heal up Busio a little bit and we'll force
Ooh,
Tarzan and
FlyQuest
Kyle
kind of got
FlyQuest
fists
playing the map well here, answering
against
No, for sure, for sure.
first seed LPL.
That-
不错呀。
He's just getting the minion wave.
Very, very good.
He's not going to be able
Oh
to
my
kill
god, this
Whippo with
fucking
Whippo.
top lane.
Might try and turn
He's
this
actually
one
up
around. Doesn't really
10
have a huge
CS.
amount of mana and goes through his cooldowns without breaking through that scrap shield of Flandre.
This is a good
Really
state
nice
for
to see
FlyQuest right
for
now.
the
NA over
best of
EU
five
cinema.
And again,
here, though, with it going very closely
As
here
an
in
EU
FlyQuest,
resident, what do you have to say
answering a
about
lot of
that?
these moves. Kyle here.
Unsuspected, boys.
I've been saying it for the better part of like 3
As you
months.
say, actually, a really close
I don't think it's. I mean, it's not news to me. I just don't like the narrative of how some NA. It's mostly fans, to be fair. It's not like actual people with like platforms and big opinions. Have been on like the NA versus EU hype for like a long time. It's like, no, this is the first year where like it's genuine. Like, this is a yeah, cool. The best teams from NA are better than the best teams from EU.
Yeah.
And I think if you're like not on that page, then you're a little bit delulu, man. It's like, it's just the way it is, and that's fine.
I think this tournament is a good tournament for FlyQuest to prove that Swiss stage was not a fluke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
可以看一下这个 MSI FlyQuest 的表现怎么样，因为他们上年瑞士轮打的是Team Liquid 有点不太公平，like 很多粉丝都觉得他们打的是抽的很幸运嘛，like they versed Team Liquid, right? For Swiss stage last year?
It's defensive is a better
Yeah.
word for it, 'cause it's
To
mostly
promote
placed in their
themselves,
own
so a
jungle.
lot of people were kind of like doubting.
If Fly didn't fuck up that first, I mean, the first split in LTA is just really weird because it's basically like a qualifying tournament to go to first stand is how their split was set up. So Fly like fucking up and losing and not going to first stand really, yeah, I think it kind of fucked up their international rep a little bit.
Oh, wait, someone's just saying that Flandre is the only Chinese solo laner to win Worlds with LPL. That's so true, by the way, because both FPX and IG had
Oh,
two
yeah.
Korean imports for their solo lane. 是的耶，国产
Who was FPS
上
just top laner again? Was it Gimgoon?
Gimgoon, yeah, Korean.
Masu well on his way to that.
One unfortunate name to have in 2025.
Oh, God bless he, what's it called? He doesn't have to witness that from all the brain rot. What if Goon
Bro,
means
could you
something
imagine
else
if he
in
was
Korean?
playing?
I mean, probably does mean something else.
I wonder.
And so
Yeah. I
anyone's
wonder
legend
what.
to have an opportunity here to sneak this away
Is he
before
coaching?
Lucio can really join
I
the
have no
fight.
idea what
this
he's
up.
up
has
to be
TP, as does
honest.
Flandre, but neither of the top laners investing it as of
Okay,
yet.
Flag was
Flandre
somehow
about to recall
walked
Masu,
through
looking
the
for an engage.
river.
There's the
Nice
Reaver's
wall
wall,
from
and
Shanks.
anyone's
They're
legend will
forcing
steal
the
this
fight.
away. The Grand Star
Lucy was
falls
10
to the
years
wrong
away.
side
This
of
is
it.
a bit
Gary
early.
with the hero's entrance as well. Hope
That was
pops the
Hope 1
Featherstorm.
HP.
Shanks putting damage down onto
Ooh,
Inspired,
Rumble was
but
kinda
he's in a
neat.
2v1 in the top
Ooh.
of the pit.
For a
Shanks
second.
is dead.
Falling low, so that's
Wait,
Flandre
AL's
to
losing
work
the fight.
with.
AL's
Kyle
losing the
going
fight.
in as well as Inspired gets the Sun to Sky.
Oh my god, Inspired.
AL's hella losing.
Oh.
Wait.
Wow.
Inspired is pissed. Oh.
Oh, Omnibambokla!
Oh shit, my bad, my bad. Tarzan also doesn't want to lose.
Tarzan, you kind of need to turn around and fight before your Kong
Whippo was on the
stacks.
chase.
Ooh,
Tarzan
okay, I think he's just
forced
gonna
back
kill
through
himself.
the jungle and should
He's fighting.
fall
He just kind of can't.
Yeah, I mean, he
Eh? Nani? Ooh, the sidestep is so clean. Wait, what happened mid lane? They must have been watching AIM. Eh? AD gap? Question mark? Home ground buff?
In the back of the pit.
我靠
So tanky, and you can see we're gonna
Flag
have to
Quest
get the
AD
review
是
there
加拿大
in
人
the
对吗？
replay, because looking up on the pit there, you know,
自
so
带
much
buff
sustain,
吗？
Inspired
根
gaining
本
so
打不动。
much time there in the back.
The
stacking up the
Talia got
Conquer,
focused
getting
down
those
really, really well,
Thunderstrike
and also I
in the
think these
end,
Rumble ults
causing
have
the
been
flash there to have
really
to be invested
suspicious.
by
But
Tarzan.
that is
But I wanna
what
now
it
this
is.
time
Like
look
it
at
is
the
what it
bottom
is when you
side
have
of the play
negative
here,
2
because
setup.
Talia Wall
It's hard
did
for
start
like
it
a
out
really
to
good
split them
Rumble.
up, and that's why it was
南博
so
没有人
split.
帮他去
Inspired
抬
and
人
just Whippo up
这个
on the
大
top
招扔
side
的
with
很一
that
般。
Galio ultimate, getting that knockup
Also, what the
buying that
fuck
time,
happened to
and
Hope
Shanks
that
kinda
fight, by
trapped
the way?
there
Like,
in the
Hope
back
just
of
got
the
railed
pit.
or what?
But on the bottom side,
Hope is like,
they
Yep,
forced
pretty
the
much.
flash there as
Full pull.
Lucio was able to move him off, and Inspired
I'm just personally, I'm not
is
like,
able to
I'm not
gain some
crazy on the
distance, but
Zyra
as you
Khan
know,
here.
the flash answers over the top. This just changes so much for the game, though. You know,
No,
as scrappy
I'm
as
not
it gets,
happy with
that is a
Rakan being
lot of
solo
money in
engaged
kills,
or
and
solo
FlyQuest
CC
do have a
setup.
very good team fight.
It's
Rakan
2,000
should always
gold lead now
be
for FlyQuest.
follow up.
They are in
Or I guess
prime
if you're like
position
super
in
clutch, I
this
guess
game.
sometimes it works.
Anyone's
but-
legend did get the Rift Hold. The Drake, though, will be secured by FlyQuest. That's their second of the game. Whippo so tanky here as well. And just coming back to that,
Flandre showing us why he's the only Chinese solo laner to win Worlds with an LPL team. Wait, what? They're losing. What do you mean, Flandre? He's losing.
In this series, 25 to 68.
Is that a compliment or a
all-time
backhanded
win rate
compliment? I don't know
for
what you're
NA
trying to
versus
say,
the
man.
LPL. They have won one series out of 8. That was back
I
in
remember
2019.
One series out of 8?
MSI when...
Wait, FlyQuest is like
TL beat IG.
FlyQuest's run against LPL is horseshit.
Took us down very quickly
Yes, but
afterwards.
I think that was NA versus LPL, not Fly.
Oh, okay.
My general way
美
of
国
being.
没赢过
So
LPL，我真的
definitely a lot riding on
God.
this. You know, a lot of pressure for.
Isn't that so funny
for both
that
teams,
G2
honestly, here.
is
FlyQuest,
really
though,
decent
coming in
against Chinese
underdogs
teams,
with
and
a
then
lead, 2 dragons,
FlyQuest
and a very
supposedly
good kind of
should be good
beefy
against
team
Korean
comp
teams.
setup. And they've got a lot of options
Like for like the
because of
2
the
Yeah.
last 2
globals,
years.
that they do have. So once
Yep,
we
yep,
do get
yep, it
towers
does.
down on the
Does
side
make
lanes
sense.
too, I think it should be okay for them.
How many stacks?
Korean teams.
56 center stacks. Holy, she is gaming.
Ridiculous when you
The
think
fights
about
are
modern
also
day
going
league
really
legends
well
often
for
have those
FlyQuest, to be
traded early
fair.
on in the game. Still the Rift Hold in
Yeah,
Tarzan's pocket
I do
if anyone's
worry. The
actually
only thing I
able to
worry about
force one of those
is
towers down.
how their damage is going to get
Plus,
done
we have to mention,
later
with
on.
anyone's legends, you know, it
Like
is
when
cool,
Pantheon,
Shanks
Orianna
had his first
starts
international
Yeah,
going
IL.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
kinda, I
yeah,
got very
yeah.
excited. I was like, oh, he's superstar for the team. Maybe that's a little extreme, but he's very good.
But
for the
also,
team,
I
and
think
him being
Pantheon
up
in this
here,
game,
you know, at the
low-key,
at an international, also really, really cool. 'Cause
it's weird. I can see him like not falling
both of
off this
them
game.
have got
Like
to
I can see him
close
always
in
being
the past,
kind
but
of very relevant.
Pantheon.
Oh, goes in.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're forcing a
Ooh.
2v2 mid lane. They got healed.
Busio getting charmed
But
up.
that's
but in the end,
Rakano.
Kyle
Para.
will just
Okay.
disengage. Trade
What
of
for?
summoners. Oh, just the quickness and the heal
以
out from
前
Busio.
Team Liquid 有赢过
Still
IG 吗？
stacking up.
19年吗？在
Masu
淘
here
汰
in the
赛，
mid
哇
lane.
塞！
In Vancouver, very good
19 已
start
经
to
是
the game
6
for
年前的
him.
事情了。
Lots of stacks here. Once you
It's
get your
like
static shiv,
rock,
it's really when
paper,
you don't answer
scissors,
that,
except
but now
LCK
that he's
has a
up to
gun.
Amplifier as well, you know, such long range, can play a lot safer.
That's so funny.
Use your
I mean,
shroud
not funny, but
to
like
really remain
that's
far back. Don't
that's
let that
a
Rakan get
pretty
into
decent
range for you.
analogy. It's not fair.
Of course, it can be hard when the Rakan has flash, but that is definitely going to be the goal, and they've got the safety of that
Oh my God, I
Whippo
got a
ultimate
text
to rely on
from
too.
Yeah, they have a lot
someone,
of
and they
distraction
started the
tactics if
text
they-
with
if
Kitty,
anyone's legend decide
and they've
to
been
all in
spending
onto
like
Masu
5
onto
minutes
Pod.
texting a
You've got the
paragraph, and I'm
Madness
so
Storm, you've got
anxious.
Hiva's entrance, you've got Spike
What
jumping
do they
Top shot by Lulian
want?
as a self-disengage tool as required for the moment.
You're in
FlyQuest
trouble.
in a very solid spot.
I'm
For
in
anyone's legend,
trouble,
they are still
guys.
scaling. Xayah so strong as the game goes on. Tarzan in a really
I
strong
don't know if
position
Xayah's
himself as
even.
well.
Is she gonna be?
Hope
Oh yeah,
Reaver's
she's
all
gonna be
coming out.
strong.
Masu on the wrong side of
Okay.
it as Kyle looks for the engagement.
Okay,
footwork from Masu.
Talia missed everything.
All of the engage from anyone's legend.
Galio is
Tarzan
really
separated
in
from the
there.
team, Whippo down to half HP,
Galio is really
but
in
he's
there.
still damn tanky. Quad comes in looking for Tarzan towards the top side.
Okay,
Can't
Rift
quite
Herald.
find what he was looking
Oriana
for
still has
there.
ulti,
Rift
right?
Herald
Yeah,
down.
Fatal
I
Dash.
think Herald bugged out.
From getting the charge
Oh.
in. Quad oversteps
One
a
man.
little bit. Shockwave only
Kill,
lands on
1
Kyle.
HP.
Whippo charged in. Bucio on the back line goes out with the
Oh my god, this fight is so
Trying
messy.
to
FlyQuest
retreat.
lost.
The
FlyQuest
tower
lost.
still
They have no
stands
HP
as
left.
the
Ah, what the fuck?
Hey!
What?
That's
an angle?
Tarzan's locked the fuck in!
Oh my god, bro! It's because Tarzan ain't versing a Korean team.
Impressive for them
I'm
to get that
telling you,
in there and
what the
actually
fuck？
find that
塔赞
perfect
不
shot.
打
That's
韩
the
国队
kill
就是这个的
onto the
状态吗？
side
真的
we were
假的？
talking about. And
There is
Shanks
too much
is
English
able
being
to
spoken on
cash
the enemy
in.
team, thus Tarzan
Wow,
is
getting that
indeed locked
objective
in.
down to getting that tower, definitely going to be really big here for AL. Again, they rely so much on these plays and using this big extra damage. All right, second items start to come in for them as well.
Hopefully
And you
they
see how quickly
spelled
things swing in a game like this. When
Kitty
both the teams
correctly.
really want to fight,
They
they're
did.
not looking for too much side lane pressure. The gold has now swung by about 2,000.
Okay, some check.
back
Senna
towards
died
AL.
with
FlyQuest
flash.
still
It's
have a
fine.
1,000 gold
They
lead.
still had.
There's nowhere
They
near
got
as
mid tower
substantial
from
as
that
it
It's,
was
it's
a
fine
couple of
because
minutes
Dragon
ago.
is up in a minute.
Lucio
Like,
forced
that
Yeah.
fight was over
jungle.
mid tower,
Here
not
is
an
Kyle trying to
objective.
get
So,
Visual
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the Artica.
I mean, to be fair, it could have ended up being an Icon if it was like
After
a,
pushing the wave
a
up there.
one-sided enough affair,
Oh,
but
wait, he actually cancels his
the likelihood
recall
was
here,
kind of low.
looking for a little
塔
bit
赞太想
deeper
证明
vision
自己了
possibly.
吗？有点吓人。是 Tarzan really wants to prove himself at the international stage again. When was the last time he went? Was it WBG
Oh,
Worlds 2024
yeah, I think so.
24年世界赛跟微博一起去的。
Brush.
Oh, with 小虎
Maybe just find out, of course, here. So, really want to look at the next dragon spawn. Everybody here concerned about the Otacon first, though.
That 微博。
Lucio knocked up
Classic.
there, Hope getting
Oh my god,
forced
Hope is
Oh, wait,
getting
why did I say
his
3? I
ass.
mean, it was the
Sword on
same
chase,
same
coming
lineup.
in from the side, Crescent Guard
Hold up,
going out.
Tarzan, bit
Tarzan
tanky,
was
bit of a
able to
tanky
use
boy. Two
Tarzan
man,
able to
never mind,
escape.
Oriana ult
Hope with a
missed.
Storm to escape
W
the shot, but now
disrespect.
Whippo's on the front
No
line.
problem.
As anyone's
Clear.
legend looking to
Can they
collect
kill
the
Whippo?
equalizer.
Wait, Senna W
Phase rush is
big?
great. Where the fuck is Inspired going? Oh!
Wait, Senna W is so big. Oh, the
Yeah, it was huge.
big engage
No,
from
that's it. Hope's dead.
Bucio.
Bucio's fucking smurfed it. Tarzan's dead. It's an ace.
They're too split. Shanks and Hope
Although
are
my
playing
Shanks
on
is
different fronts.
better stuff.
Wow, this guy's hella dead. Though.
Yeah.
On the chase for
Holy
Hope, and he
shit.
finds it. Extinguished his hope for any
Dragon
legends. Shanks
soul
now
point
caught
for
out
FlyQuest and his
in the
mountain
blue
soul
side
point.
jungle, and with
Oh
FlyQuest
my god,
collapsing,
bro.
Oh,
look
Y
at this
flash.
shot.
no
Oh.
escape for the AL
Wait, is he gaming, by the way?
mid laner.
Yeah, Shanks
Does he
is
get
the
phase
last
rushing? He
one
does.
there.
I mean, he's a really annoying ass champ to like
He's
run
buying
down.
a lot of
He's gonna die
time.
now.
Him down.
Yeah.
4 members will be enough. Bucio actually takes it.
Wait,
Little bit
nice
of a
engage
threat
from
here, but they're
Bucio.
eyes up.
I didn't see that
They're gonna be able
angle.
to get the top side as well during the same time because Whippo up there
They were just a bit
pushing
too
on the
split. It was when
Galio, and the
Whippo went
power
in,
of
they
the
kind of walked in to
FlyQuest
kill
team
Whippo a little bit.
Fnatic is
Yeah.
really
And Inspired just got a
Senna
really
W was
optimal.
really nice.
Their ability to
Senna
Yeah,
W
that
hitting
was always
the
good.
rumble.
is just
Senna
so
W 中了
strong. You can see the
有点难
Weaver's
受
wall coming in here. Hope with a great dodge of the
Yeah,
feather
but there's a
sword
bit
from
of a
the
support
shockwave.
gap, isn't there?
Okay, on the front line there,
Yep.
then Whippo buys so
辅助
much
差
time
距
on
了
his
是吧？
Galio, and the Rumble
Ooh,
ultimate
Senna
only kind
W,
of touching
nasty,
him, so
nasty.
they go for the re-engage.
Might as well
But it's
flash
fine first, and
downwards.
you call it
还不如
as it
往下
happened.
闪。
Bucio with the flash play to
This
go for the
bot lane
AL
value is not
side
showing.
on the bottom of the
Zai
fight.
has
They
missed
chase
every
them
E
down,
route.
and you can see
Uh-oh,
here what
uh-oh.
it means in the opening game.
Spaghetti-o.
For FlyQuest, what a statement it would be to win a game like this, because it was close, and they are winning teams, which is not something we often
That
see
fucking comment,
from
I'm dead.
North American, from European teams against the LPL, against the LCK. Their hands are just better. The draft as well, obviously facilitating them to get to that point.
I think that's a big thing here. The
Chat, can
draft,
you guys
so
please tell
much
me when
CC
it's
and so much
5 minutes away
tankiness,
from 6 o'clock?
As far as the
Thank
advantage
you.
here
I
for
shaved.
FlyQuest, but the Otacon is getting
they're
burned down,
YOLOing
so they're
Otacon.
forcing the issue here.
Did he get
He's
it?
going to try and
They
get
get
into
it.
the middle
It's
of them.
3K.
Kyle trying to block him. The Otacon secured. Tarzan taunted up. Bucio there with
They
the
have no
Sharon
tower
Shot
top,
stun
they're
as well.
gonna
No tower
get
here
cut
to
off.
defend AL. The Weavers
怎么说？
will
怎么
split
说？
up the fight.
能不能
AL,
跑
are？ you retreating? Are you attacking? That's
Oh,
the
hell
question.
no.
They look for Whippo. They can't find
Uh-oh.
him. Now
Couldn't
Masu has that
leave.
flank
They have to
position.
go forward.
Bucio goes in. There's the
One
Mephist already
man.
lands on two. Kyle
Interrupt.
able to dodge
Wait,
away and gets the
Rumble
charge
was
to
complete
Whippo to
shit.
stop the hero's entrance. Dawning Shadow
Oh,
comes
Shanks
in.
is taunted
two
though.
and Oriano. Ooh.
Fire's lost as fuck.
chasing
What?
forward.
I think maybe
Hope's
they get a
gonna fall as
kill on
well.
support. Nah,
And
not even a
triple
kill on
ready for
support, bro.
quad. Tarzan flashes away, but where can you escape
Damn,
to?
Flandre is
The
having a
Grand
bad
Starfall
Rumble
coming out.
game.
Matsu looking
Like,
for the chase,
team fight wise.
and Tarzan will find no mercy from FlyQuest.
FlyQuest, they've got him
That's
cornered
Baron.
here in the alcove.
That's Baron.
Gets the ace.
大龙了呀。
Turned into the
What a-
Baron.
what a storm,
Game
418.
number 1 here. Home field advantage for
Quadra for
FlyQuest.
quad.
Showing up, and they have it under control.
Oh my god, look at the
7,000
experience
gold
difference in
ahead
mid
when
lane.
this Baron falls.
Two
26
level
minutes in, there's a mountain soul for them in 3 minutes time. Make it 8K.
Ale
the
is
lead
2-3.
here for FlyQuest in Vancouver.
Okay, so here's another look at it. And as you called out, they're looking to close the
当不
picture
了
here
吗
for FlyQuest.
主要是兰博下的大招太拉了 Look at this Rumble
AL
哦
could
3,
turn on
2,
one
1,
side
boom.
and force it. As long as FlyQuest are patient though,
Yahoo!
they can again just go straight through the front line here.
I don't know.
since AL
It's
is so
just,
much
I don't know, it's hard to get
squishier, and
value out of
Whipple
Rumble.
here really doing
when
a good job.
Yeah.
just
you have to
forcing his way
just depend
into
on
the
You don't really
yourself.
have like good
after
setup.
Busio
You
has
only
rounded
got
it
your
out,
own
and
back
they're
in
able
these
to
games, you
walk
know?
forward and clean up the rest of the team fight. Huge stuff here, playing with confidence on the stage.
Wait, do they have
It
home,
looks close
like,
at the
is
start
the
of the
crowd
team
all
fight, and then
supporting
FlyQuest
FlyQuest?
just bulldozer
现场粉丝是不是都是
over
FlyQuest 的
AL,
粉丝
and
啊
every opportunity
I
now
wonder.
I don't know.
What the-
You Chinese peeps are all about the place, mate. So I reckon
I'm Australian,
Like,
actually.
you know, if my experience in London is anything to go by, like, I'm pretty sure there's a really big Chinese community in Vancouver.
Big,
And
yeah,
also,
super
like,
big, super big.
Chinese fans, like, turn up. Like, it doesn't matter where.
The national pride.
tournament is. Yeah.
There isn't a player named Hope. Nah, people that don't remember Hope, he was on JDG 2022 and his support was missing. So if you read both bot laners' names together, it was Hope missing.
Not going to do so just yet, though. So
What a
FlyQuest move in,
classic.
slowly get some extra advantages here.
Bring
These
back
secondary
Hope
towers on the
missing.
side
That was,
can
at
do
least it
kinda
was
trap
funny.
sometimes, as far as the positioning for those
真的啊，
team
我们
fights,
是
so
加起来
don't
太
want to
抽
get
象
too
了。
risky there.
Seen many a good game die to an over push towards
Oh,
that bot inhibitor.
香克斯。
Shanks caught out here as Entra's going down.
Nice
So,
W's,
only
to
onto
be
Whippo,
honest.
and
Like,
it won't
sometimes
be
he gets
enough.
these really
He's
nice
tanky.
W's out of nowhere.
Absolutely tanking them for days. FlyQuest, Whippo's health bar hasn't even moved, and Shanks has to retreat.
Yeah. And we touched on it a little bit, but Shank's timeline here is cool to see him on the international stage, but it is his first. And so opening game here for AL. Again, look at, in the LDL, he was hyped up. He got LDL MVP in 2020. And then on the
Missing 的
2021
落玩的还
roster
可
with
以嘛，
Domi,
人
they
家是
actually
绝
did get
活呀
close to
Rakan
qualifying
one
for
trick for
Worlds,
missing.
But they got
And then
knocked
I don't know
out,
what happened to him. He
by LGD, or
he permanently
LNG
went missing.
right before, and then it was many years. Didn't get close again, but here on his second year with AL on the
Whippo's life
international
bar
stage
literally
now,
doesn't move. Life
we'll
bar?
see if they can
What
do
did you just
anything.
go?
Oh my
Massive Rumble
fucking
combo.
god.
Wait, Oriana ult's kind of bad. Rumble ult's also really
No,
nice.
Hope
Wait,
still got one shot. Kyle is also dead. Doesn't matter. Oh no.
wait, what the fuck did Inspired
Oh, hold
do?
on.
What did
Inspired
Inspired do?
to
Dragon is up and their jungler is dead. Oh, they're chasing, they're chasing.
Uh-oh.
Dude, the fucking raid boss is coming. There's a level 17 Galio against level 14 AD carry.
All he's doing is delaying.
Are they
You've got Master
ending?
Busio pushing through
Are they
mid.
ending?
The TP
Ooh.
comes out and will get back to those
Oh,
next
try.
towers with Shanks here
base,
to
they
defend.
can't end
I
anymore.
don't think FlyQuest
I
can push
I
for
think
the
Hope
win,
should just die.
although opening up
Actually,
He's
there's
staggering.
no Nash for
FlyQuest
2.5
special.
minutes. Yeah, I think he's
Seen
staggering a
them
bit too
win
much.
with minions and win with the TP tech before. There's a mountain soul for them, and so just taking the inhibitor tower
Fun
for
fact,
now is
the
enough.
only way I learned
Take that, just walk
the
back,
way
pick up
I
the
learned
extra
staggering
dragon
as
here.
a game
The soul
mechanic was through
will be
Overwatch.
in FlyQuest's
Overwatch.
hands.
Yeah.
This is
To be
only
fair,
39,
same.
almost 30
Same?
minutes into the
Oh.
game, but
Wait,
they have
who did you
so
play in
much
Overwatch?
Yeah, I
control
think so.
with these team comps being so
I was
tanky.
a
Mountain Soul
mostly
on top of it.
projectile player.
This is a shellacking.
Like on him.
It was close in the early game.
Like
Scanner
Soldier and McCree,
yeah,
hit scan,
yeah.
yeah.
Hit scan, that's the word.
Soldier
On
McCree.
his
This is
dead ass.
domination from the North
I
American
played a little bit of
representatives
Hanzo on DPS. Also
Ew,
Genji.
Hanzo player. Ooh,
For
ooh,
each of
ooh.
these teams
I mean,
on
there was a
this
time where
stage,
like tank meta was
FlyQuest,
just
this will be
really
a nice,
prevalent, you know, and
confidence
Hanzo just
building
kind of
one. Again, this team sticking
kind of ripped through
together.
tanks. So
meant that
Sure.
of
Just
the
one of those
current
things.
teams playing,
Everyone I
all
know is a
other teams
motherfucking
But then also
Congo
Anna.
player.
make changes.
Ooh,
This
wait,
roster,
base choice, by the way.
currently
People
the
that
roster
play
they're
Anna are
playing
cool as
together
hell.
the longest. And so they're
Yeah, I mean,
really
I
showing
think
some of
that
synergy
was
that
just
they
super
have been
OP.
able to build up with each
Like
other.
Nano Boost was just a crazy timer. Purple was like nuts. Like the nade, obviously.
Yeah.
Anti-heal nade, like, it was just so OP.
Yeah, this game's over, man. Look at the Oriana's build. Like, come on, 4 items. 人家发条都4件装了哎。I just realized ball lane is 0-8，下路怎么0-8哎
Yeah.
I mean, they've got Guardian Angel on Inspired here on Pantheon, so they have an extra life they could use.
Definitely,
to overforce, but
been a
as
very
you say,
iffy
because
showing
they are
from-
so strong, it should be
Yeah.
fairly straightforward. Just wait for the Baron.
I was actually just gonna say CN bots so far.
Man, I wanted to see FlyQuest versus G2, but after this game 1, I'm not vibing with AL, especially already like having some doubt, you know, going into the series.
Protected by Quad to make sure he basically doesn't lose any
Nah,
HP.
You
I
think they're
won't-
gonna wake up?
I won't be a game 1 Andy. Yeah, I think they would.
I'm
here first to
slowly
see the approach,
transitioning into a game 1
Just
Andy.
in case AL try and do anything fancy, but
I don't know.
shouldn't
I believe in
overextend or
BLG
anything
more than
like
AL, isn't
as
that
you
weird?
say, since they have it under control, should be smooth from
I
here
mean,
on out.
I need to
think
believe in
it's-
Tabe. I'm a
it's-
Tabe fan.
Maybe that's
Fuck
the-
it.
Yeah.
You know what? I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
care what
that
team
AL
Tabe
can
is on.
still
I just
get
want to
while
support Tabe. I want him to
their
do well
Baron,
again.
and that makes me think, you know what? They're just going to try and hope for that miracle fight.
Alright, however, can we end this game?
for AL and hope that they can get an angle
Can we
for some
end
sort of
this
defense there.
The other option is hope that FlyQuest delay the game a little bit too much, and then you look for an Elder Flame.
FlyQuest 还不推吗？那人家后期越打越强，人家想拖多久也可以啊。Like FlyQuest's comp gets stronger the later they are because of how ahead the Senna and the Oriana is right now. And then it's not like they're giving any opportunities over, so they don't need to
My God,
force
three
it
stacks.
Super 25.
And dodges away from the
We'll
command
go
attack.
2 wide game 1.
Also, I think the other problem is Masu is just he's at 117 stacks.
Yeah, this guy
Like,
be
he
ordering
is
from the other fucking side of the world, bro.
Mega stacks this game. This is like higher stacks. Oh.
Carl!
Now pops the quickness.
Kyle. He sounds like that guy from, you know that kid show that's bold? You know that kid that's bold? Kyle? Is his name Kyle? The really annoying one?
In sorry, in what?
FlyQuest chase him
You know
down.
that Calibu? Oh,
Has been
Cat.
so
Wait, how do
good
you say his
in
name?
the LPL. FlyQuest though, with this
Fuck,
game,
it is-
they've just had such a massive advantage.
Kylo?
that they should
Kylo's
be able
cancer?
to see.
I did not know
It's-
Kylo had cancer.
It's weird to say should.
Or has.
because I understand where it comes from.
I thought he was just
But
bold for
if
the
this
sake of
was
being bold,
Gen
because
G
he's a
versus
baby.
anyone else, we'd say it's done. It's over. They're like FlyQuest have won this game. They are 12,000 gold
I mean,
ahead.
I'll say it.
Yeah. Like there is no
Uh-oh,
feasible
guys.
comeback
Let's try to
for
not get
AL.
cancelled
the
today.
only way AL get back into this game is a sequence of throws from FlyQuest that I haven't seen since I watched
Let's
an
try to
NFL
not
game.
get cancelled, guys.
So what you're saying is you believe in the magic.
If AL can pull this
Caillou?
one out of their butts, then I believe in the magic, and I feel that FlyQuest perhaps will be a little bit tilted going into game 2. For now, though, they are in prime position to close out this game and take a 1-0 lead versus the LPL's first seed.
Okay, I need to go in 7 minutes, so I hope that. Oh, in 6 minutes, so I hope the game finishes soon.
And just from
I
Oriana
need to
walking
go
to
Yeah,
the
probably.
as well here. So FlyQuest moving out with the confidence. Of course, they can play all lanes right now since they do have Wibo Teleport and Wibo Ultimate available. AL may try and go for
Masu just
something,
popped Ghost.
seeing that both solo laners are fully pushing waves right now, but FlyQuest still
Hi,
have
Nerdles.
plenty of
Morning.
tools to collapse. And with the Mountain Soul, it just takes too
It's actually gonna
long
be Elder.
for AL to kill anyone. And so they might even get trapped themselves.
Meeting so.
Tarzan's going to jump onto Busio. I've seen this story
Before
before, Kobe.
Okay, they're fighting top side. Busio flashes away. Busio super duper tanky.
They are
What the
not.
fuck is that Galio O-Range? Oh my god, Max Galio O-Range is crazy.
And the redemption coming out will pop in.
Senna, free hit, question mark. Oh my god, look at Senna!
Guys,
Look at
Senna's
Cena.
kind of one-shotting the game.
John Cena.
Of AL here. FlyQuest clean it up. Whippo TP's back to bot. And the win is here for FlyQuest.
How is Senna doing that much damage? She may or may not have 4 items with 127 stacks. I don't know, that might just be a game theory, you know?
Here in
终于
Vancouver.
结
This is
束
why
了
people pick
吗？
Senna.
in front
Yeah,
of
this is how you
friends
play
and
this comp, I
family.
guess.
FlyQuest come out fighting.
Take the right fights.
1-0 NA.
Oh, okay, to be fair, I hated the Xayah Rakan. They stole
wasn't ready
G2's
for it.
whole flow. Yeah, I think AL's
stuff
comp is
here.
already really
Of
hard to
course,
pull off.
we did see yesterday as well.
So it does
Gen
help
G,
in
the number one
FlyQuest's
seed from
case, but I also
LCK,
think just FlyQuest played it
dropping
really
their
well
opening
too.
game. But man, FlyQuest, they look in sync.
Han should take notes.
Really well. We're going to hear from Law really quickly. She's with the players, I believe. Law, take it away.
Every time I think of Hans now, I just think of his
about
Ezreal
to
being
just
like
join
one
Mithy
person
right
under
now. He's
tower,
gonna be with me in just
and
8
his
minutes.
support is
Mithy,
just
quick reactions on the
looking
game.
We won. We're very excited. Yeah.
Okay,
How do you keep this going though? Because winning one game is one
pretty
thing, but how
please,
do you make
can
sure
you
that
take
it was
over the
just not a
stream
one-time
for
thing?
15
Yeah, no, I mean,
minutes?
the day just started,
I'm
we
assuming I'll
just
be
told
back
you
at the
to
start of
stay
game
locked
2.
in.
All right, thank you so much.
So
Mithy.
like,
Best
am I
of
getting a
luck for
cut
the
of
rest
the
of
ads
series.
here?
Take a
Like,
I would
you know, this
treat
I
you
I
to
was
fish and chops. I'll treat you to
fish and chops.
Fish and chops.
Fish and chops.
Fish and chops.
Emily and
deal.
Azale here.
Alright,
We're just
go.
going to
Chat,
kick
I'm gonna
over
go
because
AFK
no
for
fairness for us.
15
Wow,
minutes.
Azale,
I'll
go to
be
you
back.
first. We
I'm
talked
just gonna
so
go
much about
downstairs
this
and
guy
film
right
a
here, about both
content
of them
video,
actually, but
and
Masu in particular.
that's
And boy,
literally
did he
it.
has
I'll be
hold of
back.
his end
Wow,
of the
shoot,
bargain.
hi,
I mean,
Shuking.
what
They
a
should help, hi,
game from
Shuking.
Masu to kick things
I'll
off
be
here
back.
in Canada. His spacing, I think, was perfect on the Senna. Was really
Okay,
playing
everybody.
aggressive. You know, we saw how quickly he was actually stacking
my
the
stream
souls
now.
as well. Really was a difference
Actually, I don't
maker
know
in this
if
game.
I don't know if
He had
I'm
the
looking at the
confidence to
stream.
go forward
Shit,
and
okay,
Take
still
over
there.
my
She's
camera.
still listening.
as a threat to
Oh, there
spend
it is.
spells on him and then step back, avoid them. Really rode that line
Bro
so
cannot
incredibly
operate
well.
OBS.
That's why he's the
Here
GOAT.
goes. I
Tisk,
also love
tisk,
that
tisk.
we were all watching this game and then we kind of see the early game down, the very, very early game, right? Bwipo gives up that death and there's the link swap and Bwipo is all of a sudden in the bot lane. They recovered phenomenally
So, chat,
thanks to their jungler as well.
how are we
I think
feeling
the
about
big
this
thing
game?
with
Huh?
Inspired in
How are we
particular,
feeling about
and then
this
also
game?
With the way that they approach this is FlyQuest have always been really good at reacting
NA
on the
1-0
map
up.
and making cross-map plays when something goes wrong for them
Exactly.
elsewhere, right? And you saw that
I don't think AL are
consistently through
frauds.
this
I think
early game.
it's just
When
a shaky
something
game. Like, you have to
happens,
remember,
they
there's a
would
couple of,
immediately
you know,
find
international
another base
debuts here.
cross-map. This is just one example. Here, after Inspired gets kind of caught out in the jungle, they were able to recover from this as well. And that, to me, is this team's biggest strength.
Exactly. You know,
I mean,
the
have the
2v2
best
goes down
players where
early,
you have
swap
good
top,
broadcast
they get
talent,
dragon,
that's for
sure,
sure.
We're gonna dive. We're gonna make a play happen.
I love the NA
Inspired goes for
casters, man.
Nimid. He dies, but Tarzan spent his flash, so now they're gonna
Has
punish
anyone
him
told
because
you you
he has
sound
no
like Noam
flash in
Watley?
the
Bro, if I
ring.
could
And
ban you,
with
I
this
would. That is
tenacity
actually just
from
such a
FlyQuest
fucking criminal thing to
always
say.
make the mess of these situations.
Like, oh, we're
Then
both
TP
British.
towards top. You know, Inspired is
That
able
guy
to
is
find
from,
Shank,
like,
and watch how
posh
Quad places his
land,
ball.
England,
The
bro.
shockwave flank Shanks back to the wall in range
I do
of
not
Inspired
sound
to
like
make it
Noam
jump over
Watley.
and finish off the kill. The teamwork was on point. The shot calling was on point. The draft was on point. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Terrible, terrible
Beautiful. I mean,
take.
I love watching that also. Like,
Terrible,
I
terrible
want
take.
you guys to win as
Thank
well.
you, thank you.
Just to see that they punch back every single time because that
Like,
is
maybe if I
exactly
speak
what you need on the
real,
international
like,
stage.
Yeah. I do wanna give a
King's
shout out to
King's
this man
English.
Here, right? Quad, who I've
I
been
might have
holding
at
up.
most the same
Orianna,
accent
they
that Watley
reckon,
has, but it's
AL
not even
recognized,
close,
oh,
I
they
don't
want to
think.
take the Cassio away from him, right? Because he's a really well-known Cassio player. But Orianna is actually his most played. He is super, super comfortable on this
Yeah,
champion.
could be,
This
you know,
actually
cheeky
takes
little
him
warm-up
into
game.
having a winning record
But
for
I
previous
do also
seasons.
predict that, like,
But you
AL are
can
gonna do
tell through
the funny,
plays
silly
like
thing
that
where
just
they
how confident he is playing with this, and
where
how
they kind of
confident
let
all
Quad
were
get
with
Cassio.
the champions they chose, and
But
with winning this team
if they're willing to let Quad get
I will
Cassio,
say
I also
something
think
for
that,
the side
like,
of anyone's legend, you know, the infamous delivery might work here.
they will draft
Kyle,
something
no,
smart into it.
Like the amount of times that he found themselves in a position, like they were playing very forward, and I think the word was here. Okay, are they not really respecting the counter punch that they can receive? I felt that a little bit.
No, I agree. I mean, they were posturing very aggressively a lot of times. And
Yes, actually, I am John Oliver.
FlyQuest to have the confidence, just throw it at them. A lot of times in a best of 5,
I can't
game
remember how
number
that guy
1
sounds.
is
He's not been in
really
England
kinda
for so
slow.
long.
Teams are feeling each other out, and maybe AL thought they were going to get a slower pace game number 1. But when FlyQuest drafts for Engage, it did
Does he
well
still
better
do one of
than
those
they're gonna
talk
use
shows
it.
in
And
the
we saw, I
States?
think,
I can't remember
20
what one it
team
is. It's
fights
like
in
a
our
A
HyperX
Tonight Show
replay
show.
every single time. Yeah, they just shut the
Yeah, he
door
does sound
on
perpetually a
anyone's
little bit
legend, and that
peeved,
must be
doesn't he?
motivating. We saw them tilting also a little bit, Azale.
Even
Yeah,
in
I
Britain,
mean,
they have
this was
accents.
one of those
Brother,
times where
you can
Tarzan
travel an
got numbered.
hour and you
AL
will have a
does
different
collapse very
accent.
quickly,
Like,
but FlyQuest is together as a squad,
it is.
creating space.
It's really
drawing
insane, by
out
the way. I
these
think
cooldowns. They
people
get the
kind of
equalizer out early and then Inspired
just
finds an
dub the
opportunity
British
to
accent, the British accent.
the
But
big thing for
there's
me is the
like, bro,
way
there's accents
Inspired
inside of
found
London,
these re-engages,
man.
the
Like,
way that
There are people that have accents in east, like a different accent from east to west, like even arguably south as well.
And that was the huge difference maker in so many of these. As
yeah, like genuinely, you don't have to travel far to end up in a place where people genuinely speak and sound differently.
Here he is, the Canadian hero, 8-1 and 17, almost a 90% kill participation.
He was like, I'm going to be involved in these skirmishes.
Brother was cooking more than minions.
What? Crazy. So I don't
Last week
wanna
Tonight
be a
Show is
game one
fantastic
Andy, but I
though,
kinda
well
do,
worth
right? And
watching
I'll tell you why.
the free YouTube
Because
content.
yesterday we had a completely
If you
different
can stand
situation.
hearing
I
about
feel like
American
we had a
political shit
situation
75% of the
which
time.
Genji didn't even look competitive in that first
Yeah,
game.
no. As my partner is
saw
American,
AL
I
fighting,
I
trying
do
to get
dabble,
these
but it
skirmishes,
is
you know,
obviously a
skirmishes
little bit
they
of a
would
shit
have
show,
won
and I
by
don't want to talk about
PL,
politics on
not
not my
against
stream,
FlyQuest,
so we're
though.
gonna end that
And I think
conversation
this was
there.
even Flandre's undefeated Rumble this year. He was 7-0, first team to actually knock him down. You can see the damage from Masu. Played incredible.
I think in the same way
Completely
Brits
undeterred
can't
by
really tell the
getting
difference
level
between
1.
American
It's a great
accents.
start for
Americans
FlyQuest.
just can't tell. No, we can tell the difference between American accents. I think that's cap. That's big time cap. We consume so much American media. We have a general understanding of where like accents come from. Like geographically. Like if someone rocks up with a southern accent, like someone will point to the map, you know, they'll point to Texas, they'll point to Louisiana, they'll point to these places, you know. If someone has like a surfer accent, they'll probably say they're from the West. If they have like a, you know, I'm walking here type accent, like they'll point to New York or Philadelphia. Like, I think people in England have a pretty good understanding of American accents. I think it's also a lot easier because I think there's so many English accents. I think the subtleties are very often lost on Americans.
The future of money is here. Feels good.
Yeah, I think being cultured is very lovely. I called this one being an upset yesterday. Well, I don't think it's going to be an upset, but I think it will certainly be a fun series that AL will now probably continue to win for the rest of the night. I'm very happy to be proven wrong. What the fuck is a kilometer? A kilometer is about 40% of a mile, roughly. What the fuck is a Fahrenheit? Well, now that I can't tell you. I haven't got a monkeys, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, no problem, Shift. Cheers for the luck. Enjoy your luck and whatever else you are doing. I think game 2 is going to be weird. Do you remember 2018 Snake Esports with SOFM? I remember SOFM. I can tell you that for free. That absolute psychopath, man. I loved him so much. One of the stars of Andor is Irish Australian, but she did a standard Southern British English. You just say Southern English, you have to say British English. Or like Southern Britain, Southern British accent. But like, no, you would say England, you wouldn't say British. Because like Britain is the entire island, right? So that includes Scotland and Wales. But the Scottish and Welsh accents are their own beasts as well. Enhanced, thank you so much for the tier 1 to Kitty. She's probably going to come back and say thank you anyway, but I'm saying thank you. Thank you for supporting a lovely, lovely content creator. Shit, wait, guys, there's no moan on this one, is there? Or is there? No, it's not there. Ah! There you go. Can't believe they got rid of the moan on the international broadcast, man. So terrible. So terrible. From the UK and keep trying to come in to say hi. Well, unfortunately, you're currently missing Kitty, but I am here, and whilst I'm not Australian or Chinese or 5'1", I do dabble in League of Legends myself from time to time. Only a little bit, of course. But thank you for dropping by and thank you for showing the generosity. Much appreciated. Shout out to Sheffield, the best accent? Hell no, Sheffield ain't the best accent. Get the fuck out of here. Sheffield is not the best accent. You also don't have alopecia? Oh, I wouldn't speak so soon. My father balded by 35. Like, I might have this lovely, luxurious afro on my head right now, but give it like 7 or 8 more years, guys. It might be over for me. On the bright side, I have been blessed with really good beard genetics. So even if, like, the second I see balding, if it's actually real, I'm just shaving my head. I'm just living with it. I'm just shaving my head and keeping my beard. It's just the W bar thing. I think a lot of people know, NA people know Cockney, Posh / Queens, and maybe used to be RP. Yeah, that sounds about right, to be honest. Like, Cockney and then Posh. But, like, their idea of Cockney is what I would consider roadman. I don't even think, like, I know that saying it like that sounds crazy. But, like, what I consider, like, ghetto London English is what they think Cockney is. IMO. Oh my god, what did Kitty's screen just do? What the hell did Kitty's screen just do? Why did it shift down?
Hmm?
Oh no. Okay, it shifted up. Wait, are you back?
Do you think Wait. Do you think like a poltergeist took over the stream or something? That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That is
Bro,
terrifying.
I was getting worried, okay?
Okay.
I was getting worried. Oh, Sunny, thank you for the plug. What the hell?
Yes, everyone go support
Somebody
Jamada's
bad.
content. He makes very educational content around champions and runes. So if you guys are a noob like me, make sure to go like his YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah. I dropped a new one today, did you see?
The one about Mundo. Why is it fraud?
Yeah.
I should have.
There was-
I
there was a
don't
little
play
bit of-
Mundo. That shit sucks. He's ugly.
I think people are gassing up Mundo because Aloys is like an incredible player.
Who? Sorry?
And Aloys. Aloys.
Why does that sound so familiar? But I don't know.
He's a challenger player in EU West. He was also a pro for a little while. And he does now like educational-ish content. Like basically like when he plays, he's like our Whippo, right? Like he explains all the thought processes, all that stuff. And he went on a bit of a Mundo spree. I'm not sure what prompted it because I'm not like deep in the lore,
Thank you
you
for
know?
the gifted tier 1 enhanced. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the...
No, you're all good. You're all good.
Yeah, and then started playing a bunch of Mundo.
And then he went to Chal on it, and he went really, really high. And it's like he's the only guy playing Mundo. And he just like figured out all this like really cool tech where it's like, for example, you go biscuits, double health scaling runes, triple giant spell into Warmogs, and your Warmogs starts to proc by like level 10. As an example.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
For the second game of this series between FlyQuest
And he just makes the champ look way more broken than it actually is. Because he actually gets out.
Maybe he's really good,
Then his phase is
guys.
not completely fisted.
What
which is a very big
if
deal.
he's just really
Yeah.
good?
I was not expecting that. I need to catch up here because
But yeah,
Alright.
really funnily, they're about to start draft that day.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, his pick rate tripled in like 3 patches, and it's almost on EUS, and it's almost entirely because of Aloys. Which is fucking
Wait,
insane.
he's an influencer.
But really
Yeah. He's an influencer.
Miss Fortune, best AD carry. Oh, she's definitely topping the charts in one category. Anyway, are we done filming? Must have nailed it. Literally just Princess
Yeah,
twirling.
did he one-shot that or like, what the hell was
It
that?
was literally Princess twirling.
Oh.
And it was downstairs, so it was really quick.
On the Shinshao as well. Azir banned away alongside the Cassio.
Oh,
Same ban
Cassio's
so far
promo
from
ban.
AL.
Okay.
FlyQuest will go with a Twisted Fate.
What are
Yeah,
AL
seems
cooking
like
for
it.
game 2? Let's see. It looks looked
the
pretty
bench as well.
hopeless. Ha, get it?
And
For game 1.
I want to see what they go with for
Uh-huh.
Flutter this time
Oh,
around.
oh, oh.
I'm kind of expecting.
I'm a fly
more of
girl
like a
today.
frontline tank,
Whippo,
like a
the
Sion or
hottest
Ornn or
man
something like
alive.
that, 'cause
Okay.
Whippo does have
Do you
counter pick on
support
red side
teams
again.
for players'
And I'm
appearance
assuming
or
that AL
players'
might wanna go
appearance?
for
Because
more,
honestly,
like,
girly,
normal 5-on-5
slay.
team
You
fighting
keep
this
doing
time
what you're
around,
doing.
but we shall see. As of course, still have a lot to whittle down on here. The Varus
Okay.
remains banned from the bottom
Poppy
lane,
is, I
such
think,
high
what
priority on that
AL are
one, so
maybe prioing,
What's
unless they
big
want
of
to ban it.
surprises
Quart's hair is
yet.
literally poking his eyes.
Remember, Nexus is
Oh,
going to
that's
be
a good
taken
drawing.
off
Okay.
of the cards here as well by AL. So denying Whippo his most played.
Cassio is
this
definitely
spring,
good, but
although
definitely not his
he has
best
played
champion.
a
I feel like there's
retinue
a
of
world
different
where
champions, and
someone's
even
gonna
final
play
battle by
Rise,
getting
and
rid
then
of
Quad's
some
like,
of
nah,
that
lock me
playmaking
in
potential
Cassio
for
right
Shanks
now.
in the mid lane.
What are you
Where
waiting
looking first,
for?
but
I
Vi's got her
think
way
everyone
through.
is
She was
expecting
banned out
AL
in
to
game
win.
one. Rise
Oh, there's the
instead
Rise pick.
will be locked in for Shanks.
That's kind of what we were talking about last time around with that Cassio.
I think everyone's
ban.
expecting
They do
AL,
go into it
but
here. Definitely a very big pick for
definitely
Shanks.
a lot of
And
people
that
also
could be
predicted
a
that
lot more
FlyQuest would
looks
win
at split
some
pushing for the
games
team,
today.
even with just one pick showing. But
You
see
guys
what
don't
FlyQuest
root for
here
the hottest
are
players.
going to
We root for
respond
the
with. They
teams
could
with the
go
hottest
with some of the,
mechanics
like, burst,
and macro and
champions here.
drafting.
You know, Aurora did get buffed with some
As
extra magic
analysts
resist,
of the
but,
game,
much more
sometimes-
here, opting into the
sometimes
control mages
Drafts are very
with
arousal,
the extra range here for Victor.
but
Love the hope
we haven't
fan
seen that in
side
a while.
sometimes. You see all in red pen, let's go anyone's legend 3-0, and then in blue pen 3-1. Just like, that would just adjust.
Victor,
Right.
I've been a
Debate.
super
keep up
big
with
fan
the
of
times.
Victor.
It's true, it's true. Victor and Vi. Arcane
Yeah, I'm
being
not the
locked
biggest
in
fan
here
either.
for
I mean,
FlyQuest.
Yeah,
Into-
Vi here should just
usually you see
mean
the more common pairing, like
easy
I was talking
Bobby
about with the
now.
burstier champions that are available, but still very
well.
good here as far as an initiator, and Quad is always so good.
Or,
on
I mean, they
those
could-
control mages. So
Yeah, okay.
what's going to be the response here? Very popular pick for
Have to
Tarzan.
take
I
Poppy.
really like Rise Wukong as well. The ability to deliver him onto the backline with the Realm Warp
This
can
game
just
I
be so
bet on
good.
AL.
I
Ooh,
am wondering
Trundle's
if we'll see a top
interesting.
laner
Yo, I think
picked
mid lane's
for
gonna
AL,
get
or whether
ganked.
they'll just go towards AD carry.
Monka
and
S.
ban
Mid
out
lane
some top
is
laners later on.
definitely
It is
ganked.
Trundle
Mid
instead of
lane's
the
kind of
Wukong.
cooked. They need
And
something
the
that
Trundle,
can.
you're kind of expecting
Maybe a
FlyQuest
support hover or
to
something,
pick
I don't
some
know.
more beefy front line here too in the future, since they do have the Victor.
Sejuani
Assuming they're
Jax?
going to want to keep him
People
safe
have
for the
seriously dropped
5-on-5,
Sejuani
so
Pro.
the early Trundle pick as well. Trundle also
It's
is
really low. I
so
mean, it's 'cause
good
Trundle's
at
in
going
mouse, so-
for 1v1 invades
Like,
early.
now that people
And
actually
so
have
if you
practiced
do
and
have
played it,
weak
it's
lanes,
like,
if you
well,
do
we
have
can't really
pushing
blind
lanes, they can
Trundle
definitely
and
go.
oh, okay, AL are
And
just
it's
playing
super
a wide
common
map
here
state.
for AL. They bring back Flandre York,
I mean,
even though it
Whippo
was nerfed
surely
in
is
the
locking
past.
Jax on 3 here.
It's armor nerf as well, which is a huge
Doesn't he play
nerf.
something else
Surely.
that's super
Definitely
weird
gonna be
into
split
Yorick?
pushing
I forgot.
This is going to be AL
Cho
pulling
is
them
the other.
across the map, or at least trying to do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chose the other one that he
What will
plays.
Whippo answer with?
Cute
Things
guys
that are
lock
good
in
into
Ezreal.
Yorick,
Wait,
Irelia,
true.
Really strong into the Yorick because you just kill the ghouls on
Ooh.
command. Choke Apple also works pretty
Mordekaiser.
well into him. Mordekaiser
Wow.
is going to be
Mordekaiser
the first
double
time we've seen it
AP.
here at
Ooh.
MSI 2025.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Alright, Whippo
Wait,
yeah,
was
a
it
couple of the ones you're
LTA
going
where one of the
over
pro
are,
players were like, wait,
popular.
QSS
Whippo
doesn't
himself,
remove Mortal
you know,
anymore?
actually using a couple of those.
Was
Bro,
that
if I
my
see anybody
region?
on AL buy
My
a QSS, I swear
region.
to God. Yo, if anyone on AL buys a QSS, by the way, we actually just have to send them to the brig. It's the only way.
Or answering some side lanes later, because your ultimate is very good. You can buy a lot
cannot
of
see this
time,
happen.
and oftentimes you can, you know, at least
It was
go one for
Shopify's
one,
80 carry.
try and
It's
ult somebody
honestly,
if
you
they-
guys
if
are
they're
gonna
trying
be
to get to you.
surprised that
the rest of your team's collapse because you're
a
buying so
big
much time
portion
in
of the
that 1v1.
players aren't actually
Will be
very.
Kaiser removed by
They don't know a
FlyQuest.
lot
See
of
a little bit
details
of
about the
dive
game.
bomb
They're
coming
just
from
really
AL if
good,
they
like
want it.
mechanically,
Also,
you know.
Hope on Kaiser, pretty good.
They don't know like
The
numbers.
champion,
They're like,
unsurprisingly.
it's like that
Ezreal
classic
removed once again
line where it's
from
like,
Masu, so it does
Trophy's
look
like,
we're gonna
how
have
do you see
AD
us better? I don't know,
carry
just hit them.
focused bans, as we did in game 1.
You
Okay,
tell
yeah,
me.
things like the Corki's
谁打
still
谁拿女枪
available, the
？FlyQuest
Jin's still
吗？
available.
I think the best way
Pretty
to
common options down
learn how to
there.
CS better is like pick a champ like Twisted Fate or
Lucian's
Kennen
still up
big of a
for
priority.
Masu if he wants it.
or even Lux or
Yeah,
Vlad.
also
Those like
Kalista has made
4
no
good
big sure
options.
if you
Is
do
that the
want,
same
just
girl
sit in
from
practice
yesterday?
school.
Would be quite
Dude, there's a
nice.
lot of kids at the
Ah,
arena.
competition trying to
Cannot
dive
remember.
There was an Ari cosplayer. Hans not knowing how to build LDR.
Kind of assuming FlyQuest might want to try and like start stacking dragons, so maybe they
Don't say the L word.
dragon stacking area. But
LDR scary.
is definitely a very good.
Well, yeah, all of those
command when
champions
you're
have
facing that much,
really
split
mediocre
push and that
/
much
low AD
possibility
water
there
attacks.
of being
So
pulled
learning how
across,
to just
so
last it with them.
good to know.
If you can last it with them, you can last it with anyone. And then like the spell fact, like
This is
spells
how you
come
make
into
your
effect.
life miserable. Try last hitting with Azul. Leona.
We mentioned it in that second phase of bans, and
Oh,
it
the
does work really
misery.
well with this comp.
Yeah, you
Callisto
go into
Lover.
that dragon stacking.
Into
so you
Trundle
can
Hope's a
then?
Draven guy.
force some
I think that's
5-on-5s
crazy
and
into
force,
Trundle.
Into
Hope is a
Trundle?
Draven guy.
you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Have been informed
Ah,
as
but
the,
it's into
first
Vi. I
Celeste
think it's a bit
Mordekaiser
hard.
on stage
Corki,
internationally
yeah.
since Worlds 2022, where it was Impact.
Yeah, you'll really
who
like
brought it
Corki
out.
AD.
Who was playing
Oh,
on Evil Genius
Corki?
at the time.
Corki more damage?
This is not
Corki more
Jin Game.
damage?
This is
NA
not
just
Jin Game.
love
This is
to bring
not
out
Jin
the,
Game. Just lock in the Corki, bro.
Mordekaiser.
Put it in the bag.
Corki what? Corki Leona,
LTA South
Corki
rather than LTA North,
Alistar. There's
but,
Alistar, right?
AL now looking towards the
Alistar
Corki
is
here for Hope.
probably.
And he's brought out
the-
What's who
Oh,
they
but
play?
then you get Renata.
Renata.
Alright,
Renata,
what
Nico,
here? Some sort of
Nick-
playmaking support, some sort of
Corki,
frontline here.
Corki,
You've got
Nico,
Alistair, you've got Leona. Play
Nico,
Nautilus if you wanted. You go for
Nico.
Nico if you're just
Do you
trying
know
to
what
get
would be
on
hella
towards the
based,
back
actually?
line, But if you
What?
want a little bit more tankiness,
Ash
I think
support.
Alistair really wins well.
No, because then you
Oh.
just get annoyed on. But like, I think
As
Nico
well
is
if
probably
you really
best.
want to go towards
Nico.
it, but does look like it's
Yeah.
going to be the Nico here for Kaya.
Alright.
Okay, yep, the nerf to Nico, not
Ah!
quite as powerful.
Oh,
in
he's
lane,
hovering
but
Vayne!
still good.
Oh my god, he's so
It's 0
cute!
and 5 at this MSI as well, according to
Anyway.
the stats that came up on
Sorry,
the screen.
I geeked out for a
Final
second.
pick for FlyQuest, Callisto Renata.
It's okay.
It's so strong, it stops the engage potential with that hostile takeover. There it is, locked in for Busia.
Ratata. Okay, chat, we're gonna run ads. If you like to
pairing
vote
here
ads,
for
make
the
sure to
bottom
stay tuned
lane.
on Twitch Prime to
See if
vote
they
ads for the month,
can
even though that's okay.
get
We'll
any
be back
sort
for game
of
number 2
dragon
between
and
AL and
focus going
FlyQuest,
for
with
their team
FlyQuest
because they do have a lot of
taking
momentum
game number
coming
1
off
in a
of
best
game
of
number
5
one.
series.
They look calm though.
还有
They
没
don't
有
look
中
too
文弹幕
overhyped.
啊？我刚才去拍视频了。
So that is
Unlike us.
Yeah.
who
Of
are
course you like
pretty-
people hovering
pretty
champions
excited
for their
about the result
girlfriend.
of the first game. If
Hell
only because
yeah,
it spells
Basil's my
what
girlfriend
hopefully is
too.
a
Fucking
close
slay, dude.
5
Fucking
game
slay.
series. This time though, both compositions seem to do things. Want to do things a little bit differently. Last game, both of them wanted to get into
alright.
those fights. We saw full.
Whose
5v5s
comp
all
are we
the time.
vibing with
Here,
more?
FlyQuest
FlyQuest's
looks at that
comp
dragon stack and you were
is
talking
a bit
about,
more
whereas
like
AL,
traditional front to
their
back.
side lane pressure later on
AL's
in the game
comp
with
is
Yorick with the rise
ooh,
is going to be
their comp
devastating.
is quite creative,
So
isn't it?
first thing that I'm going to look at when we
外国阵容
do
挺
get
扎
into
实的，
this
我
game
觉
on
得
Rift is
AL
gonna
这个
be,
阵容
are
选
they
的有
gonna
点
move for Tarzan
不太
to have
好
either a
去
delayed
打，有
invade
点不容易打。
or, you know, try and get some sort
Meanwhile,
of
don't say anything about
1v1, you
Booker
know,
hovering
you wanna
Kai'Sa.
use some
Wait, I didn't even see
pushing
him hover
lanes
Kai'Sa.
to
Oops.
try and go find the vibe.
He hovers
You
Kai'Sa
definitely
every
can have
game,
a
bro.
really
That shit
good
is
early
muscle memory.
advantage over that champion.
What if Kai'Sa's
He has
banned?
done that previously.
No.
Oh,
No.
he probably has a. I'm sure he's got a backup. He's been doing it for years.
Everyone loves the panda for anyone's legend. It feels like a great mascot to have. I'm sad when
Fun
teams don't
fact?
have those really
Well,
good
not really a
mascots.
fun
What's
fact, a bit of a
FlyQuest
sad
mascot? Do they
fact.
have one?
AL was
A leaf,
genuinely
a
like
leaf. The nature
bottom
team,
3
bro.
LPL team for the last 2-3
the
years,
trees,
and
save
they got
the
a
bees, save
decent
the seas.
roster,
Yeah, they could bring that
buying
back.
They've
people
actually
like
had
Tarzan and
so
Hope
many,
and
of
Flandre,
those
and they also got
environmental,
Tabe this year, so that's why they did so well.
campaigns for
They
the team. And have
broke
done
out
a
of
lot of good,
Elo
ran a
hell.
lot of
Like they
trains,
were bottom
saved a lot
LPL
of
team.
bees.
Not LPL.
Now looking to take down the first seed from the LPL as we get on into the map.
A fly
As you
girl.
said, looking for that
You're a
Tarzan
fly?
late invade possibility at the moment. Both the
Bzzz.
entrances have been warded off by FlyQuest. Doesn't mean they've invested those water trinkets early on, but will spot Tarzan if he decides to step forward.
Also, the side lane.
I
rush
feel like
forward
Callisto
is always
Renata's gonna get
important there.
fucked in bot lane. Let's not
for
watch.
that
They're gonna win
matchup.
swap.
Here it begins, the early information. Now, a lot of times too, that can be looking at second Raptor spawn. So you can get your second timer there, and sometimes it is like ill-advised.
How does
to
Vi
start your
ever get
Raptors
Q off
because
if
a
if Trundle
4-minute,
just marks her?
Invade from enemy jungle.
I hate
could be
Callisto
super
so much.
She
dangerous,
doesn't.
So Inspire just goes
Yeah,
down.
I think Trundle is
Starting
just a
blue
really
bot
good
side.
champion into most of Fly's.
Looks like both junglers will be pathing to opposite
Comp.
sides of the map.
Yeah.
This time as Tarzan is
He's
also
really OP.
starting
He can
on
also. He can also
Last
survive
time North America
getting
beat
Mordard.
the LPL in
As
even
long
a
as he's
single
on, like,
game with
decent
the
economy.
Oh,
2023
did you see that there was a
MSI?
bug? So my friend,
Border Guardians
he's been
took
playing a
the
bunch
game
of
off
E solo
BLG,
queue,
losing the
and
series
he
in
got
the end,
Mord
obviously we
ulted.
talked about the fact
I
that,
think it's either
team that could
Ally
be the only
Ivern
North
or
American
enemy
team to
Ivern
ever
was
take
planting
a
bushes down, and the
best
bushes
of
was
5
appearing
off
in the
the
Mordekaiser ult, so you could
LPL.
hide in them. Very
After
weird
this
Oh.
interaction.
two on such a different style
Tree
champion.
fact.
Oh, that's strange.
He was very good on the Senna.
How's Inspire
Really
still
good
Hashtag save the
23? You
trees.
mean
for
Oni
him in the
Pixel.
previous game. Very good positioning. This time around, though, on Kalista. Still having to respect that power of the Nico.
I just realized what you said. Whippo.
Thunder gets the level 2, the ghouls are not enough, and once again,
Whippo's camera. He just sort of full molding.
Strikes again.
Guys.
I will
He just
remind
missed his
you
E
that,
and he
did start
fucking
out
griefed
last
it.
game with a level 1
The team-
death.
This is a great sign for FlyQuest.
He
I
both
completely
missed.
agree with you. We're posting
Even if he
at
hit-
level
even
one.
if he hit
Didn't
both.
burn his
Let me
flash
double check
this
that.
time as well.
Yeah, apparently he
Total
missed everything.
summoner.
But,
Oh, yeah,
Damn.
he did miss both.
It really is kind of scary though if it turns into.
Is that the,
I mean,
like,
to be honest,
five
Flandre
skill
sidestepped the
skin?
Q.
That has been something that they have been able to have.
The E just like
Yeah,
blatantly
The
missed, but the
reason
Q
Bubba goes
dodge
for
was
this is he's
nice.
got 3 ghouls ready to
I
be
mean,
Yeah,
so
like he actually
Flyquest
stepped behind him, which is
goes
fucking
but he's not
crazy.
level 2, so
Oh,
Bubba's
yo, this
got
guy
that
is a
advantage.
Mordekaiser
Thinks
player.
he
You
can
know
trade
this
in.
guy a
Flandre
Mordekaiser
steps
player.
forward, last rights a minion, gets that level 2, and
Bubba's
then
camera.
Bubba is pretty done for.
Yeah, no, he knows he fucked up. I mean, like, bro, he's level 2 first. He has Conqueror. Like, that should be a Flandre is about to put the fries in the bag for you kind of moment.
When
But
Yorick starts
Fries
getting
in the
ahead in
bag.
the
Oh my god, do
individual
not
1v1,
look mid
Shank's getting
lane.
push here
This
on
guy
mid
is DJing
onto
on
quad as
quad.
well, who will struggle with his way for a
Counter
little
pick
bit
into
before
Nah, he's
level
already
2
based.
solo
Shank's already based.
under his
This
belt.
matchup is quite impossible for
Exactly
Yorick.
what AL were looking
Depends
for,
if
though, so
Tarzan
they can
decides
get their,
if that's gonna
you know,
happen or not.
strong solo laners off into the mid.
I mean,
Until he hits level
to
6.
be fair, if
Exactly the
Flandre
game
gets
plan there they want
to a
execute,
point where he's
try
always
and
on an
open up
item break
those
point,
lanes, pull them apart, but
ahead of
will
Whippo
be able to
by
get
like a few
double
minutes,
crabs, 'cause his bottom lane is pushing, goes
it's
up
pretty
to grabs
playable.
that one as well. His top laner
It's not,
dies,
obviously it's not fun,
for
and if you
Inspired, so
don't know
Inspired
the
too bad.
idea, it's like,
Maidenless.
Yorick, so the maiden is not
He
present,
is
right?
maidenless.
Now
He's
can pass bot
bitchless.
because, as you say, Busi and Masu are pushed in.
I can't remember. There's also like other weird things.
Does this little
I wonder
dogs
if
get spawned into the world?
He can spawn them.
While in the ult, but
Actually,
like,
no. Yeah, they'll probably get left in the realm.
like if you have pre-existing dogs, they probably disappear.
Man,
He can spawn them in the
Yeah.
world, yeah,
Yes,
but like I'm
as
assuming the
well this
pre-existing
time
ones already
around.
just wither.
No, I think they just sit there and hit waves or whatever.
Ooh, very aggressive from Kale.
Heals. And we'll just
KL. Oh, I'm so not used to saying him KL. I've been calling him Kale for like 10 years.
So bounce back game for them.
They don't disappear, they just sit in the
Should this be
lane.
another reverse
Oh
clear
shit.
here?
It's like
Yeah,
when your
yeah.
parents
Inspired.
leave you at the grocery
Going
line
back up top.
and they're like, hold up, I need to go get one more thing, and then it's your turn to
Bro,
talk to the
Ball
register
down
and pay.
towards the
I
mid
swear
lane,
to
just
God,
looking for
when I
their
was in
farm.
Texas,
And
Yeah.
as
Maddie
you
did
said,
that to me.
Whippo
My
did
fiance did that to me,
up
and
there.
I
Your
genuinely
Mrs.
felt like a little
Left
fucking
Flanker.
kid. I felt like a fucking kid, bro. Like, she left me in the fucking shopping line. She says, "Oh, I'll be right back. I just forgot to do that."
Nah, she forgot about
forgot to
you,
pick something
bro.
up.
Nah, she ain't coming back. No,
Not surprised at all if Inspired
I was like,
is just
"Oh
doing a full
my
double clear,
god."
looking
Oh,
for those
Elan.
Oh wow,
trades.
Master
Then
Cleanse.
Wait,
Lanes to get away from
the
the
Nico
handshake.
is
Busi
honestly
down to
landing some
200 HP,
pretty.
Guardian coming back
I was
up.
just gonna say he was
Kyle
landing
getting
some pretty
chased down now.
nasty
Will have to
E's.
burn the flash as the
Me
Ren.
bombo.
Masu flashes
Q.
to the Ren and Kyle
Q.
answers with the flash
Q.
of his own.
He hasn't got mana, I don't think.
200
Oh,
HP.
the
Masu
barrier.
needs another couple of
Oh, he has no
autos,
mana? Oh, I
but
didn't
can't
see.
get in range
So
for
what did I do?
Tried.
Thankfully, I didn't have to do anything. She came back in time, but like,
No way.
I legit felt, I legit felt like a fucking 10-year-old.
Yeah, that's a universal like experience. I'm gonna have kids and like specifically plot like that scenario for them to be traumatized, and they can the stories can continue, you know.
Getting their CS leads in both bottom.
What would you have
and
done
mid
if
with
she
the
didn't come back in
matchups.
time?
Watching
Well,
out
definitely
for
not pay for the
Inspired,
groceries
and
because the
there's gonna be
groceries
no
were
other
for her house, not
variable
mine.
in the game that is going to surprise you in your matchup.
Apparently,
Pings
Yor got
from
double
AL
scuttled
coming out on this
big.
dragon with Inspired helping
Honestly,
Quad push
do
out the
I-
wave as aggressively as he
Am I an
was.
AL fan
And with the
today? Do I
reset
want
coming
AL
from the
winning?
five
Like,
bot lane,
am I
it
feeling
kind
that
of
like
implies
LPL?
Yes.
Maybe we want to just
I was
Bro,
gonna say
what are you
LPL.
saying?
forced in and use
I
that
don't-
tempo
Okay.
advantage to,
I have been
Have you
such
ever-
a flip flopper.
I can't even believe what you're saying right now. That is insane. Do you know what I want to do to you right now? Have you ever seen the meme? It's like a 5 or 6 year old meme of like Joe Biden saying "You ain't black" and like stripping the melanin off the black lady and that.
What is bro saying
in the
right
cartoon.
now?
Have you never seen that? No
What-
way you've
which
never seen that.
cartoon?
It's
Is
so
it Family
funny.
Guy, bro? That
No,
is
no,
very
no. It's just like
I'm scared.
no, it's not as graphic as it sounds. Like it's done in a really
Maybe he's just
in
sending
a really
more
like
exaggerated.
cartoony way.
That should be
I did
full
say it in a much more
priority here
exaggerated
for
way.
AL, so Tarzan
But that's what I'm
goes
gonna do.
for
I'm gonna
the 1v1
strip
invade.
the
He's
Chinese
looking
from
to
you for
fully
saying
chase
that. What's wrong with you?
Inspired out. They've got the pushing
Oh
bottom
shit,
lane.
Support your
MD.
home team.
Aggressive
Oh,
Support
my
your
bad,
home
bro.
team.
I'm like, I've
Wants to
dabbled
get
in a bit of
his level
everything,
6
you
off
know. That's
bomb.
why.
Kyle chucking the shapes
when double NA?
When double NA. Because Basil.
When double
Basil's
NA?
on FlyQuest.
Anything away from it. Like if
Okay.
My girly.
a few patches ago, we could be one ward away from it, or last season.
FlyQuest
We'll
lose,
just say the Wolves will get that level 6.
Basil will be sad. And also, I don't got no girlies on AL. Tabe is the only girl in this tournament.
I actually think Tabe would like being called a girly Loki.
Have you heard
He
Tabe
just seems
sing
like
in
he has to-
Cantonese? He's so like elegant.
No.
Tabe 唱歌真的很好听。
Pushing in an extra
If she
wave
is
here.
sad, you can comfort
Andre
her.
gonna use the maiden to
Get her
help
more
collect it.
cheesecake.
And it's
Alright, pretty solid
also
start for
kind of crossing
AL.
over
Very
as the Grubs
small
do
lead, but like
spawn.
small and city,
So
you
it
know?
looks like they are going to start it out.
Volley nearly exploded,
Yeah, it's
but...
very,
Realm warps back
very
to lane,
minimal.
though.
Oh, can they get one?
Inspired has hit that level 6. Ripper always
Ah!
has the Death Realm. Smite comes out from
Stolen.
Inspired.
Well.
Secured the first
No,
grub.
they didn't get one.
And then Probably
Ooh, that
his way
Q would have
straight.
been nasty
Yeah,
if he timed it right.
I think Tarzan might have got that one.
He had to flash
Wait, by
it
the way,
out, cancel
what?
that Q.
He walked up,
What,
able to get it, and he
What
changed
time are
it
you
around,
on? I
so
just
they'll
realized. I
get
think
the
we're
full
pretty in
3
sync
back.
because we've been talking about the game like exactly the same
Oh,
time. But
27,
They get their
28.
might spawn. That is
Nine.
so big.
I'm like
Medic
half a
for
second ahead of you,
split
Ah,
man.
who cares? It's okay.
100%.
That smite play was
Spoiler
actually
for
huge
0.5
from
second.
Tarzan.
I'm gonna krill
Nice for
myself.
their Yorick and for their Rise later on. Huge. That's why FlyQuest really wanted to try and sneak one and go for
Yo,
that
mid lane does
play.
not look fun to play.
Disrespectful as well.
中
Just
单
to
有点
walk
不好
up to
玩。
him and smite it away under his very nose. Inspired.
Does Victor even do much to Rise later on? Doesn't he just walk at you menacingly because he can tank your full combo?
Getting that first kill. Obviously,
No, I mean if Victor's strong, like he will dish out a lot of damage back to you. But yeah, Rise can kind of face tank a lot of it. It also depends Victor build. Like he's going tier, so he's also gonna have shield.
Red hair Shanks. Shanks dyed his hair to black.
And of course
He's
that
no
maiden
longer
is
white
part
hair.
of the
Oh,
reason
Yeah,
you
he's
choose
no longer
Mordekaiser
red.
there. You want to
Ooh.
split up that duo.
Dude, Inspire
And
is
go
really
for
like
the
struggling
ult.
this game.
I mean,
Not
I
really
think he's
finding
really
the
stripped for
most.
options, right? Like
later
Yeah.
on into the game.
you're kind of in a game where you have to just sit there and
Added
basically
benefit
full
of
clear
the
top to
extra
bot,
money that was
or like
given
bot to
over
top.
early on.
You have
All
very
of the
limited
members
prio
of
to ever try for
AL with
objectives.
their, gold
It's a very hard
leads at
game.
the moment.
Very, very hard
And they've
game
all
to,
had
uh,
Hello,
that
my
contribute to their overall advantage
good
in the
friend.
game.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Surpassing 400 gold though, so like FlyQuest is still in an okay position to scale into this game. Obviously, the Victor scaling incredibly well. The Kalista, you do want a little bit more action. You want to be able to stack up those dragons early game, like we talked about in draft.
Actually, I played a game of
Early kills,
Mordekaiser the other
but
day,
at
very
level 6,
randomly.
you still have a
Yeah,
bit of
how was
time
it?
to
Champ is
really
Champ is
accelerate
fun
the
and actually really strong. I think
You
it should
play
probably
all
be
the
picked a little bit
super
more.
non-popular champions. Just
Looks like it is
letting
gonna
you
be the
know.
Oh,
Dragon Star
bro. I mean, it's because I played the game
Chinese,
so long, right?
It's called Longmen.
What?
It's called Cold
Long-
Door. Like,
Long,
Longmen.
Cold Door!
No one
Should
opens
be
that fucking door.
Easy enough secure
Long
here.
Longmen.
There's no way for Inspired to get across towards
Bro, I
the
love the
side of
Chinese
that quickly
nicknames
enough.
for like
Really the
everything.
neutral objective for AL as well as
But because
Like,
I'm
they're just
Northern
so
Chinese,
OP.
I sound like a
On.
pirate.
No real
Because Northern
opportunity
Chinese
for
accent,
FlyQuest
there's a
to
lot of
get anything
R's.
else
So
while
it's like
that's happening. Often you talk about
Longmer.
cross-map plays, you talk
That's
about
the
something on the
Northern
top side,
Chinese, but the
Andre
actual
already has
pronunciation
Sheen and
Longmen.
Phage and
R.
Aiden up
你怎么翻译呀？
to kill that Yorick,
这是
unless you can
很不受
really
欢迎
burst
的
him
东
down
西啊，very unpopular things.
Always standing back, giving
Mm.
respect as well.
But I also like it because I
All
think people
going
just
kind of according to plan there for AL
I think
with the Grubs.
love to ignore
Plus the
certain
extra dragon
champions,
here,
you know?
definitely gonna do a lot for them.
When they've got like a lot of
As the map
credence to
starts
them.
open up, but
So that's a big reason why I used to play a lot. Well, I still
continue
do.
to
Like
farm
I play a lot of
when you
Alawi,
stack up on the
right?
side
Like
of FlyQuest there. Of course,
people don't get that
Victor's
champ, which is
looking to,
why I think
collect,
people
stack up
get
himself,
really
continue
frustrated
to
when they play
farm.
versus it.
You guys are my
They just don't
favorite
get
pirates.
how to play versus that champ.
Going for himself before they bring together
Ooh,
their team.
Q to drag him further into Busio's face. Interesting.
W.
Interesting. 转型教中文吗？算了，我教的都是很抽象的话。来了。Lemur.
Bro, when you say that, you almost sound Viet, bro. It's so
Oh
stupid.
really? Ooh, flash.
I think so.
Can he trade?
Oh,
啊，我的妈呀！
he's trying. Oh, they got it. They got it. They
Yo,
got
yo,
it.
yo,
They got it.
Tarzan's gonna stomp these
Master's
guys.
dead as fuck.
Yo, he just got
Inspired?
You know Tong Tong Tong, so who that's literally what just happened, by the way. Oh wait, top lane? Oh, he flashed the Q. Oh, it's
Oh, Whippo's dead as hell. Whippo ulted Flandre at some point.
I think AL remembered that they were first seed of LPL this game. Just like how
Yeah.
no way the same thing's
Yeah.
gonna happen yesterday and today.
AL on both sides
Oh,
as
blue bomb.
simultaneously That is terrible news for
I feel like
FlyQuest.
Masu and Booster keep going for different targets.
It's
It's just you don't have enough damage when you're versing Corki Nico as Kalista Renata.
They don't get the, Busio
Wait,
Nico is
Flandre.
so much more damage.
Flandre! Oh, he's still got the second plate. One more clock. Yo, them little pandas are fucking the tower up!
Oh, he flashed Q
Engaging it,
forward,
thinking he can kill
and
Flandre
he,
up quickly
he
enough,
lost
but
it.
Wait, hold
already.
on.
well expires. That was close.
Am I tweaking?
Was
I
the
swear
thing
if you
sucking
ult-
him?
Yeah, if you ult Yurik in the middle. Oh, W flash by the way from Flandre, but like,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
sure.
ult, I swear if you ult Yurik, the whole point is you leave the maiden outside, and the maiden
the
just sits
maiden
there
was
and aura
sucking.
attacks.
Did you see?
The- yeah.
刚才尤雷克大招有没有一直在缩呀？
所以
缩 means suck. Like actual like cheek muscle in there, you know? They changed it. Oh.
What? I had no idea.
So also means like to become small, but that's not the
to
context.
save them in that situation. Now though, AL 2.5k ahead. Have
Been
taken
exposed to a lot of
firm control
Chinese
this game.
lately because I'm watching Prisoner of Duty right now and a Chinese anime called Devouring Whale, and I've been taken aback by Chinese memes. Chinese memes are so funny. It was an undocumented
Bro, I really want to tap in.
Chinese
That was
memes are
undocumented.
so funny, man. Okay, sometimes they're a bit like rude, like okay, sorry, not rude, like criminal, like
it is very much already a pocket pick, and when pocket picks
borderline criminal comments, but they're also
don't
funny as
see
fuck.
them anymore.
Maybe that's what makes them so
Inspired knows
funny
that someone's
sometimes.
sneaking away his red buff.
I think so.
Lucio in the area as
Bro, I need to get back on my
in
Chinese arc.
with the Vault Breaker, but Tarzan's already got the
Duolingo
smite.
arc.
Language is just always really fun. No, bro, I wasn't even doing Duolingo. I was actually taking like a full-blown Chinese course.
Oh my goodness, you had a whole tutor.
Through the jungle here too. This is where it starts to become very dangerous
Yeah,
in the rotation.
That's
online,
classy, that's
but
classy.
like,
Since they are
there,
so far
I'm,
behind, so
you
far
know,
back
I'm
from
not
the
saying
rebels
that
come
there's
through.
entire free Chinese courses on YouTube to go and learn from, and they're actually good. But what I am saying is that they do exist.
Been into Chinese rap metaphors go crazy, so oh hold up, I think there might be a play. I think there might be a play top lane. Trundle is also first.
I think these guys are dead as hell. I mean, Tarzan can unironically take the 2v1 and just hold it down.
Well, he didn't dodge the E.
Oh.
Oh,
Bryce showed up
dodged
too.
the ulti. Oh my god, did you see that Q damage from Flandre?
Masu's
Just
thing.
means he dies a little later.
Wait,
Oh.
Shanks
Managed to
died.
kill off Shanks though as Flandre gets a
Okay,
double
no,
towards the
this
top
game's
side.
cooked, this game's
Tarzan
cooked. Vide
will
escaped.
take out Whippo, and in the end a 3-for-1 exchange in favor of AL.
Okay, anyways,
Another oldest Gaokao examinee arc.
Gaokao is high school
Gaokao.
final exam. It's super important.
Ah.
So
Big
Gaokao
school.
means in your final year, your final exams that determines your score for you to get into XYZ university. Like, depending on how high your score is, will determine if you get to go to like one of the most prestigious universities around the world, which is
All you need to do is be logged in and watching on lollysports.com for a chance to
What is it
score
called?
Oh, your Chinese is being
Tsinghua.
exposed.
Caught out a little bit here.
But
Tangle Barb's
I think it's called Tsinghua. I forgot, bro. Anyways, how serious it is, they literally close off the roads for the school and they have police stopping people from entering the roads near the schools because they don't want to have like any distraction for the kids.
Plus Tarzan having some really
That is how
big
seriously
leads
they
here.
take. I think that's the
Does
same in
look
Korea, to
like
be honest.
They will be able to take over the mid game. They are poised to do it. See if FlyQuest can actually ever get
Happens in Korea
a
too.
pick for
Yep, it
themselves. They
does
do
happen in
have the
Korea.
buy ultimate,
Anyways, the reason why
but it's
Chinese
just gonna
rap
be so
is
hard
so
for them
like
to open up
cool
space.
and fun
And
is
even if
because
they do go for
there's
it, you
this
send,
way
then
of
you're going to be losing
describing
ground on the side
things in
lanes.
Chinese,
Since
which
it's an
means
accelerated Yorick,
Chengyu.
you do have the rise on
And
the
what
other side.
Chengyu is means there's like
Looks like
4
it's Quad
characters
who's gonna be answering Flandre
that
towards this top side.
describes
Inspired has
a
the
whole
cease and desist and
metaphor, but
talks
it's only
about
4
picks. This is the
words,
sort
so
of
it's
thing you
very
need to do
poetic.
if you're FlyQuest.
It's
The
also
problem
very
is,
hard, like
Quad
a
can't
very
catch up, and
there's a
Flandre
lot of
respects the
layers
fact that he
in between
really
each
doesn't
word.
know
Pretty much
where the
every
FlyQuest
word
mid
stands
and
for
jungle
a
are,
different
so he'll just back away. Rifthold used by Tarzan in the
I
mid lane
guess,
after they claim the Cloud
meaning,
Drake will be a
and
Mountain Soul
it
once
adds
again
together
in
into
this
a
series,
metaphor.
and with the Rifthold charging
So
in,
there's a
I
lot
don't
of,
really
like,
think any defense can be mounted by
poetry
FlyQuest. They
that
see
uses
control
Chengyu,
of
like
the
rap
mid-wave.
uses
Rifthold
Chengyu,
will
like singing
charge
also uses
forward.
Chengyu.
Quad
It just
here
holds so
now
much
to try and
emotion
defend the tier
or
2.
explains the
Inspired
situation
all the way
very
over the
well.
Wolves, so it doesn't really have a flank on right
They have their
now.
own
Rifthold charges
symbolism?
forward once again.
Yeah,
Have
pretty
another
much.
wave if they want to play on it. But they decide enough's enough. We've taken
Do I know
tier
any?
1, we got half of the
I'm
tier
so
2,
my
and
worst
for now,
thing is
we will
Chengyu,
rest on our
because Chengyu is like
laurels
really
and
high
spend
level
our
of
gold.
Chinese.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of, it's eerie because in the previous game, you know, FlyQuest got so far ahead so quickly with a team that had really strong team fighting, and so you can kind of see where it's going. And then this time around, AL, they get so far ahead so quickly with a team that is so good at playing the sides here and keeping up the pressure onto FlyQuest. That it almost feels like the reverse, even though it is a different style.
Oh, forcing the play. Oh, they miscommunicated the vials.
Is he gonna phase rush out?
Yo, he's dead. Nice Q flash. Okay.
Well, problem.
Did this motherfucker just solo
Oh,
him?
TP got cancelled. TP got cancelled, by the
Is he
way.
gonna get him? No. Oh,
And then
nice.
Flandre killed Victor for it. Bomb cloud. This is not good for
life
Fly.
for another life. Oh shit, this Corki is busting, bro. I don't like the champions I've been seeing into Corki, man. Oh, is he gonna die? Oh, the Renata W pump. Oh, the Renata W pump, that's so sexy. What's happening to Inspire? Oh my god, unplayable. Just FF, just FF. It's so disgusting, it's so disgusting. 玩不了啊，点了呀。
is opening up the base. He takes the top tower there in the split push during the chaos. But you can see
Back
that
to
idea for
reality.
FlyQuest to try and make a play. They have to make something happen. But AL
Corki Layla. Every Corki I've seen so far from the East looks fucking terrifying, man. But I swear Corki never looks this broken in their respective region. Well, was it worth it?
There we are. Cancels the channel. And at that point, you think this is great for FlyQuest.
Yeah, but then you have the Nico coming down and just barely locking
I actually
up
don't know
Whippo
any
here
Chengyu
under
anymore.
the tower range, so he gets so much damage done. And
Nian
then they have to
Nian
have a little bit of
You
feel here, and you can see once they get the Corki to walk down, they have full confidence to go for it. Take over. Tarzan runs straight down towards the
恭喜发财
Of course, is where a lot of the damage
Like
is
the
getting
most,
done
like,
as the blood
basic
on the bottom
Chengyu.
side gets crazy with the ultimate used.
That's what you say during the new year.
Masu coming back with the bailout as well. Well played by
Because
Lucio to put that on just before
when
he
you say
died to
Nian
make sure
Nian
that
Yo
Masu
Yu,
would
because at the
come
start of the
back to
year,
life, but still
Chinese
AL
culture
extend their
will always
goal lead
celebrate
to
Chinese New
6K.
Year. And
22 seconds
people
before
back
we
in the
have
day
the
that could
Otacon
afford to
spawning,
eat
and it's gonna
fish
spawn
were
in bot
considered
lane, but
very
honestly, where did it
wealthy
actually
or
happen
like
in the first
financially
14 minutes
stable,
of
so
this game
they
is
are
being
wishing
only
that
in the
they can
last
eat
few
fish every
that
year.
things
So
have
Nian Nian
really
Yo Yu.
accelerated. Second item complete for Hope. He's got the Mana Moon stacking up. Spear alongside
Drop some
a
Australian
chain
Chengyu.
vest
Oh,
of
got the
full
shrimp on the
Flandre.
bobby.
Almost has a
On the
700
bobby.
gold bounty on his shoulders.
Oh fuck, I
The
can't do
spirit
Australian
of
anymore.
Visage as well for Tarzan.
China celebrates
God.
Chinese New
It's so
Year.
difficult to
Well,
kill.
She's
And the idea
losing
of
her
finding a pick in the
Australian.
side lane,
It's
killing
just-
off the Yorick,
it's just
finding
New
a little bit of
Year's,
gold
guys.
becomes that much
Triple
harder
prawns, bro, both
when
suck.
the enemy team starts to get these defensive stacks and they're already ahead.
Kappa.
Yep, definitely true. Like AL, they can just move into your jungle, remove all vision, make it so
Kappa.
dangerous for
Triple-
you to
triple
check over
prawns.
here for FlyQuest.
They're
They still
both
have their outer
awesome.
tower
Isn't
on the
one
bottom side
bigger?
to try and mount
Prawns
some
are
defense
bigger,
Yeah,
right? Shrimps are the small ones.
so
prawns are
dangerous
bigger.
and so
Yeah,
dark
yeah,
here.
yeah.
So AL just gonna start
My
it up.
cat likes eating.
But you can get like big. You can get like big.
They
You can get like big shrimp. But then like prawns are like the actual
Prawns
like
are
the
like-
full thing.
Inspired
Yeah.
looking to see perhaps
Yeah.
In
if there's a
Southeast Asia,
little
they just
cheeky
call everything
angle
prawns.
by which he can get in.
虾, yeah, in
Using
Chinese
Yeah,
it's
I'm also
a
not
little
surprised by that.
大虾,小虾, big prawn, small prawn.
In the end,
One of my favorite things to get from
FlyQuest were posturing around it. Now they're looking for this tier 1 in the bot side.
a shrimp.
FlyQuest will begin to back away, realizing they just don't have the
I
manpower,
would
they just don't
be,
have the items
if I
to
was a
defend.
crustacean,
Yeah, they make the
I
call.
would
You gotta go
be
cross map. They can't fight, so recognize that.
What's that
They
thing?
just want Whippo to at least try
a horse
and
crab
get
because
the
they're so
objective
ancient.
bounty shutdown on the other side of the map.
Capachungus.
Horse crab.
Get that tower, which Whippo should be able to do. Has a cannon wave there and already has his Riftmaker and the Rylai's.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to get from Chinese takeaway here is salt and pepper shrimp.
Ooh, that shit fries, bro. It's
Fucking
actually
delicious.
fried and it fries. I know what
It's
you're
so
talking
good.
about, King. That shit is tasty as hell.
So maybe
It's
he's
pretty
gonna
much
pull out of me, as
fried
he
little
seems to just be
silver
trying to
fish
deny Inspired everything he can,
that
knowing
is
that
covered
you can
in
always
salt.
just come back to that Drake if you need, or
Super
you can
so
crunchy,
good.
super
let Yorick do it.
salty.
Basically 2 champions for the price of 1
And
when
they
he
have
has
little
that maiden
eyeballs
up.
on them, which is kind of scary.
Yep. Looks like they are going to teleport just to send for it, though,
That-
even though they're down.
Sweet and sour
Lucio there,
chicken.
Kyle trying to
Classic.
step forward. There's a TP in from Whippo, the maiden.
Masu,
Target,
助けてくだ
Masu gonna get chased down by
さい!
Tarzan. Fernando as the chomp comes
Oh,
out.
but the
Martin,
cleanse.
no,
Why did he
Me
ult?
bombo
Renata?
clap. And he pressed his Arky.
Did he panic ult?
Granted. I have no idea.
Ultimates used with that
It's a
sequence of
Cantonese style
plays.
dish? Yeah, a lot of
FlyQuest will just
Cantonese
back away.
food, banger,
AL
absolute
will get
banger.
themselves on Soul Point with a 6,000 gold lead.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Chinese
FlyQuest
food here is
really
Kanto.
found
I
wanting
think the
through
only
this
Chongyu I
mid
can think of is Mama Hu Hu.
Yeah, AL just completely taking over when they did get that
Is that how you spell it though?
And now
You just
Fizz
said horse,
Rise
horse,
here.
tiger,
Only
tiger.
2 more stacks on the Rod of Ages to tick over.
It's
Shank's
poetic.
gonna get an extra level bonus. They've got all the dragons stacked
Mama
up,
Hu
so
Hu 真的是这么
easy
写的吗？
path towards that soul as well.
Wait, I've never
The top
seen
side
Mama
having
Hu
that
Hu's
top
like
inhibitor
written
already
out.
down means the opposite side of the map is well open.
Bombo clap.
Expect to see Flandre
You
just in
doubted
side
me?
lanes,
Oh,
making
no.
sure that he has a little bit of vision around him.
Dude,
Kai
one
out
of my
and shadowed
most
for a little
used
bit just to get a couple
emojis
of
of all
bolts
time
into
for like the
that side
past
of the
year
jungle.
has been the
As you
heartbroken
can see,
emoji.
FlyQuest trying to deny some of that vision.
I don't know, there's been too many
Using that one
heartbreaks
lately
throughout
too.
the year, but it's just so funny.
Though mine actually, I mean, it's very trendy, but the Wilted Rose. Wilted Rose
The
emoji is so funny.
Those two added
If Master
together.
gets it, even if it's Inspired or Whippo gets it, perhaps you can start to swing.
I don't know what it is. It's
Panic
just
kiss.
like I think the thing about the Wilted Rose is it has so much versatility, weirdly, and I
Why
just
are my
don't.
Koshus
I don't know why.
emo? We're all a bit emo on the inside, we just don't show it to you guys.
To try and get some vision down of their own.
Sushi in Vancouver, bro. I'm from Sydney.
For some sort of opening.
I'm from Australia. I'm good, bro.
AL not giving to him. Look at the
Damn.
mini map again. You saw
All
Inspired
these
down
sushis
Also,
there.
you just
I'm
said you
really
don't like
craving
shrimp
for it.
somehow.
Try and make a play on the
Yeah, my
front grid,
dad
maybe
like
try and
literally
pick off one of
flames
those
me
side lanes.
24/7 for being born in Australia
also
yet not
not giving
eating
them
the
that
two
play, so now
Australian
turning
products
their
that they
sights
produce
towards
the
the
most, which
mid.
is seafood and milk.
And maybe catching
It's
targets
like,
as
you're
he tries to
Australian.
get
How
you
can you
off
not drink
from
milk? Isn't
rejoining
that their
your
like
team
main
is an
produce?
option. The problem is obviously
And I'm
Kai
like,
and Opponent can react a lot quicker to this play than to one in that bot side. For now though,
Did you guys see
But to
that
be honest,
they're
Buddy doesn't really drink
remaking?
food.
Oh yeah.
Bad.
on this mid game,
No, she.
Inspired, looking to see if
It's
Flandre
like a
move
texture
steps,
thing
but
apparently.
even if he does,
Oh,
that's
no, it's a
four
taste
level
Because to be
lead
fair,
for
it does
the Yorick over
it
the
does have
bye.
like a bit of a
Tarzan
weird
even 2 levels up
chewiness
against his
to it.
lane opponent. Whipper caught out with the pillar.
He's too
There's the
lazy to
rune as
eat,
well.
especially shellfish.
Whipper goes
So much
down to half
shit in it,
HP,
man.
flashing away in the end. We'll get the shield. Tarzan with
God,
that
this game is
subjugate
so
doing a
fucking
huge
impossible.
that's
amount of
true.
work. The way pushed
Level
in,
14
Especially
level
things you have to like
Getting
crack open.
mid-wave in as well.
Yeah,
FlyQuest will be
shellfish
too
you have to
slow
crack
respond to
open.
that.
There's like
They also have to
dirt
think
in it,
about
like
the top
sand in
inhibitor
it
because that's gonna
24/7.
to
There's
be
like
hit
fish
by
bones.
the minions. Tarzan chasing Inspired, Bolt Breaker Inspired on the
I
wrong
love
side of this wall,
abalone.
and he
I'm
might
very
have to crash to get
selective
out.
with my
Kyle
seafood. I
with the
think
double
that's what I'm
knock
gonna
on
start
the
saying.
Hostile takeover
Wait,
hits onto
what's
Noah,
happening
her
both
flash
side?
away
Quad
from
nearly got
Masu,
one
who's
tap
on the
by
Drake
York.
base call as well.
Are they gonna get a
That's
kill?
Masu and Bucio
I mean,
have found
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
He's clicking. Oh,
Masu will take down one, gets the bailout
Masu's
as
no
well,
longer
but
clicking.
FlyQuest can't find more. Bucio
They are kind
walking
of just
away
getting shagged a
wounded.
little bit here, aren't they?
Flashes to
Like it's
save
not
the
even
York
really.
Yeah.
to chase him as Bucio throwing a fancy feed away from it, but the rune
I
prison in the
don't
end
think
is
your
enough
weak
to
side
kill
is
him
supposed. I
off.
mean, weak
AL
side is
find three.
losing is whatever.
Lose
I
the
don't think
80
Kalista.
carry,
Like,
sure,
do they have a
but it
strong
looks
side?
like they're gonna add a little bit
I don't think they have a strong
skill.
side
They
now.
don't have a
Like,
strong side. That's why
The
Vi
other
lost
three members
every
of AL
king.
will
That's
try
the
and kill
withered rose
Tarzan, but
emoji, bro.
Tarzan can flash the wall, and Whippo doesn't have that same luxury. Flandre now
Your
dominating.
Kalista
We're
Renata
completely-
is supposedly the strong side, but they're versing an even stronger side. Like, what's going on, man?
His iconic
Allegedly.
there, and it is going to be the Baron for sure.
Masu 来了. No, Masu 倒了.
Absolutely
I'm
crushing
gonna
the
teach you
game
one
in
more
similar
Chinese
fashion. I
word.
mean,
倒了
like,
means he
we-
fell
we-
down. 他
Here
倒
we go.
了.
We're trying to
Ha,
make a
he
big play,
fell
but
down.
there's
He
no way
fell.
for him to get past Kyle.
他倒了. Masu
I mean, it's
倒
like
了.
they don't really have any other options, so
There's this
trying
very
to send
There's
for the
this very
miracle.
iconic line of
of a
the
culture
Chinese caster saying
mix
小
really
狗
well
倒
when
了,
the people
which
you're trying
means
to kill off are just
Uzi
so
fell
much
down
stronger
or
than you, right?
Uzi is
They've never been able
down.
to find
That means
catch-ups
Uzi
of Flandre.
died.
Shanks as well. Yeah, he has died a couple
小狗
times this game, but he's
倒
not
了.
really been the
Crying
focus. It's
emoji,
been
crying
very much
emoji.
about how Flandre is able to play. And
MVP
sometimes when you look for
Flandre.
blocks, it can put you in awkward positions like this.
Yeah,
and
弗兰
so
卓
inside
这
the
把玩
jungle
的不
here,
错，能
looking
单
for the
杀。
play, you know, FlyQuest want to try and find something, but just a
Small
really
dog
better
down.
response
Oh, that
here
sounds so
from
bad. Holy
AL.
shit.
Jumping on
on Inspire, taking him down first. Then in the mid lane, even though the Corki goes down,
Didn't you just say something really rude in Cantonese? 仆街啊
Very reminiscent of
那活
the
该
fights in game 1, except going in the opposite direction. It's like, yes, you can make
There's
some
no
good
life
plays, you can
from
find some good
FlyQuest this
catches,
game.
but the health bars are just too big for you to work with right now. AL with that Baron buff for the next 2 minutes, going to push in through this bot side. FlyQuest had 3 members on the top side. They were looking for that tier 2, looking for those objective bounties, but couldn't quite find them. And now anyone's legends have 2 waves pushing in. They've already taken an inhibitor.
The CFO team is actually so cute. They're all so sweet.
Well.
I like the team vibe for CFO.
I'm really ready for them to beat T1.
What? Did you for real put that down?
I'm ready for them to beat T1.
I'm sure. I'm on the other side of the spectrum. Even though, wait, I'm not gonna say because what if I get like fired before I actually look for them?
And start hitting his own teammates, but it doesn't really matter because now he dashes back forward. Flashes in.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame this
people are saying that BLG Koi is gonna be like the most potential for upset series. I think it's CFO T1.
Really?
I'm not putting stock in that final weekend for T1. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
The T1 hate. I'm reporting
It's
you
not.
to the
It's
T1
not about.
police.
It's not about hate. It's just about being a little bit honest with ourselves, right? Like T1 had a horrible back end of the split, and everyone coming into T1 KT had KT as a favorite for a reason. That wasn't like a, hey, you know, KT are just playing so good they're gonna be. No, it's like no. T1 were also playing really poorly for those last couple of series in their version of the regular split for Road to MSI. And KT had a massive underperformance in that series, generally, right? That was not the KT that we had started to become accustomed to. And then HLE getting 3-0.
I forgot about
Yeah,
I forgot it was a 3-0.
Like, do I even really need to explain? Like, HLE just got reverse swept. Then the next day versus T1, like they have to, they get reverse swept and then they have to wake up and go play T1 after.
Alright,
I guess
they cry for like 1 second, they're like, alright, time for the series.
And then their draft prep is just the most bizarre draft prep I think I've seen them have all year. So I really don't think they were in the right frame of mind, nor were they playing well.
I mean, you also have to give credit to right? Like, yes,
straight up saying they mental
boom. Misplay from Whippo. He misses both
They did. I would attribute mental boom more than T1 playing well, and that's not saying T1 didn't play well. That's saying that I personally weigh the boom heavier than T1's higher level of gameplay show. And I don't think, you know, if you replayed that series, you know, 100 times, I would probably say HLE likely win it somewhere in the range of 70 times.
Counter argument.
You know?
This is the CFO that nearly lost against Gab as well. That's the last series you saw before they flew over to Canada.
But we see Flandra coming out
Sure.
of this 7-0-3.
So
doesn't seem like it got
does that mean
I think
CFO
T1's
yeah.
I think T1's back end of the split, those 2 series against KT and HLE removed, were so poor that if that weekend, like, because I think what people are doing is they're looking at those 2 series and going, yeah, T1's fucking back. And it's like, you know, I feel like we did the same thing for G2 actually, right? Like G2 stomped Fnatic's head in, and then they did the exact same thing to gosh, who did they do it to after? It wasn't Koi.
Are we looking at this damage?
Oh wow.
I do not
Oh.
love the
sorry.
Mordekaiser's answer. I like some of the other answers that we've seen more from Whippo, like the Cho'Gath I think is a really good kind
But yeah,
of
like we did the same thing with G2, and then like look, G2 went and basically got like exposed in finals, right?
We've seen this more and more. When you blind Kalista, you're going to be
So
going
I'm not
into
buying into
comps
it.
that are just going to poke you,
I will wait to
outrange
see
you. They
how
obviously
both these teams
grafted
show up.
Whippo
I'm
away,
not
which is
like
credit
super
to
clued
AL,
up on
because I do
CFO,
think FlyQuest were gonna
but
be looking
based on how they
for this
performed at
sneak
first
to pair
stand,
with the
their
Kalista
overall
to try
like
to circumvent some of that early range weakness.
the overall team play, the level of macro, I think it was fine.
At the graphic, it's
Yeah,
like loaded
something must have bugged. Actually, it looked like it played the entire draft
that makes sense.
In like slow-mo.
What is Vi's win rate? Vi's win rate is currently 1-6. Genji played Vi and got the first win on Vi over 7 games now, I guess.
Is this something in terms of the choices that are made? I think we need to give credit to Tabe. He has a storied history, but he definitely.
But yeah, I think the T1 series is a much higher chance for an upset than Koi BLG.
I see. I haven't heard too much about T1's like form from Little Birdies, so I'm not gonna comment. Either like no CFO, no T1, Little
Birdies. Like go back in time, maybe they would have picked the Nico on 4 and gone close.
I just don't think.
Was a good play.
I just don't think we should be treating them like the second best team in the LCK. Sorry to cut you. I feel like I just cut you off like 5 times in a row.
It's okay. The second best team. You're saying HLE should have been here.
He would have had the push, gone bot. We would have seen Masu.
I mean, they should have. Like, honestly, I was so
like
disappointed.
the clear pecking order for the last 3 months since first stand was Genji, small gap, but very much one that could go back and forth. HLE. Then comically, KT, right? Towards the back end of the split. Fantastic run of form.
Wasn't it like traumatizing?
It was very traumatizing. Like, bro, I don't know what happened. The entirety of KT just completely kaboom, it exploded, except for BDD. Like, get BDD on a fucking team, please, bro. Like, it's so... I don't know, like, if I was BDD, I would almost consider just leaving the LCK at this point, unless, like... Unless, like, literally, unless Faker retires at the end of the year and there's a spot on T1, like, I don't know what BDD can do. It feels so doomed for him.
Isn't it crazy that LCK's mid laners are all of their, like...
leveraging Flandra's pressure.
Merchandise players? What am I trying to say?
Franchise players.
Franchise, that's the word.
Okay, we'll see.
Merchants.
They are going to the blue side, so we'll see.
Something was wrong when I said that word out.
And see if
BDD needs to learn Mandarin.
I think he'd do well in the LPL. I think he'd do fucking
mid talent wise.
Splendidly well.
Who else? Okay, outside of Knight, who is in the conversation?
Like just on a pure individual level.
Pure mid lane player, individual level.
Well, obviously there's Shanks, right? He's here. Cream on his day, but like Cream has been really.
Who?
Look, I'm not. Listen, I'm. Come on now, like. Obviously, little bit inconsistent. Scout, Rookie, Xiaohu, like these are the guys. BDD can fucking bat with them lot.
后来有点东西吗？但是 BO5 实力撑不起来。People are Chinese fans are saying Blackwood's got like secret picks behind up their sleeve, but I don't think they're gonna last in a best of 5. Was it Fearless last year? It wasn't, right? For Worlds? Nah, just this year.
No. God, Worlds is gonna be.
No, Faker is gonna keep playing for the sake of the game, like for the sake of the love of the game, man. Yeah.
They need to stop paying that guy generational money.
Is it time to have the conversation where people will potentially devalue a Worlds win because the format was so drastically different from previous World wins? It's like, oh, you won Worlds and
so. I think people
X, Y, and Z.
People might. No, I don't think so. I don't think people look down on Fearless as a format like that. And I actually think that people look at it on the invert. Like, whilst I don't personally agree with the view, as I think some may know, I think that the general sentiment towards Fearless is that it's a, air quotes, higher skill version of playing the game because people value versatility more than mastery.
Okay, but like, I just have this one like pain point about Fearless. It's like, Fearless is super, sorry, not Fearless. Traditional drafting gets stale very, very quickly when there are very prominent champions in the meta, right? Like it's a very, like Corki as one of the prime examples. But I feel like playing a best of 5 series, finding solutions to these incredibly powerful champions throughout the series
that was
and
the most
adapting
fun part.
Was
yeah,
it like kind of turns the gears in your brain, and it's like solving a puzzle kind of. It's like solving a puzzle. How do you face against this champion if you let it open the next game? Because obviously what you just didn't work, so you have to change. Like, you're forced to change. I mean, some people obviously don't, but like at least play style maybe. Like, you have a different play style, maybe the champion's still the same, but it's like a slow progression of trying to play around a specific pick, which goes back in the day where Prey and Gorilla, they started playing MF support to counter Zyra support.
Yeah,
because
that was like the
so
absolute
OP.
peak of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that people will always have like a lot of very selective memory on what was actually happening during these periods of time. As an example, like I went and looked at things like, let's say, like Champion Diversity at Worlds 2024, and then actually even explicitly in Worlds Finals, and it's like, 5 games got played. I think it was like 30 champs ended up getting played in that series, or maybe not 30. It was like 25 to like maybe 28. It was in that kind of ballpark, which it's not far off from a system that literally forces you to have to pick 50 like champs by that point, you know. So I think what people really did was we just came off a patch, and when I say patch, I actually just mean like a stretch of time where, you know, we had Cassandra Renekton trade, we had Lucian, Nami, Lulu, Zeri trade, like off cooldown for years. And then you get basically promised Fearless, it happens, and I think for me, a lot of it will be novelty. And the one thing that I've always really tried to etch into people's heads is if we have exactly the same meta as we've had since Fearless has come in, which has almost been the case. Like, we've had very little evolution of meta this year, right? In 6 months, in my opinion.
Usually they do a big change for MSI, but they don't do it. They didn't do it this time.
Yeah. Like, my worry is that if we have the exact same meta that we have now in 12 months, has Fearless achieved its job to the effect that people actually wanted out of Fearless? Because my personal answer would be no. But I think people simply don't want to see the same champion more than twice in a series. Which, I don't know. It is just like that. Again, I think that stretch of like the bot lane meta and like Cassandra being in game and these champions and combos also being frustrating to play against, like turned it into a perception issue of, well, I have to play against it when I play the fucking game. I don't want to have to play. I don't have to want to watch the pros also do it, but it also be extra boring because they min max. You know. So, I don't know. I personally think that. Well, not I personally think. I personally prefer like quality of play over air quotes entertainment. Right? Like I find my entertainment is in the quality of play.
But you're an analyst.
Yeah, I know.
What about the what are they called? Normal. Well, what's a name that starts with N? Normie Nathans. I totally get it though. Alright, chat.
Yeah.
I guess we're going into game 3. Did Ale wake up, or did FlyQuest just have a bad draft? Because that, I didn't actually look into the draft too much, but like at the end of the game, I'm like, Kalista run out into a losing lane, plus weak side is not even, but that's kind of like the point of Mordekaiser. You're supposed to always get 2 people in your lane, you know?
Yeah. Also, wait, I want to keep running about Fearless for a second. Could you imagine?
Continue, King.
Right, obviously, Yurik is a little bit. Thank you. Yurik is obviously a little bit more. Like, we're used to seeing Yurik show up a bit more, right? Especially if you're like LPO or LCK fan more than West. But could you imagine if Yurik was actually a little bit more on the fringe of meta, and he just showed up now, and now for the rest of the fucking series, FlyQuest have to deal with this annoying ass Yurik blind pick. TBH. I think that'll be cool as shit.
Either adapt or lose, because they have a or ban.
Basically, yeah.
But
Or
then
ban it,
you
yeah, which then obviously would
sacrifice
leave
the
up something else other that's broken, you know? Like, And we're basically tier list drafting anyway, so I don't know. Like I think Fearless is as boring as traditional draft is.
It's because they get the Z jungle dopamine.
Oh yes, Zed jungle was. We totally saw Zed jungle because like of Fearless and not because it full clears at 247 and gets the base and get 2 longswords and then walk out to whatever scuttle of choice. Like, nah, probably didn't happen because of that.
All right, game
Also,
3
Tarzan's
draft.
good. Honestly, I think after that game, low-key Tarzan might bring it out. I think Tarzan's feeling himself. He's been mechanically playing very, very well.
Silas ban. Azir?
Does that
Question
mean
mark?
FlyQuest want to run a Twisted Fate composition or something?
Oh,
Because
TF
Silas,
or Azir
has
for
been one of the
quad?
big picks into the Twisted Fate,
Yeah, I think
which a lot of
TF
teams
more
have been
likely
banning
on
and
the
has been some
P1.
priority.
And I mean, Galio's already
Isn't
out,
TF
so you
negative
can't
win
let
rate?
like that trifecta of.
I think
It
TF's
probably
lost.
is, yeah. I think a lot of the time I've seen TF, it's lost here.
Yeah. Cassio, Renekton ban again.
But it's also been piloted by G2 a lot, so.
True. Seiken? Someone's
Wow,
having a Seiken.
random KC Seiken fucking
Well, I mean,
side.
to be fair, there's a lot of French people in Canada, right? So it makes sense, I guess.
Which one they want to give over.
Poppy ban. Ooh, what does poppy ban mean? Poppy ban. Cassante?
Just
Question mark?
just strong champ.
That would
Strong champ.
usually
With what,
necessitate
like
that
especially
you
with
go
Trundle out, like
a top lane
he
carry
is
also with
high
it,
prio.
so you can teleport to it.
Also flex. There's a Twisted Fate. They can't pick
One of those
Galio.
carries. Okay, so they do indeed.
Oriana's out.
Silas
Silas is out.
has the tell.
Hmm.
Azir's open and you can technically buffer it.
Yeah, but it's just really annoying. Varus is good. I think they're gonna want their jungler before they want their mid pick here as well.
Are they actually gonna play TF Kai'Sa?
I mean, they
Let him
definitely
get
could.
Saber.
Varus.
Oh, Varus winner, pretty good.
Did you just go Wukong? Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
I mean, and Annie
Wukong Ari?
is still available too, so there's like a lot of good pairings with the Wukong.
Oh, I like
If they went
Kobe's
for
Call of
Wukong
Annie.
early here, they could go
Ooh,
like
Annie.
Annie or Aurora or something later
They could
on.
just
Annie
for
just
first
gets
comp.
out.
And
Ooh,
for
Annie
one
gets
of those big
outranged
bursty
later.
I don't.
combinations that have
She gets
become so
outranged, but I
popular.
don't think she really cares if she's just playing on flank.
Okay, fair.
Just to follow the Twisted Fate destiny.
Those plays are sick.
They're never gonna pick Maokai for Tarzan because Tarzan needs to have some sort of damage himself so he can up the tempo, you know? Like a duelist. Jin TF. Yo, damage kinda low so far. Damage kinda low so far.
Yeah, they'll need DPS from top.
That would surprise me if we saw Thresh this early on in the draft.
Yeah, I was gonna like theoretically try and cook some stuff for like if you are split pushing, then sometimes you can have these trailing.
There's still
lantern
Alistair
plays,
open, by the way,
that
and there's
can
no
really
Silas
help
this
you
game.
out and
Ooh.
keep the side lanes even more safe, but
Yeah.
much more standard
Nope.
here. Go with the Alistar for
Azir,
Lucio.
yo,
This thing has so much
Hey,
value
Insta
too,
is it?
because
Look,
when you have a
okay.
Twisted Fate,
Came
you're
from
thinking
to
that
see
enemies
MSI
are
from
gonna get
Toronto.
things like tenacity and cleanse to deal with the stun. And so Alistar covers
I mean,
that.
to
If
be
your
honest though, I
opponents are
think the
gonna be
range is
getting answers
pretty high here
to
from
those
Fly
Wukong
already.
stuns, then Alistar
Slash like
knocks
TF
up that
is not
value.
really going to be playing in a Azir range post lane.
Draft, let's fucking go.
Have
I think Azir is fine.
Azir is the lock for AL.
This is good looks from Fly, and AL like need reliable engage right now, which Fly are going to be able to ban. Like they're going to be able to ban Nautilus, they're going to be able to ban Leona.
The way pretty quickly, but eventually the Azir should be able to just
And
constantly.
then I think that'll leave them in a bit of a problem spot, because like even if AL were to go for a lane counter and it's like, let's say Braum for example, right?
I
Full
like
Bard
the
cool.
Bard.
Wow.
They've been
Yeah,
perma
I like it too.
banning this guy's Bard for like 3 games now.
I mean, he's good on it. He's good on it, and it's double immobile AD mid.
And so it looks like we are going to be in a world where there's going to be
Nocturne.
really big
AL
scaling team
prioritizing
fighting
limited
for
AoE impact
AL
from FlyQuest.
versus can
AoE
FlyQuest
impact?
do what AL did last game and get some early leads and split push.
Lee,
Then
yeah,
with the
okay.
Twisted Fate, then with some long range there with Jin.
LPL 的沙皇害怕吗？香克斯的沙皇说实话还行。I think Shanks' Azir is like
The
tolerable
Nocturne, you know, for that extra global.
for,
I
for
agree.
LPL standard. I think it's fine. I've seen worse.
Usually you can see
Is it a good thing or a
way
bad
through the draft that
thing?
FlyQuest can get early leads. And
What
at the
do you
moment, it's like,
have?
well, we don't get
Aw,
Campic
that's
top lane.
cute.
We don't
message.
get
It says
counter pick
Fondre,
support because
don't
that's
leave any
supposed
regrets.
to get locked in by AL, and we already have the Alistair anyway. So
Oh my god, I forgot about this
unless
Chungus
AL
champion.
go for their
Yo,
top
how
lane
did they
instead
kill
of
this
just
Chungus
picking
champion?
support,
There's no
which seems a little
Trundle.
bit odd to me when you can just last pick, unless you
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that is
Wow,
a
well,
Thanos pick.
That is
And-
quite the Chungus pick.
No problem.
So I guess you do get counter pick
Bombo.
and then you can try and play
Wow.
I mean,
Well-
Bwipo surely... Okay, Bwipo will pick set. Watch.
AL have given them the option. Is Inspired gonna
Me
crack out
think-
the Fiddlesticks?
Me think it's time for the set.
Braum,
here
to be
from
fair,
Me...
Braum, if they
Me
pick 3
think it's
Mei,
fine.
might be okay.
Well,
Cho'Gath into
So they're
Azir.
going to go for the Cho'Gath first. Give
Okay.
a little bit more time.
Yeah, it's not that big.
To be
obviously
fair,
not, like,
TF
this big carry
Cho'Gath is a
champion, I
very,
think
very
she's good
strong
into other
combo.
tanks.
Because what do you do when TF gold
I think
cards
the-
you and you do the uppy go?
Scion.
Yeah, I think the only thing that they can do to save this draft is go with like Kindred or something, because they have no DPS otherwise.
It's uninspired to be a carry champion.
Jungle?
Yeah, he really
Like,
needs to be
Inspired
a
has to
you need
pick like a
something that has
DPS
good burst
champ.
Maybe
potential if you're gonna
Viego.
play
But
around him,
Viego into
which is gonna be hard
Sion?
because
Sion
Ziggs
will
is
come.
shuffle away. It's going to be
Sion will
Viego,
come.
which
Okay.
is
I'm not.
a very
I'm not a
strong
fan. Like,
they just
I
slammed
don't love the
Braum, like-
bodies.
You can really take
Yeah,
Braum into
I
3
also just
melee?
don't love the bodies
He
here.
did it in Europe, you know.
I don't love the bodies here. Like, what do you take that's fun?
Honestly,
You know, like, what do you take that?
nice drafting
So
from
we'll see if
AL.
he can do it here
4-5
on the
was
international
utilized pretty
stage.
well. Do they have solid
This
engage?
comp,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
they
do.
do
Solid,
have,
like
you know,
CC
lots
from
of
Varus,
playmaking,
Azir, Wukong,
with
like
the
everyone has
Twisted Fate,
engage.
with
So
the
it's like
Jhin,
not the problem
and
where
like
they don't
you say,
have
if the Viego can
enough, you
play
know,
off
to
of some
Yeah,
of
it's
those
like
their
attacks,
Wukong.
maybe get some resets.
Wukong normally like
Quest gonna try
hates
and
being
control the map.
first engage.
Alright, before
Like
you talk about
primary
draft,
engage.
chat, we're
Go,
going ads.
yes.
If you like to vote ads, make sure to hit on Twitch Prime to vote ads for the monthly event, and that's okay. We will be back for game number 3 now. It is a best of 3 because both teams are 1-1, and we're gonna talk about draft. So I'll see you guys in just a second. But yes, continue.
Give Athena your money.
No.
You have great late game damage from the Azir. The Varus obviously has good poke to get you down early.
Yeah, like this is actually a comp where people can follow up, like you're saying. Varus ult, Braum can dive in, and it's actually not that bad as long as he's on top of Wukong. Even Azir doesn't mind getting a little bit active.
Especially if he goes the Rylai's build, the Viego is just gonna be completely miserable. He probably will go the Rylai's build because he'll be
I
tankier
don't
for
see
side.
how FlyQuest play
on these FlyQuest players'
until TF has rapid fire cannon.
Masu, my goat brother and son, we love you. Oh, that's so cute. Esports family is so wholesome.
I think is what the sign said.
They've got
Super wholesome.
so much support.
But yeah, I don't know how
Really
Viego
nice
carries
to
this
see.
game. If Viego can carry this
Here
game,
in
I will.
Vancouver.
A huge amount of support
I'll
for AL
like
as well.
Inspired
There's
is
lots
hands
of
down
their
the
fans
goat
out
or
in the
whatever.
audience. A lot of people celebrating them on
Like
their
the whole
first
point of FlyQuest's
international
comp
journey. You have
is
to
for
remember, like,
Viego to
Jackson
carry
Kyle
because they have
has
so much
never
setup
been
in
to an
CC,
international before.
but then
The
trying to
rookie
carry
merits
as
for these
Viego into
players.
champions like
This
Sion,
entire
Wukong,
FlyQuest roster, this
Azir,
is
and
their
Braum
third
is
in a
like
row,
absolutely disgusting.
only missing out on
Like unplayable
first
disgusting.
stand to TL
Yeah.
earlier this year.
Because they're
Also,
quite tanky.
playing,
And Worlds where
yeah, not only are they
you'd like to say
tanky,
they almost took
the
down
other
Genji
thing
with
Oh,
I didn't really
cute.
mention,
spicy picks.
Oh,
They
doesn't matter.
got caught out
nah,
with the
he's
winter
chilling.
spite, but
Playing,
oh,
What
it's
the
gonna be
fuck is
stunned.
he
It's
chilling?
a little bit more health than perhaps he wanted to lose.
collapsing.
Players are
Um,
looking to collapse down
I'm
the
not gonna
wall.
lie, I
Spots
don't
out the
think
fact that
you're
he's
gonna
got
win
a
into
couple on
Braum,
the way.
guys.
The
Turn
sweep against
around.
Kyle.
How many
AL,
Reggie
couple
blue cards?
awards, whereas Bruce only takes one down himself.
Mm. Playing, by the way, Twisted Fate into Braum is so miserable.
Oh really?
If the Braum is good.
Just
Yes,
blocks
because
everything?
the Braum can tank the gold card. Yeah.
Ah, I did not know that was the interaction.
Raptor ward going down.
Yeah.
but
If he
nothing
if
too
he
big,
eased
and again, this
the
game
the
is
stun
gonna
card, he
He gets
just
stunned
tanks
first.
the stun.
Can AL scale
Yep.
into it?
I
Can FlyQuest get
see.
anything done here with the Twisted Fate?
And
with
like
the
as Twisted Fate,
Viego?
you don't even really want to make him do it. The only thing that's good is like your cooldown is lower than his cooldown. But like
But
rapid
that's
fire
such a
cannon
small
coming back, it's just
frame.
yeah, it's such a small window. It's such a small window. It's just not worth even like.
Anyways, this is not looking good for FlyQuest if you're all a
Which is
FlyQuest
always
fans.
really hard to kill because of the
Nope.
passive with those concussive blows. So I think that's where Inspired's going to spend.
Also, the
most of
sound's
his
gonna
early
become
game
an
looking
issue, low-key.
games.
Yeah, that and mid, quite possibly there. Get some
Because
setups.
they're I
If you
guess
can
they have
open
2
up,
AP, but Cho'Gath
quads mid lane here
TF, it's
by
not very
throwing
like
some
solid
ganks towards
AP
the
the
Azir,
Andrews guys.
maybe
You
get a
know?
summer
Ooh, level
spell
2
or
first.
something like that.
Bit of an oopsie
Then
from
it
Kale.
really does kind of snowball because obviously when Twisted
Bad
Fate gets to
trade.
level 6, then you
Viego's
can kind of transfer that power.
Clearing down.
So those 2 lanes kind of the main
Yep.
lanes for possible options early on. And And since Tarzan is pathing up towards
The
the
thing
top
is
side
that
of the
you
map,
have a TF that can like
Inspired
threaten
should be
the
able to,
Azir, but
you know,
Viego is the
block
type
that
of
Scuttle
champion
Crab,
that wants to
stuff
full
like
clear
that.
low-key.
Wonder if Tarzan
So it's
Yeah,
not
unironically, yeah.
too perfect of
trend
a
of this
combo,
series
so
with
it's a
Whipper
bit
dying
awkward.
early
Like,
in,
yeah,
well,
get
first
Shanks
in
flash
both the
early
first
and
two
then
games.
re-gank him, but then
Think so.
Viego needs to
Maybe
full
a
clear
first
or he's
blood
gonna
up
be
there for me
behind
once
in experience
again.
and levels, and
Whipper,
it's
though,
just completely disgusting
it's
and
gonna be a
unplayable.
place award in the Tribush here,
No,
so
no, it's
Yeah,
just
like
not
that
a
champ
fan.
needs to be high economy this game.
By AL.
Ooh,
Lucio
two-man
going in,
Q.
gonna knock up onto Hope. Kael
Cute.
goes
Nice
back
dodge
in
from
into his fight,
Masu.
but doesn't connect as Masu
Masu.
swiftly sidesteps it and avoids
This
any
is
concussive
2-1
blows.
EL. FlyQuest want to be G2. How is this a G2 comp?
Wave right now too. They do get their level up.
Just because they picked
This is because of the
TF?
TF. finally.
Get the knock up
Yo,
onto the roof,
Roma's
follows
dropping
up.
seriously
Lucy's gonna be
low.
stunned up. Kaya has to flash away from
Okay,
And
Lucio.
Viego's
well,
here.
Varus.
Viego's here. Yo, this
Viego's
might
here.
be.
Guys.
Oh, they're gonna 2v3.
Lucio down to 100
Kale, no
HP.
flash?
Still has a flash of his own,
Kyle has no
but
flash.
Kyle
This
does
motherfucker
not
tanky as
enough
hell.
to
Oh! Hope
Oh,
touched it!
Hope! Oh.
Wait, maybe it really is a G2 game.
Finds its mark. FlyQuest on the board.
Holy shit, it is a Hope game. I mean, a G2
They
game.
have to get stuff done early. They have to look towards the
Wait,
side
they
of the
gave
map.
them the
That's
angle.
poor.
They didn't know Viego was
That's-
clearing
that's
top
poor
lane.
from AL.
damage to get it done
Yeah.
with the deadly flourish at the end.
Nah, I think Kale
to finish
took a
it
really
off.
bad trade at level
FlyQuest
2. He
as well.
shouldn't have
Talks
been
about
that low to
snowballing,
begin
the
with.
ability to get Masu ahead, who is
Taking bad
such
trades
a
just
solid
opens the window
performer
for the
them
enemy
over the last
jungle
couple
to
of
come
years
bot
as
lane
well.
and get a free
2024
kill.
was great.
So
His season so far
that,
this year
I
has
wouldn't
been
blame that on
absolutely
jungle diff or
exceptional.
whatever. It's just
If
taking
you can
bad
get him
trades.
ahead on this Jhin,
Vampire
you
would
can
have killed
absolutely shred
Viego.
through
Boy, he
AL.
would have
You
sucked
need to also be able
Viego's
to get the
blood.
rest of your team ahead because eventually Flandre and
What are we saying?
Kyle will be too tanky. for you to
Vampire,
deal
man. This is a vampire
Yeah,
joke.
I mean, the power spike
Oh,
of
I
getting
didn't hear.
that early serrated Dirk too is
so
so nice for him. Now on the support recall
My
timers, though, we're gonna
bad.
have them
Oh,
meet up.
Kyle.
Lucio spotted out
Is
by
that
Control
phase
Ward,
rush?
and Kyle
It
pings
is.
him out.
Interesting.
Just trying to keep him
Yeah.
away
He's a
from his
fast
mid
boy.
lane. The quad is on the
TF is
losing
gonna go
side of a
Shirley,
lot of
I'm not even
trades
kidding.
in mid right now as Shanks has built up about a 3 CS lead, nothing too monumental.
Actually, that's more of a
right
nanny
there.
build, maybe not a TF build.
Bo only
He
just
needs
taking
RFC,
over
it's a bit
to
different.
level 5. If it was closer to level 6, might have kill threat.
I wonder if
Flandre with
Quad
that
is
feast
gonna go
is doing a huge amount of
Rocket
true
Bell this game.
damage.
That's the
Lucio
build that
showing off
Sunny
his
was
phase rush
talking
tech
about. I haven't seen
on
it
the
yet.
Alistar there versus Braum with their little support.
He's
I feel like you
dash
kind
forward.
of need
as well.
Catalyst versus
But in the
Azir.
end, the ward stands. AL, they have their control ward there.
No.
So
Ooh.
it
And Whippo,
is
congratulations,
information
you're out of
that is
mana.
known as well. They can go clear
Uh-huh.
it out there. The pings go down.
Yuck, this
So,
top
with
lane.
the junglers going through their second clears.
Who got the
Inspired
kill?
will take out that
Jhin got the
control
kill.
ward. Obviously stood for a little bit longer than they would have wanted it to.
Not
Shanks is
ideal.
about to dive this brother
Just the
underneath the
pick of a
tower.
fight under Quad's nose. Inspired Spectrum Wars across the wall. I think just to make sure the Drake is there. It's one of those. We haven't seen Tarzan in a while. We don't have
We
the best
should
tracking on him,
get
but because
Pixel
they
to
know he's not on the
co-stream
Drake,
an
they then
Inspire
immediately
game. It'd
ping
be
the
really
Krugs
funny.
And say, oh, he must be here right now. Must have just gone for that full clear
Yeah.
up towards.
Yeah,
top.
they are kind of
Just
clones,
one
aren't they?
game.
Looking for his level 6, looking for his
Wait.
full clear here. So you can
Where is
actually have some
Inspire
real nice
from? He's
combat
not
power.
German, right? They just look
Previous to
scarily
that,
He's
similar.
Polish.
Ah,
For
okay.
the smooth level ups. Meanwhile,
Okay,
on the
fair,
bottom
fair.
side, where we did have our early action, playing very respectful here as they move up.
Wait, is Yankos also
Gonna be
Polish?
11 CS up with 3
Correct.
to play for here for
Oh.
Hope. So it's going to be about 7 or 8 when these waves are finally cleared out. On his way to that level 6 as well. We'll be there a little bit sooner.
Everyone
his
likes
main
using this TF
opponent.
skin.
Inspired
Why?
pathing
It's
up
the best
towards
skin.
top once again.
Wait, really?
I don't-
It's
for-
like just clean?
It's the
Yeah, I mean,
it's
they've
just
got their
it's just
level
very
6
clean.
Twisted Fate, so
Also,
now
Oh,
is
that
one
was
of
a
the
nasty EQ.
dangerous times
It-
here
it's-
for
I'm pretty sure
AL.
it's the skin
They saw
Dope used to
Twisted Fate
use.
kinda leak up to the top side, so
Ah, my
bottom lane actually
god.
is free to
Isn't
push
he like
in.
super high
In the
elo now?
late-
They're
later.
looking for it. The level 6
Fuck knows what
Viego
that guy's doing, man.
I saw like an
with Twisted
update.
Fate to
Apparently
get
he's
the
like
shove out
pretty
on the
high elo
lane.
from the
And
last
that's
time
what
I
we're
remember.
talking
东
about
莞
as
现在
far
什么
as
段位啊？
unlocking
我
the
记
Twisted
得挺
Fate,
高的喂。
help them get the push on the lane.
They're
then you can
both from the
transfer
land
your
of
Uh,
good
pressure over.
sausage. Your European sausage
Just
goes
about
hard. I
Denying
will not
vision
lie.
in this fog of war
It's
as well
aight.
to
It's
allow
It's
for a
aight.
little bit more
It's okay.
flexibility.
It's
Wait,
aight.
What? What is
Best
better?
sausages I've ever had. Best sausages I've ever had. Irish. Irish sausages, very good.
We can try and get this wave, but maybe Quad is on his
Don't know
way
why.
down.
British
If you can
palate?
gank
Did
with
you
the
just-
Twisted Fate without having to use the Destiny,
Hold on,
more
bro.
power to you.
Hold on.
Gives you
Hold
more
on.
tools
Let's
in
not
your
do that
toolkit
because
for
if
later.
you're European
Overall, FlyQuest
and you've
actually
had anything
very
that isn't
mild,
basically Spanish
be
or
about
French
400
food,
gold ahead or
I
so.
don't want to
Masters
hear
gonna
it.
lose a couple of
Like if
minions
you're
to
not
this
in
tower, but we'll still
Spain,
have
France or Italy, your cuisine consists of basically like sours and soup and bread. I
was
just
my, like,
no.
not culture shock, but I was like super surprised what type of dish Czech cuisine had. It's like
Oh,
literally
Czech cuisine. I've never had Czech cuisine.
It's literally soup, bread, and like stew.
It's
very similar to Northern Chinese food.
That is going to get answered by the teleport. And Jin can kind of
Best Irish is Chinese.
But also-
right here, so with boots of
No.
I had
Irish.
Oshin send me like a photo of his Chinese takeout, and it was the most white food I've ever seen. Like fake ass
Okay,
Chinese
so-
food with white
Did it have?
side.
Did it have Did it have? It had chips with it, right?
It probably had chips. How are Europeans supposed to live if it doesn't have chips in it? Sorry, I think that's an America joke, but yeah.
It's more. That's an American joke. Yeah, it's okay though.
And
No,
And Flandre, since he used his
Why?
teleport down
We-
bottom
we will
side,
make
goes to the
mistakes.
wave and
Yeah,
looks for
getting a
Sion
guapi.
ultimate.
2
Him
guapies,
kinda hovering
maybe even
there
3
through
guapies.
River.
They're
Three.
feeling extra
Sees
gluttonous.
inspired
Wait, Flandre
Fuzzy
getting
Dragon.
this Drake to
Holy
try
shit,
and go for
Flandre
the
is
trade,
lurking.
so
He might want to chunk
wonder
him.
if they
Oh, he might.
want
I think
try
he's
and
going
delay
to
as
He's
well.
gonna
push him
chunk
off.
him.
Flandre just wants to keep Inspired a little bit busy. See if you can distract him from.
Oh,
I mean,
the
I'm not gonna
dragon's
lie,
hitting
man.
him.
Sion does a lot of damage.
Yeah, he might just ult Q him or something at this point.
I
Luca's
think he-
coming down, they're dropping it.
Yeah, they have to drop it.
Nice map
Like, bro,
movement from AL.
Flandre does not give a
They're not getting
toss
pushed
about
around.
losing one wave.
AL,
They are not
doing
getting
enough
pushed
damage
around.
there with
Man.
the dragon to be able to push
My eyes are
Inspired off.
cleansed now.
Even with Whippo
It's
kind of
nice to
walking
see
up
teams
all
that actually
over, they
have
can't get
non-vegan
the objective on the other
gameplay.
side, so
I've
AL
been watching
here
too much G2,
looking
you
pretty
know?
strong early on with the
I
Fortress.
was becoming a vegetable.
Though the first blood went over to FlyQuest. Let's see if FlyQuest can get their Twisted Fate ultimate operational, if they can get their play onto the side of the map. Eventually, they'll return to the dragon after that delay.
They're both using pink chromas. They're so pink.
If you can get Masu a
Slay
couple of kills, if you
girlies.
get him
True.
500, 600
Nice
gold ahead,
dodge.
really
Dude,
strong
does
spot.
Viego have
Flandre
damage?
here
Nice
on some
block.
of the
He has
stalwarts.
flash.
Means that we're supposed to
He has
flashed
no
away
armor, so I think so.
by the AL top
TF wanted
laner.
to look
Inspired
bot,
gets
but
that
he
someone
went
out
back.
with the help of Whippo.
Yeah, I mean, Flandre has to.
It's a
respect
Portuguese
the
import?
burst
I thought it
damage
was a
there
Greek
with the
import.
Cho'Gath ultimate and with
Oh,
a
shite.
Viego ultimate.
But you know what? I think it's just
So
because
gets
most
necessary flash
fish and
in,
chip
but
shops here
it
are
does
owned by
mean
Greek
FlyQuest
people.
again.
I don't know how they
Oh,
managed to
TP top.
tax.
They know that Kyle
Hook,
is not
flash,
because-
cleanse,
Better
dodge,
cleanse,
no.
but the
Oh, his
curtains
ass is
are
too
open
fat.
and swiftly will close
Oh, his
on
ass is
Hope
too
as
fat.
FlyQuest get their
Nice
second
catch,
kill on the
quad,
board.
hovered
So
down,
hitting
and
the
then
first
off
couple of
vision, he
shots
went
there
back.
with the
Wait, is he off
ultimate
vision? I
to
can't
get
tell.
those
Maybe he got
slows
spotted by like
after
that
he
river ward,
cleansed out
but
on the stun.
maybe Brom showed mid and then
Still a good
Quad
pull.
knew.
FlyQuest getting a kill, getting a
Still a good pull,
successful
still a good
use
pull.
of the
I don't
Twisted
like
Fate
kills on
ultimate.
TF and Jin though, but
And once again, getting a little bit money, a little
Actually,
bit more money for themselves.
TF
It's a 500
kills
gold
on
lead
kills on
basically
Jin
for
is
Quad
nice.
now
He
in
gets
that mid
RFC
lane. Obviously
earlier.
part of that from the
Ah!
TF passive as Busio
Wait.
is going to find Kyle.
Free
already
Uber
got
Eats
the
delivery?
from the
Oh,
unsealed
never mind.
spellbook. Should be able to walk his way away from this one and does so with the help of Tarzan.
his
Just
cleanse is
dashes
on point though.
to
Incorrect. His
his
cleanse was
jungle.
like 1 millisecond too late.
Wow,
He
pushing it on
stopped
the
for
other
1
side
frame.
as well, so Whippo here
No
on
Captain
Cho'Gath.
Jack.
A perfect
Gets
cleanse,
Equals
but
that.
don't stop.
Inspired though is clearing up to the top side.
We've
so
seen better.
Once again,
Come on,
it's probably
guys.
just going to be fight over vision here. After
Y'all
they push
standards
through
are
mid
dropping.
lane
Come
and
on,
push
guys.
Bottom lane. Inspired's got to keep his farm up.
No, I want sausage.
Stay strong.
Dead ass! I want sausage. What
If
time
they
is
go
it?
for
It's
their
7 o'clock. I
big
haven't had dinner
play,
yet. Fuck! What should I
they'll
eat
be
for
able to have enough
dinner?
damage to do so.
Or eat. Stop being vegan.
Zero kept around
Dina.
there. Quad
I've been
likely just to
abusing
TP
Uber
up, and he
Eats.
does immediately to this top
Bro,
lane
do you have
tower.
Uber
There's
One? Oh,
about
well, I
half
guess
of
you're
his
in-
cooldown
Uber One.
left. Hope
In
they
Surprisingly,
Canada, so it would've
Canadian
been
dollar
second
is
place
very
in
similar
mid,
to
as Shanks is
Australian
kept
dollar.
around.
I'm like paying $5 extra for like a meal,
Wild
which is I'm happy
cards.
with because I was
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Europe and it was literally
Alright, there it
nearing
is.
double
Yeah, the
prices
Cyclops
and my
was five.
fucking
Is
like
that what you were
wallet
gonna-
just
Yeah,
bled every
big tower
time.
spike for him. That's that burst damage we were talking about for the big Viego play. Question is,
Bro, so I love being in the States
are they gonna be able
sometimes.
to rotate
Like,
the Twisted
I'll see a number and I'll be like,
over
oh
and
yeah,
out
it's in
of
dollar.
vision of
Oh,
Viego?
the
Like,
inferior
Just laugh in British.
coin.
Just laugh in
Laugh
British
in
sterling.
Clearing some of it out right now.
I can order
He
from
is
Fat
retaking their
Burger
red quadrant
and it's
side
just
at the moment.
chicken, like
Really
fried
trying
chicken.
to make a
Damn, what a
pathway,
crazy name.
Oh hell yeah.
For
Fat
them to be able
Burger.
to pull this play off. Rotated, of course, Masu over to
Tell
the mid lane here,
Jamada how
Jin
much
with
you
a lot of
paid for
reach to
taxi
be
and
able to
bro. I
make
don't
that
remember
play.
how much I paid for a taxi.
Shanks though, just
It was so
continuing to farm
traumatized.
up.
Okay, wasn't
big
a troll
thing here
behind
for
me. I just don't
AL is
remember.
keep the farm up on the Azir. even with the nerfs,
Fucking hell,
this champ
London's
scales
not
so
that
You
bad.
will be fat if you order a fat burger.
Yeah, it was just making sure that they secured
Will
it.
I become fat fuck?
200 Australian dollar. Where the fuck did you go from airport to Central?
Airport to Soho,
make sure
I
that
think.
Inspired is getting as much gold as he can. About a 15
Oh, I was
Why?
from the London City airport, I think. Because I was in a really tight, close time crunch, and I did not know. I do not know how to take the tube, bro.
490 stacks on that
Right, so you flew in on London City,
Shanks keeping his farm up, as we
Took
said.
a taxi,
You know,
went
and
to
then
Soho,
you needed to go to Soho.
and my wallet exploded.
How tight was the time
So
crunch?
versatile.
I was pretty tight,
But
like
FlyQuest here again, looking
was
Like
for the
pretty tight.
mid
going from airport to Soho, how much time did you have? Like
I don't
45
remember.
minutes?
I think I was like, oh, I gotta meet Sunny. I wanted to like do some shopping, and then I was really late to my evening event.
Before the 2-3 item.
So I'm not gonna lie, London City Airport over to Soho is probably like a 30-minute journey, 35-minute journey.
It was way more than 30 minutes.
Would be really nice for
from
them.
taxi.
AL though, very happy
What if
on the
what if he
resets
was
coming out
looping
from
in
FlyQuest just
circles?
to
He
take
was
a drink
scamming
for
me.
themselves. It will be
No,
their first
idea.
I do
I don't
like
think so.
I do like the taxis
will be
in
an ocean
London
going
though.
into
They're
their
very
back pockets.
London specific, like those taxis
Fortress
where you can
comp
sit backwards.
Oh my god, you got in a fucking black
That
cab, didn't you?
chest.
Because the only fucking, it's the only cabs there at London City. I don't think they have like regular taxis.
And a
Oh my
very
god, you got
late
extra
pickup
scams.
on
Those
that
things are
Dragon
like
Canes. We are-
13 minutes.
Yeah, we are going to be very
20%
far
more
away from
expensive
soul
than
stacking. It's going to come down to
Like a Uber or a
Clueless
taxi.
foreigner.
can FlyQuest make
Actually.
any, sort of avenue towards some
Oh,
of the
they're doing the
towers here to
thing
open it up?
where
Looks like
you play TF
big
and the
fog
support
down to
goes
the bottom side
spellbook
of the
and you go
map.
double cleanse.
It's just
Me
really
when I
difficult for FlyQuest, right? Because your hard engage is the Alistair, which does work really well with tower dives. If
Uber
you
was
go
banned in
Destiny
London at one
as well,
point?
you do have a
Yeah,
lot of
for a
hard
very
to
short day, it was
see.
like
That
a
way
week.
Malatang is
Wait
pretty
for
good
an
if you
AL
want.
that they can
What?
kind of
No,
clear
I'm
away
trying to
and
lose
walk away.
weight. I don't want a
Unless
Malatang,
you
bro.
are
Fuck.
really forcing to make the
don't-
play happen, it's a really tricky
I'm getting
Yo,
gluttonous.
like,
You're not
don't
far enough
gatekeep.
ahead as
Put me on.
FlyQuest to be
What's
forcing
what is that?
double tower dives,
It's
single tower
so
dives, but you
mala
do need
means
to keep the
numb,
pace of the game a
numbing
little bit
and
more
spicy.
accelerated.
I mean, everybody's on
So
first
Okay,
item right now.
so
numbing,
extra hot.
spice,
They are. Well, here we go.
soup
Yeah.
with it's like you know
That's
the story you know
also
the science
an
behind
issue
hot
with
pot.
it.
There's
As
like
they're in
a
the
soup
design, you
base
just
and then
walk
you
away
put
from your
all like
place
your
and run away, I guess.
Quad head
meats,
spellbook
your
over to
veggies,
heel,
your
so he's
like
trying to
little
run
fish
in
cake or
front of
whatever
the
in.
train to try
It's
and
pretty much
block the
that, but a
ultimate,
mini
couldn't get
pot
that
size
either.
with the soup already inside the
Ooh.
pot.
Slight
And it's
swing and a
specifically
miss
spicy
there.
and numbing.
You
There's
do get the ultimate
another
out of
version
the
which is
Scion.
stir fry, so
No
there's no soup,
real
and
objective
it's
to
just
play for on that
oil
bottom side of the
blasted
map
with
right now.
chili,
The
and
road
it's
has
so
been
fucking good, bro.
started
Can you
by
imagine
AL,
like
but
oil
it's
fry
just going
or
to
stir
reset
I
fry?
can
when it's
imagine that.
joined up here, the Destiny coming
So
out.
tasty.
Looking
Alright, TFL
behind
flashes
it.
away.
Usually has to flash. Regrets
That's
that
TF flash.
decision, pretty sharpish.
That is Tia
As,
Flash.
now he's walking
Brother.
away.
Holy fuck, it's
AL,
Jamada
well,
TF.
everyone's still full
but-
HP here, but I think with Quad not
Should
having
we
that
start to
summer
Heidi Lao?
anymore,
Heidi Law's kind
a
of
little
basic
bit less
for her.
likely to take the fight.
Bro, actually, I've been having
Just
to
poking around
teach
up
my
here,
mum
still
that
trying to
oil is
fix to
actually
see if
really
they can get
fattening,
any sort of
and
angle,
that you
but
can't use it as
Sion and
gravy.
Braum are quite
Oh,
good at blocking
as
these
gravy?
attacks. And then AL make the call.
Basically,
Okay,
yeah,
Like a
because
Shanks immediately
what
quicker up to the
it's
side lane,
kind of
get
like
more farm on the Azir,
the way that
keep
she
the
cooks
Azir
food.
pushing,
Obviously, like
and nobody
she
really
cooks a lot in the Dutch pot, right?
exposing themselves for a pick.
So for years, and I didn't really realize because I was a little bit I was unaware of how calorie dense oil was until not too long ago. Actually.
Oh my god, your mouth cooking genuinely sound like a QQ notification, and it just like rewind this like PTSD that I have. 他刚才嘴巴发出的声音很像 QQ， 就是有人给你发消息的声音。Sounds like when someone messages you. Oh, that's so scary. Don't ever do that again. I was addicted to the internet when I was on QQ. It's like the new old WeChat.
Yo,
Oh, kill?
my fault.
Oh shit, nice buffer from the
Oh,
Diego.
great fucking buffer. Quad's still dead
But
though.
he still dies.
I mean, I think it's still good.
Kill
think
onto Inspired though.
It's still good.
Looking for the tower here as well for that feat of warfare as AL took the
But
rebuild.
yeah. So like, let's say I don't know, she's like frying chicken thigh, right? What you really kind of should do is make, if you want to have like a gravy, you should just make the gravy itself, right, with its own ingredients. Then once the chicken is cooked, you basically just toss that chicken
Ikea
into the
gravy
gravy.
is so
The tier 2 here is
good.
hoping against to open up as well.
Nice
never had
cross map
Ikea
play.
gravy.
They send
Only
two
have
bot,
the
they
collector
trade
right
mid
now, and
tower.
that's 2 quick towers
Damn.
over to the LPL
No
number
free
one.
kills, no
Yeah,
free
those Void Grubs,
kills.
the Void Mites doing a lot of work there. AL pushed down pretty heavily.
But you know what the actual
grabbing 2 for
real, the
themselves,
real
so
fattening
they got
one
a
is?
bit of money back with
Like,
these
let's
here,
say
going
you
1 for
cook
1 under the tower, and then
beef
the
mince,
2 towers
right?
there investing
Yeah.
Rift Herald.
If
So
you
they're
don't
keeping their
drain
economy up on
the
their scale
oil
team fight,
appropriately,
despite FlyQuest
or
going
like
for the play
enough
onto the
to the point where it's
bottom
basically
side and
almost
getting
dry,
another
right?
tower down, which they
Um,
do need to open up this,
that
you know, this
oil.
map to be able
So
to
like, have
play
you
with,
ever
but
put
Azir just
beef
kind of
mince
replants
in
the tower.
like the fridge, and when you take it out, it's like in kind of a jelly?
I've frozen it before, but I know what you mean.
Right, so that happens when the oil and oxygen basically mix and it emulsifies. And comically, in that state, it has more calories than normal.
with the way the game is going, and
So,
if
don't
you, like,
eat
choose
overnight
play
like
around these
mince.
rates, and if FlyQuest
Well, no,
really
no,
force
eat
into a
overnight
fight,
mince.
yeah,
Like,
I'll
it's
just
still
back away and
fine,
say, okay,
but
you
it's
can
just,
we don't
just,
have
you
to
know, that
Be-
it's just a sign that you have not drained
Be
it. It was just a sign that you didn't drain it
calorie
enough.
Yeah, definitely. No,
That's like
no
if you're
necessity
trying to be calorie aware,
so much comfort as it goes
that's
on.
just something to be mindful of.
Meanwhile, like you're thinking maybe
Because also,
the
it's just an
Varus or
impossible thing to
something
track.
go
Like, if
over
you're
his
tracking
head.
calories,
He's got his cleanse,
it's
he's
just
got
such
his
an impossible
flash
thing to
ready.
track.
Easily
Bro,
push out
I
mid-wave,
fucking
and since they
can't.
have their
Especially
own
now that I'm
mid-tower,
actually trying
easy
super hard to
rotation
lose
over here
weight.
for
I
AL.
I am getting so picky. This is getting boring. I miss eating fun food.
You can eat fun food that's low calorie,
No, but I'm
donut.
not cooking,
It's
so I
not
can't
hard.
eat the fun food that I want to eat. Oh, hold up, Big Five, Marisol. TF.
Hold on.
Spotting who? Wukong?
How's
Wukong
that?
dashes away, nice.
No one.
They got Dragon. 2 dragons at
Or
19 minutes.
if you need help, I can help you. Is not
The
big deal.
best way I've been tracking my calorie is looking at the calorie like symbol at the bottom for Uber Eats. Tarzan 1 HP, Tarzan dead. Wait, no,
Oh my god,
Tarzan's
Tarzan's
not
not
dead.
dying.
The
He's
Braum
not dying, he's
just
not dying,
cuffed
he's not
him.
dead. And Bushu got shoved over the wall. Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay, Shanks got eaten, but
So
like the
1
fight is
for
for sure just
3.
over.
Can Masu even do? No, my god, Kale is so annoying. Kale is so annoying with this fucking beef top laner.
Only Masu stands tall.
Oh my god, the game completely flipped with that. But that's what happens, like, the Viego just can't ever get a reset that easily. Like,
It's
look at
really
this, unplayable, man.
And the thing is like even if you get a reset, like
He
I
just
don't
dies.
think there's a good body to take. Do you know what I mean? Like I think that what makes Viego,
Good soul, you mean?
yeah, no, serious. Like the,
Body made it
I
sound
think
very
what
like
makes-
sus.
Get your mind out of the gun.
Hashtag
Terrible,
time to
terrible,
fly.
terrible mind.
And that's what we were saying, right? Like,
What, to heaven?
No, man, to what, to the US? To LA? Time to fly. Back.
It's so hard for FlyQuest.
Oh my god, look at the DPS difference. I mean, Varus is having a free fight. No one was hitting him.
That's lethality Varus, by the way. That's not even deep. That's not even on hit Varus.
Short trip at least. They could just like take the bus back or something.
Now you've got your
Save the
Loki
budget,
could
you
like
know?
get a coach down.
on
Yeah.
so many members. Both carries
That's gotta be fun.
on front line
I
as
imagine
well.
like
The Mega Front
Road
line.
trip.
road trips in the states
FlyQuest here.
are probably really fun.
Have
I
The
wanna
gas is not looking
I wanna do it
fun.
the next time I'm in Texas, but I don't know. No, bro, gas is like cheap out there compared to like a lot of places because the
Really?
infrastructure's
Wait,
built on.
as a
Yeah, the
Sydney
infrastructure's built
person,
on roads.
Gas is like
They don't have to give
hearing
you
gas is
anything.
being cheap is
Right now they're
crazy.
gonna keep their teleport Azir
I
up
mean,
on the
I mean,
top
same.
side,
Like,
have to
bro,
be
as a
able to
Brit,
answer,
like,
and kind of
petrol
just
is
keeping watch, you
not
know?
cheap
Scars.
anymore.
Just letting Shanks get up towards that third item.
That's a
It's
big
Cop Armor, so I
Cho'Gath, to
assume
be
it's gonna be a
honest.
Seekers. See if he
How many
finishes
stacks?
the entire zone.
7
Just
stacks.
Tarzan looking for
Fuck,
Inspired.
single
There's
digits,
a level
like
deficit,
single
but
digit stacks is like
just
hard to
as,
tell. I'm not
Inspired's
gonna lie.
been farming up his jungle so well.
You have to
Tarzan
really
very
squid for
involved
it.
in the game so far. Next Drake in 2 minutes. It's Chem Soul for the first time this series. Last couple of games has been Mountain. Busio jumped on, puts
This
down
guy is fine. He's chilling. He has. Actually, is he chilling?
He doesn't have.
Oh, MB. Oh my
Okay, if he
god.
dies like that is not good.
The burst damage was crazy. I was like, I thought he had flash, but I
They can
was
maybe
right.
replay front to back. They can maybe replay front to
They're
back,
getting
or they want to
picked
Tarzan.
apart. Big knockoff on the Azir. Hold up. Wait, another kill
Oh
into
my god!
FlyQuest.
Shanks got one shot.
He fucking got one tap by Troga. Wait, they gave Dragon over.
Should be a rotation over towards
Jodo
Otacon.
Mate, I thought it was fine, but
FlyQuest here really
they couldn't
needing to
stop
make
the
some
Viego.
Yeah, Kyle.
and they do.
Kyle
The
cannot get one
pressure
shot.
is on. That is some gold
he's
back
the
for
like only
themselves.
person.
He has
that can
TP by
one
the
shot.
way. Actually, he has
objective,
TP.
though.
He's TPing
Flandre and Hope,
to the fight.
They call for the teleport
They have no
from
TP on
Seeing a lot
Azir
from both.
though. They might just like
Hold on,
die.
this guy's dead.
They might die. Do I really hope? Do I really trust Hope? What is he cooking?
His Q was probably on cooldown.
Cancel the road trip for so bad.
the double collector team. Inspired had finished his collector. Masu also had his
Now, why is
ward
Kale
gone,
even
plus
walking
his
like that? Be
collector.
real for a second.
They
He was on a
actually
ward.
go
Like
through
they were on a
Brawl.
ward. You see that dog ward?
Finishing it
Yeah,
off for the
exactly.
first reset here.
Yeah.
Whipple coming over and the teleport. Answer there
How did
for AL
Tarzan
does
get
come
one
in a
shot?
little bit later, but the
Flash
snowball
ulted
through
by
the fight
Troga.
already began with FlyQuest jumping
Damn,
on
Whipple
that
actually
base,
like
actually bursting down.
really pulled his weight this team fight.
Kyle, and then making their rotation over. So let's see if the Otacon power here. the
My
flower power,
favorite
is
thing
gonna be
is
enough
when
for them.
players die and fuck up and they scratch their head. It's so silly.
Everything we talked about in draft.
They're like,
Like,
ah,
Nani?
Siva.
Ah, Nani?
FlyQuest still need to be able to snowball games. Or snowball the game a little bit, but we have seen if
The
they can catch
support
one person
needs
out,
to
Inspired
change.
resets throughout a fight can turn the battle on its head.
And
Oh,
the
I'm hungry.
teleport from the Azir is a critical summoner spell.
I'm
so
hungry. You
that
talking about
plus
food?
I looked at food
the
and I
money
gave
you're
up
hungry
looking
has
at
triggered
food.
my.
for FlyQuest. Might be something
I looked
that
at
they can
food for a
leverage.
solid like maybe 1
They
minute.
actually invest the teleport now from Whippo.
I've
to
only
go over here
trialed with
for
2 different
next Drake.
restaurants. One is Chinese,
But
one is Korean.
Flandre has his own
I'm
to
too
answer as
scared
well
of
as his
eating
ulti, so
anything that is like local because
AL
I
can get
don't know
everyone
the
there
dishes
on
very
time,
well.
it's gonna
Plus,
be difficult for
I
FlyQuest,
feel like
and they
they're
want
just
to look
much more
for
oily.
a little bit more focus fire here if they can
Good luck
get
getting
anyone
stuff for him,
early.
brother. I have home cooked food.
See Flandre setting up for
Yo,
that
can I have some?
unstoppable
Also, I'm in London.
Tarzan
I could. Also, I'm in London. Like, bro, I could order a kebab right now.
Oh, they didn't take Dragon. Hold up.
Oh.
Roman's the first one
Kyle.
to flash out and not die.
Oh, Inspired died. Inspired got one shot. Inspired got one
Yeah.
shot.
Oh, it's over.
Wow.
They played the team fight properly.
Yeah, I mean they just have to.
Good
they
flash,
just
to
have
be
from
fair, from Kale to bait it.
Gonna get a Greg sausage roll, bro. When I learned how calorie dense fucking Greg's was, I, sausage rolls are like a mega luxury to me because they have as many calories as like 80% of a fucking meal. So
Really? Oh shit.
yeah, that's so good.
Oh my god, they're like a little bomb.
This time around, they get
Bro,
their
it's so
third
nuts.
dragon,
Like a
and they can move
single
over to Baron.
sausage roll is like almost 400 calories.
Canadian cuisine, are we gonna get a big old plate of poutine? I was talking about eating poutine, but I feel like I could never finish eating poutine. It'd be such a
What is
waste of
poutine
money.
even?
Poutine is a Canadian fast food dish that is hot chips with gravy and cheese. Thoughts on Zed? Sexy as hell, bro. I love Zed. Have you seen him unmasked?
Forced away by Flandre.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's a little hot. No, I hear it.
See if they can. Yeah, here's another.
Dude, hottest
look at
men
it. So,
in league.
again, like, this
Hottest men in
comes so
league?
much for
Like we do all of this gooning over the women, but like what about the men? Like let's get some.
Sure,
Let's get
chat.
some like.
Hottest male League of Legends character。英雄联盟里面，英雄哦男性的英雄谁最好看？谁最帅？Okay, I think there's a couple like first. Like what front runners? A lot of people simp over
Okay.
Viego. That one
Yep.
Asian talent skin because he's Asian.
the sword saint one.
Yeah.
Very close.
I don't know about Ophelia. Yone. A lot of people simp over Yone because he's an anime boy.
Now.
Yep.
There's a lot of standing gold on the map for them as well. Only
No,
taking
Yasuo
2
has his
towers
feet out.
so
His
far,
Yasuo's
both of those in the mid lane.
stinky, bro.
Means if they do want to play through these sides, there's a lot of gold in those
Bro
turrets
walks barefoot.
to be claimed.
Alright, well. frame by frame. We got to see if we can get that
everyone
big
typing
chunk of burst
Yas
damage
for
down if they wanna
Yasuo,
get
they're
that
just
reset,
saying
but with the Baron
Yas.
buff, that has got to be lots of extra pressure here. The
Yes.
4-1 split push.
Heart
Zion
still
easily
set,
able
bro. I
to
like
usher
Heart
up
still
the
set.
mid lane
Also,
as
I recently
well.
watched the K-pop
So
Demon
here comes the
Hunter
Fortress.
movie that
Here
recently
comes
came
the
out on
siege.
Netflix. It's like a parody movie about
Right there,
K-pop
making a
idols.
two-member
It
move
was actually
over
pretty
towards
fun.
Flandre.
It was like a
Like they
fun
do
watch
call it off.
for
Again, investing a
movie
lot,
night where you
know,
don't have
into
a
the
movie
second
picked.
War Doms here for Inspired. So
The songs are also really good.
FlyQuest Clear
I
are
know.
like, hey, we are going to do our burst comp through whatever frontline
Was it funny?
member is
I put
furthest
some
engaged.
chuckles. I put some
And
chuckles, I think.
Just
If it works, it works.
If it works, it works. Just try and full send and try and
Okay,
get
I'm
the
gonna
chains
give
going.
an
If it
interesting
doesn't,
answer that I think people will not like so much.
Down onto
It better be
Oh,
very
hold on.
interesting.
Sundisk as well as AL, will just
I think Akshan.
control of this top
Action?
side.
Action
Using
is
their
coming?
ultimate
I can't take that guy
Action?
seriously,
freely
bro.
to make sure that they can take that tier
Action
two.
is
They
coming.
will down towards that bottom
Action's a
side.
handsome little devil.
FlyQuest have been
to
able
be honest.
withstand
You
a
like
little
long
bit of
hair?
this storm. Unstoppable Onslaught coming out from Flandre. He just
Have
Like,
you
you-
seen my head?
that FlyQuest can't get any gold for themselves. So objective bounties, so those
Well,
hours obviously
fair
will
enough,
give
fair
them
enough.
a little bit of a gold infusion.
Yeah, AL been so
He
good
likes
with their economy
Akshan
here,
because-
looking after each wave,
Actually,
keeping their income
Akshan got a
really,
nice
really high
jawline,
here.
to be
So many
fair.
stacks there for Flandre.
You know?
I'm not like I'm cooking.
Yeah, you're
good.
it's the
By
beard.
the
It's
way.
the beard that frames his face. Beards
He's-
do
he's got-
frame
he's got a
jawline
good
very
beard.
nicely.
Lead over his counterpart.
Yeah.
He's very
Yeah.
majestic.
That
He's a
Pope
majestic
Harris.
bro.
Yeah, Kaya with 1,000 gold.
That's for sure.
What is he on? He don't like them twinks, man. The anime boys. He likes a man.
Towards that second item. It's a minute and a half away. It would be sold for AL.
Jace?
I think Chemsol doesn't matter too much. in a game
I
like this,
used
but
to
obviously
think Jace
really nice
default
to
skin
have
was the hottest
damage reduction.
I mean, honestly,
champion
if they are
splash
trying to go
art
for,
when
to
I
burst
was
you
an
low and
actual
get someone
infant.
really low
That's
real
true.
quick.
But then I
That's true.
discovered my first
I
love,
just
which was
don't think,
Ezreal.
like, I'm at the point now where
And then
Like,
that's
by the
where
way-
that's where the
AL have to
twink
misplay a
train
team fight
started.
for them to
Sorry.
get low, you know? That's kind of position I'm feeling.
Scratch
for
his
If you
them.
don't
head.
believe
air-
me,
Pop the ghost through that
Erm,
unsealed
Crystal
spell,
Rose.
way down towards
Crystal
the
Rose
bottom lane,
Akshan.
try and clear out this wave. No real
Get your
waves
stocks
pushing
now.
actually for AL on the rest of the map, so
And
Boomerang's
you'll get
a bit
it.
of time with that top lane tier 2, and looks like AL are
If
just
we're
going to
counting
back
skins
away.
a little bit.
Flandre is on his way across. There's a teleport available for Shanks.
I-
He does
I-
want to
But I
every
feel like
time I think of
Jace
Crystal
gets hyped
Rose,
because of Arcane.
I think of lingerie, Zyra, Crystal
with a TP
Rose.
from the unsealed
Such a good
spellbook.
skin, by the
Shanks
way.
is Uri
Lingerie,
now, and
Zyra.
like
She's
I
like wearing
will
lingerie
get
dead
themselves
ass in
a
that
little bit
skin.
of gold. It's 1,000
Hold on.
in total for them.
Pierre back.
Shrinks that gold lead to about 2.3k.
This convo made me
All
realize
right,
all my
AL
favorite
down
male
there in
champions are
position,
cute, fluffy, non-humans that I
awaiting
would.
the arrival
wouldn't
of
date.
that
Are you talking about
Dragon Song. It's
Twitch?
only 22 seconds away.
What the?
Whippo has teleport though.
Yo!
Teleport and feast are ready.
You need to get your computer checked. You are a
But
criminal.
this delay means that FlyQuest
What
are
are
gonna
you
have to work
talking
through,
about?
some enemy territory. The
Check your
approach
mother
might
search
be fairly
history. There's
difficult
nothing
for
in my
them.
search history that's
AL
bad.
set up really nicely first.
We are talking about attractive level, bro. Attractiveness. What do you you mean, nah, bro? I mean, he can get big.
Yo, you sounded so Chinese when you said. What do you mean?
What do you mean? Oh, I've been putting on a Singaporean accent for the sake of it, but now it's like slipping. I can't control it anymore. I used to like switch in and out, but now I can't control it. It's like seeping out.
On that back line. The moment though, AL just have their meatballs in the front of the
They have their
composition.
meatballs at the
It's all
front.
front.
Meatballs?
Just
Wait,
stand
what?
in the way
Okay,
of
medic.
FlyQuest.
What is Medic cooking? I think Medic is also hungry.
Meatballs.
Oh
Oh my god, you got a
whoa,
four-man
Tarzan!
knockup!
What
Eh,
about
support
Boras?
for one trade though, support for jungle is actually not bad
Okay.
for FlyQuest.
Oh,
Can
Hope
Azir
is hitting,
cook?
by the way. No one
Can
is
Azir-
hitting Hope.
He
No one
flashed
is
in
hitting
red
Hope.
card!
He's cooking.
He just flashed in red card!
Oh,
He just
Meatball.
flashed in red.
Wait.
Wait, where did
Hold
Bass
on!
go?
But he's not going to be able to find more.
He's on the
Ripper trying to
frog.
chase him.
Go!
And that's
Hold on.
Whisker
Where's Varus?
in the end.
That's happened to the AD carry.
Exchange across the two
Oh,
teams.
Shiba Sekia, what the fuck happened?
Can't chase down the last
Bro, did Quad actually flash red card? I didn't see.
Yes, he actually flashed red. I'm not kidding. You're in
Oh.
闪进去红牌. Just look at when Azir is in the bush. Like, it was slow-mo for me when I saw that happen. It was actually slow. 有人闪进去交
Bro,
红
also,
牌。
Hope really just needs to press R on Whippo like every time. It's such free damage ammo.
What happened
Unless, like,
to
Squishy is
the
free.
Varus?
Let's see.
Like, okay.
He just stayed on the other side of the wall, bro. Like, look, no one's hitting him.
Oh, there
for a
it
long
is.
time.
pre-firing from the
Oh.
That's the red card
doing
before
so
his
much
death.
damage.
It's because he drew
He
blue first, I
flashed
think.
in. Oh, Hope flashed in and got instantly Cho'Gath
Yeah.
ulted. You fucking
So close.
Tapei.
It is so close for FlyQuest in that
What
moment.
did Hope just
Bruh.
do?
Able to
Highlight.
finish it and get back onto Shanks. Shanks
Oh, hell no.
Azir
Hope
that has been
is
farming up so
Hope
much
is
this
gaming.
game.
I mean,
Stood
sorry,
tall
anti-gaming,
with the
anti-gaming.
Quadra.
Still has that Seeker's arm guard.
Alright, I need
as
this game
well.
to end so I can go
Crazy
put some
that he
nuggies in
didn't
the
use that
oven.
in the
Oh my
previous
god, can I
sequence.
have some nuggies?
Dude, that was a lot more exciting.
I get
than I
these
thought it would be.
nuggies
Like,
from my local
AL
supermarket, and they're
actually
low-key
here
just
on
It was
the
a
better
zero
version
Quadra?
of
Yeah,
McDonald's.
Eh? Oh, did he forget to press Q? They got soul.
They got soul. They got soul.
Flandre
The Flandre is the
is
one shot. This is not
dead.
good. This is not good, and
Whipper.
Shanks can't hit. Shanks can't hit. It's a good ult.
Oh,
And Tarzan is 1v9 in the
GA.
fight.
They have GAs.
Oh.
It's not fair, they have GA. Master can only hit one and he hit the guy with the GA, now he's fucking back alive. Oh, it's all over, man. This game was close, but it's just hard to play 5v5s. It's
I don't know,
impossible to play
I-
5v5s and you put yourself on soul point, so you have to 5v5.
I really think that Whippo, like, because the way that I see this game, right, is AL want to play the fights front to back. So Sion is always going to be on the front line, right? And I think if he's in the, like, I need to be a frontliner anyway mode, I think if he just locks set man, and I know he plays it because it's like those are the kind of random bullshit champs he plays, you know? Like he wins the lane, he's really hard to dive in lane swap situations, and then Sion can never frontline because if he frontlines, he's just setting himself up to get set out into the backline, and then AL don't actually get to play a front to back fight properly.
When was the last time I saw a set top lane? They did not do well.
I think honest to God, I think the last time that I saw it was maybe Whippo. I'm not even kidding.
Pretty special to fight back.
Yeah. See if they can do it. I mean, just again,
How
keep
do you
looking
even
for your
deal with
reset
Whippo
comp
if you're
to,
AL?
reset off of some sort of
Whippo?
frontline kill member.
Just kill his teammates and he's like a walking piece of, I don't know, nugget.
Soul fight to getting the kill onto Shanks.
Just kill his teammates!
It's an entirely different state of
Okay.
Okay, dodge your spells, that's actually how
do it anymore
to,
because Shank's got
Oh,
his
Kale
arm
plays
guard
set support!
This Azir
That's, I was like,
is
Kale plays
so
some weird
strong.
champions.
Meanwhile, you
That's
Jway.
the other one.
Jway.
Oh,
Hope so.
shoot.
Let's
Was it
see.
Jway? But who else played
AL
the
Yeah, it was
set
Jway.
support?
with the power
It was him?
of
Not Kale?
his soul
No,
at their
okay.
back to so much
Pardon me.
to ward off
Jway,
this
Erha. Those were the guys in
Ah,
the
it's,
LPL that did
okay,
it.
I'm remembering the wrong people. Ah, this, wait.
And then Whippo literally played it versus Gwen a few weeks ago. He played it in the C9 series.
It's a slow fucking death, bro, this game. AL's
It might
really,
be.
really good at denying cross-map plays for FlyQuest. I don't know if you guys saw, they took 3 grubs early. Flandre sacked his own lane away just to stop Viego from clearing Dragon, and they end up getting both Dragon and Grub on the same rotation. It was kind of nasty. What the fuck was that Q
Flandre really
damage?
1v9 that sequence.
Sorry, it was Chinese in me, sorry.
I know. It's okay. Hey man, like, if
What
I'm
if
allowed
I
to
go back
randomly,
into
like...
casting and then like my Chinese... Sorry? Oh, no, thank you. Sorry.
AL, strong and controlled game.
You just
from
invaded
them.
the bedroom.
FlyQuest try
I
and
keep
go
getting
for
ganked
some
by rundown
burst comp,
service. I didn't know
but
they did rundown service
unable
every
to
single
make
day.
it work.
Also, they just heard me like shouting Chinese, like Chinese accent.
Okay, I need to be right back so that hopefully my food is ready when the next game
3-1,
starts.
ult to clan. Oh man.
The question for FlyQuest
I'm
is,
not a fan of
what do you
FlyQuest
change the game to?
drafting.
You pick
不喜欢
lose
FlyQuest
this
的阵容怎么办呢？ Like, I like G2's drafting, but I don't like their gameplay. I like FlyQuest's gameplay, but I don't like their drafting. Does that make sense?
Do you need to change things up, or
Can they
a couple
combine
of
into one
small
team?
changes that have to be made? It's a back and forth game.
Can we combine them
seeing
too?
AL to match point shocks. What's the
G2
best
和
conference?
FlyQuest 能不能合
Well,
起
we've
来
got
啊？
elation on one side for, I think Emily, because she wants to see both teams win, so she's happy who gets to match point either side. I think Isaac is a little bit more
Easier to
deflated just
fix
because-
than gameplay.
I feel like they're actually playing really well. It was a
True
fun game to watch.
Side
I
eye.
thought that with the composition they had, when
Okay,
FlyQuest
I'm gonna
got a
order
little bit
food. I'm
behind, they were
getting
going to
really
get completely
hungry.
bulldozed. But they were able to keep it close, and I'm pretty happy with how they've been playing. So it's been honestly a really fun series to watch.
I believe you. I believe you.
It's
You know,
been
you
really
are this. You are literally the picture on X of like the room's on fire.
Rooms on fire.
Everything's fine.
Get
It's totally
sashimi.
fine.
Honestly, you guys have
again, though,
convinced
we
me.
see
I will
kind
get
of the
sushi today.
counterpunch
You
from
guys
Flyquest, we gotta
are
say.
hyping
AL
up
Legend was
sushi.
kind of
I will
sober,
get
and I think in
sushi.
this game, right, Emily?
Yeah,
Don't
I
know
mean,
which specific
AL
like
really absorbed the
restaurant is
pressure
good for
super,
sushi
super
though.
well. I think
Ooh,
Black
4.8
Cat-
rating.
Give me a look.
4.8 rating. Hello, hello.
Emily's mad dogging me.
What did he just say? Emily is mad
Go
dogging
ahead,
me.
Josh.
Oh my
the-
god, that
coming out of
damage
this,
dip
I
in
think
mid lane is
the huge thing for
crazy.
AL was a lot of
中单
team fight setup. Yeah, we saw
3万
when they
差
weren't able to
距
get those team fight setups,
3
actually FlyQuest
万
were able to crawl their way back
Alright.
in. But with this beefy
Let me see
front
the
line, I think
menus
Veer
really
and,
quickly.
Varus hitting on the backside of every team fight was really what
Ooh,
ended up,
deep
tearing
fried
FlyQuest
breaded
apart, and
pork
like you said, they were
fillet.
kind of on a timer with
Ooh,
damage.
that
I
sounds
agree.
kind of
There's
good.
a couple of team fights that I want to talk about in particular,
That
starting
sounds
with
kinda
this one
good.
where
Wait,
AL
this is
proved that every
literally the
second counts,
place
beating
that
out
CFO
FlyQuest
was
in the first
ordering the
major
other day.
team fight, thanks to the reliable
I remember
Cisco
this
network and the
menu.
TPs arriving in time.
Yeah, the big thing.
Chat, should I
Tarzan
get
is going
sashimi
here,
and
but then
sushi
both
or should I
Whippo
get
and
a
Flandre are going
katsu?
to TP
Katsu
into the
daisu.
backside. Flandre gets
Katsu
here
daisu.
first, and Inspired is already
I only
almost
eat
dead by the
salmon
time
if I
he
eat
gets to the
sushi
team
though.
fight. And the big
Maybe
thing
like
to watch
chicken
in these
instead of
fights,
pork because it's more
whenever
protein.
Azir and,
I've been
Varus
I've
are
been
able to kind of
super
free hit,
duper
especially
I've been
in
lacking
this
protein
particular
so
one,
much
it
that
is
my
going to be
legs
disaster
hurt like a
for
motherfucker,
FlyQuest. I
man.
thought
Like
it
my
was a
legs
really
hurt
pincer
so
move
bad.
with the Sion coming
Katsu's
in.
too
Flandre
fat.
sometimes
Just
even
get
as
the
we saw in their
slim
playoffs
sashimi
would
and
like drop
sushi.
whole waves on
My
Sion to join
legs
up.
hurt
He's
so
gonna
much
bring
because
the
I
sushi
am
fight.
gymming
We'll
without
make
eating
sure
enough
he's
protein,
there. I
so
like it
I'm
where
definitely
he's
losing
Fiddle's back in
weight.
his team up.
Absolutely.
And
I
I'm
wanted
not
to talk
trying
about
to,
another
like,
fight as well.
specifically
It was one that came
lose
after this because I
weight
kind of was
while
looking
being
at
in
it like you
pain.
were, I think, where after that fight goes bad for FlyQuest, you're like, all right,
Yeah,
well, they've
no?
kind of been outscaled. You had to get out hurt. You had to get out to a big early lead.
Salmon
You're probably cooked. But I
sashimi.
did think that FlyQuest was able to really make some admirable fights happen even from this disadvantage. So I wanted to go back to what was the initial
Sashimi and
first
sushi's
fight over the fourth
OP.
dragon
Salmon is
here.
basically
You
a
know, it was not
superfood. Maybe the
second
katsu
fight.
is like nuggets.
And so I want to really highlight how Tarzan was playing this. So Tarzan was
The
playing on the
omega
low
3s
side,
and
and you can see
salmon.
that Hope as well as Shanks are
I
kind
am
of guarding this
I'm
one.
so
So what
brain
they're
dead.
trying to
Not
do
brain
here
dead, sorry,
is they're
brain
actually
rotted.
trying to push
Omega.
Masu down
The
to
first
this
thing when I
side so
thought
that
of like
Tarzan can
omega,
get
I'm like
engaged kinda
omega
right over the wall
lol.
into here. So the initial play I think was really good. The setup was great from AL. We can start to roll this forward, and we are going to see that Flandre. I think he is positioning very confidently because he knows he's so tanky. So what FlyQuest are doing is they're just taking
I can
free
get
damage on the
nigiri.
Sion. They get a really good chunk
Wait,
on
what
him.
did I
So
order?
by the time that Tarzan
Salmon
actually
belly
goes to engage,
sashimi.
you look
Oh,
at the
it's
HP, there's
wait. What's
already
the
quite a
difference
bit
between
missing. So the
salmon
engage
belly
comes in,
sashimi
really
and
nice initial engage,
salmon
but Masu is staying safe on the
sashimi?
side.
One has
He
skin,
is free
right?
hitting.
They
Critically,
kind of
though,
both
on
taste
the
the
other
same
side,
to
it
me.
is Shanks.
Oh
Notice how Kyle
One has
repositions with him.
skin.
He is always protecting his carry. He
那
knows
别
that
晚
the
饭我好
Azir is
饿
where
啊。Belly
you
go
are
more
out
fat.
in the
Hell
fight.
no, I'm
You
not getting
always
a
move
belly
to
then.
protect the Azir, to create that
Hell
space.
no.
So even though FlyQuest played it out, I think really, really well, AL was so clear on what their win conditions were in the fight. They were trying to manipulate the
I
position.
do think belly
very
tastes better.
well.
Yo, are they okay?
And as a result,
Oh,
they
they're.
still win out
哇
that fight.
塞，
They get the
他们有个
Flandre
按
on the
摩
Azir,
师
who's just
，they
on
have
top.
I want
a
to give some props also to
team
Shanks, who's also
massager for them
amazing
headaches. That's
But in terms
crazy.
of kind of being a rookie on the international stage and having
They're
the pressure
massaging
you
his
have
head.
as an LPL first seed, you know this of course
I can
firsthand,
get a
Emily. The fact that he has presence
takoyaki.
of mind in those fights, that he's, you know, just not losing the plot because you could
Brothers
actually
getting
throw
an
the game here.
adjustment.
Yeah, and Shanks has
Maybe.
been, I've been kind of waiting for him to make it to an international for a really long time, right?
So is he.
This is
Honestly,
the
this is a
prestigious
good
mid-laner
game.
upcoming
Why is
from
Bippo on his phone?
Dundee.
Why?
I mean,
Between the games,
Why
on
is
point.
why is
I don't know
Bippo
about
on the
that.
phone in the middle of the game?
Like,
he's still
Tweeting.
Is he? You think so? No, I mean he's not tweeting, but like, you think he's reading tweets or what's
I
going
don't want
on?
to wish it on anyone. Sorry.
Everyone tweet him nice things.
Yes, right now.
No, that's okay. I don't have time. Sorry, I don't have time to go into Shanks.
So I'm
Emily's
just
in there
ordering
flaming
sushi.
football.
No, what?
Anyway,
W.
sorry, I really
Foie gras nigiri?
but Shanks
What
That's
the?
the thing. I've been waiting for this is
What
a
the
nice
fuck?
step-off moment for
What the
Shanks. I've been
fuck?
waiting for him to get to an international.
Ever since I learned about how
Nice.
they
We're
make
happy that he's
foie
here.
gras, I
That was
can't
an
eat it
absolutely
anymore.
Phenomenal Azir game.
It's so
Let's
sad.
put our attention on this next game. FlyQuest
But
is
it's so
up against
tasty.
it,
But
I've
it's so
seen
sad. But it's so
this
tasty.
before.
It's so
I don't
sad.
necessarily despair
sad.
when they are up against match
The
point. We're gonna talk
Devils
about
won.
Masu
It's
a
so
little bit as
sad.
well. I think Hope got the better of him in his this last game, but we're really looking
Time
at
to
him
pull
as able
out
to rally
Vladimir
with this team.
Bubba.
Absolutely, and I do think he played out these team fights.
Alright,
very
chat.
well. He was still able to put on
Is it
quite a bit of
time to
pressure. They were
start,
good in the 2v2. You can see Mafia
like,
here
talking
on camera,
conspiracy
getting ready,
theory? Let's
rewatching
say
some of the game,
AL
trying to
will
decide
win
how they wanna play it
against.
out.
Oh,
I think they had a
they're
very
pretty much on
difficult
match
draft
point
to
against
actually
FlyQuest. FlyQuest
execute
versus
on,
G2. Does
but they
FlyQuest
were
just wipe the
able
board
to,
with
really
G2?
still push anyone's legend. So I still feel like if they can get a good
Lower
team draft,
bracket,
I think
G2
they've got a
versus
really good shot.
FlyQuest.
And that'll be huge because
Sure.
they're going back on red
Bei
side,
Zhe
right?
Zu.
Which means some sort of counter pick.
I mean,
probably
obviously
for
FlyQuest are
Bucio.
playing against a much better opponent in AL.
Potentially for Bucio, we've seen them
But like
flex
G2 have,
champions into the bot lane as well
I
for
think in
him.
the BLG
You think
series
AL's
they
better
showed
than
that they're willing
Gen
to
G?
actually be
They have picked up
proactive.
for us.
Me as
Fuck
well.
no.
We believe in them
Wait.
here
Cooking
with
again.
Hell
Massive
no.
behind us, and he's
Wait,
still
what did you
reading
say
those
then? You were like,
comments.
because I heard
We're gonna
obviously
have a
FlyQuest are
we'll
playing
be
a
right
better
back.
opponent in AL. So I was like,
Yeah, but you asked about FlyQuest versus G2, right?
oh, yeah.
So
like,
what I'm
lower
saying,
bracket.
so what I'm saying is like not that AL is a better team. Sorry, maybe I should rephrase how I say that. Then. Like
I was shook. I was like, huh?
when I say better opponent, I mean is a better opponent than we've actually seen them play before, right?
Might have heard I'm going through a little upgrade.
So
by
my
Tats. So when
apologies,
Verizon
because their first
Oh,
series
good.
at
Oh,
MSI.
phone on
good.
any plan, pain free.
Bei
count me
Zhe
in.
Zu.
But G2 have shown that they are willing to be proactive, and when they are proactive, they look like a good team.
I'll give
But
you
when
a
they're not proactive and they're not the one making plays, then they just go full-blown vegan mode,
I just thought
and they
of
don't like
a-
cross-map.
I thought of a quote. Please let me say it.
Go. Well, it's
To
your stream, love. Go
vegan
ahead.
or not to vegan.
Ah.
I'm so funny. Sorry. Let me just order. I can order red dynamite roll. What the fuck? Wait.
What is
the
a red dynamite roll?
roll dynamite roll, prawn tempura, avocado, and kappa inside? Sorry, am I the only like one finding this silly? With spicy tuna on top. What does it mean to have kappa inside? Eh? I'm confused. I can get yakisoba. Nom 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 nom. Yaki. Oh my. Sorry.
What is your favorite kind of noodle?
I love eating rice vermicelli, specifically Yunnan Mixian, which is from like a specific like province in China. Their rice vermicelli is so delicious. Number one, that's my favorite. Number two is udon.
Wow, so from like basically one of the thinnest, if not the thinnest, to hella
One of the
thick noodles.
chewiest. They're,
Yeah.
To be fair, rice vermicelli is not thin if it's from that specific province. It's also quite thick.
Ah.
Not like super thick, like it's probably half the size of actual udon, but like it's definitely not thin.
Hmm.
What is this music when I grind hard? Hmm?
Well, you never grinded hard before? Like climbing for chow or something? You never been a hard grinder?
I remember.
You never grinded out the hood?
I remember I got masters for the first time when I was like 14, or I think I was 13 because I got challenger when I was 14. I must have been 13. And I shit you not, I got the masters for one day and I demoted to D2 the very next day. That's 200 LP by the way.
Bro,
People that don't know.
back in the day when higher ranks were meant a little bit more because they were higher up on the actual ladder, I used to sit in D1 with minus 29 plus 7. It was the most miserable experience.
Why'd you still play
think-
on that account at that point? That
Because
is
it's
so
my only
silly.
account in that elo. Like that's my main account. You know?
If you're good enough,
And
you would just get another
I mean,
account there.
I got master.
Why is taxes $6, bro? Sorry, go fuck yourself.
Fuck taxes. I got master on master promos 3 times on those games.
Wait,
And failed
that's when
promos each time.
Promos used to be a thing. That's so silly. Oh my god.
Bro, I fail my promos, and like each time I would get kicked out because obviously you have to lose 3 games in your promo series between tiers, right?
Oh my god, sorry.
So I would get
They have a sushi called mango flower roll, and it's cream cheese, salmon, avocado, kappa with mango and a flower on top.
Oh.
Mango sushi?
Sounds cute. Sounds cute though.
That sounds
I ain't gonna say it's good, but
avocado, salmon, and cream.
But guess how much LP I would get kicked out of promos on?
Promos? You would be like 20 LP at that point.
Yep.
I did the calculations.
I would get kicked out on about 25 LP.
You lose less
So
when
it's
you're in
like-
promos, but you're still losing like the normal amount, but like minus what, 5?
Something silly like
Kappa's
this. So it's
definitely
like,
cucumber.
yo.
Wait, that's cucumber cereal?
Eh?
Nani? Oh my god, we're not beating the weeb allegations at this point.
Man, I miss speaking Japanese like decently well.
You used
was
to
so fun.
speak Japanese?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I forgot you're the guy with the katana.
2.
2
Thank you very
katanas.
much.
I got my food. I got the mango salmon roll. Oh my mango flower roll. That sounds crazy. That sounds like a flavor bomb in your mouth, you know? 明天2个 BO5 要早起看吗？明天早上是 T1 打 CFO， 不是，明天早上是 BLG 打 Koi， 然后后一场是 CFO 打 T1。Wait, chat. Which series is first tomorrow? BLG Koi? Or is it T1? Because they would give the better timing for T1, right?
BLG Koi and then T1 CFO.
Oh, I thought CFO was the first series for some reason.
And I think I underestimated
Nah, unless they
that
changed
comp.
it.
No.
Which I wouldn't put it
I
past.
was like, oh man,
I mixed it up.
I think these fights are going to be hard to win. But FlyQuest actually,
What is
you
that?
know, they gave themselves some angles
Icon.
there.
Sonny, what's that supposed
And
to
the
be?
burst potential was on display. It was just
Have you
really good
seen
play
Jomada?
from AL and
He
Shank
looks like a weeb.
specifically.
I'm joking.
This guy, he farmed up so well
Wow.
in the beginning. You know, we're tracking
No, I think it's because I wear a lot of
really good on the Azir,
I wear a lot of anime
constantly keeping his
clothes,
resources
like
high.
casual wear.
The team
And
rotating
his
him
Discord
over
profile
really
picture
nicely to those
do
waves,
be...
and then in
What is
those
it right
clutch
now,
team
actually?
fights, he did come up
You change your
huge for
profile
them.
picture. I don't know this character, but it looks very familiar. I've seen this character, but I don't know the name. Is he from Phase Zero?
That is no, that is Dante from the Devil May Cry anime series that came out a few months ago.
Wait, I've seen Devil May Cry Baby. Ah,
Devil Man Cry.
you know, I had to study Devil May Cry Baby that is on Netflix for one of my uni courses. Like I had to watch the whole anime and study it and like, write about it. An anime.
What the hell were you doing in uni?
I don't know. And then I watched Black Mirror the next week, and then the next class. 为什么选红色方吗？可能要中单或者上路要 C 位吧 ，counter 位。Anime University? Maybe, man, maybe.
MF as well. Lady Carry, we haven't seen it yet this draft. This
I'm beating the
series. So
cats.
there's the MF band away
Meow meow.
by anyone's
Ezreal
legend. So
Annie
when will
ban.
FlyQuest decide
Ezreal Annie ban.
that
There's still
they
Ari.
need
There's
to
still Silas.
utilize their final ban?
What else is like pretty strong mid lane?
Yeah, see if it is, you know, focused more towards that, the Kai'Sa. Because the Kai'Sa definitely rising quite a lot in priority.
No
There's a lot of things
rise.
still available.
No
that
more, like,
work
traditional
well with it.
mages,
The
are there?
Nautilus was not used early on in this series.
Yeah, all of the
So as far
like
as those
considered
engaged
S tier ones are
supports
definitely
do
out.
go,
This is Ari.
Allison
Oh my
laying
god,
very high, and there it is,
Kai'Sa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
just
don't wanna
Ari.
leave that one hanging either, Medic.
It makes sense. Big
What are you
focus
first picking
on
game
those
for?
AD carries getting banned
Lucian?
away. Lucian, though, available.
Okay, so
Someone's
will
been banned a
Masu
couple of times by
Busio
AL away from
do a
Masu.
Zeri lane
They
to
will get their
respond?
hands on it this game. I don't think we've seen Hope on it this split
Obviously, at least Hover, but I wonder if they'll do something like
obviously
Caitlyn.
something he'll be comfortable on. Lots of AD
Ooh,
carries.
Caitlyn
he's
Beast,
got
like-
3 games.
Caitlyn,
Just
but there's
overlooking him.
no
I don't know if it's
Nico.
really-
There like Lux is bad.
You gonna go for Elise? I
Nautilus.
think Nautilus perhaps is slightly
Nautilus Jinx.
more up your alley for
Nautilus.
this
Wait,
series.
what's the other one?
Yeah, because you really need something to pin this Lucian down.
I said
Lucian,
Kate, but
really big
Caitlyn?
strengths, of
Ah,
course,
okay.
It's
are
not like-
rotating in the mid
Aurora
lane.
still-
and
oh,
having
yeah,
a
she
Not like
does
a
Aurora.
Zest.
so mobile
My goodness, yeah.
there, so having Nautilus
Aurora
point
Ari
and
might be
click
the thing.
CC
Athena,
Playing
did your
very
parents
quick
name you or
grab
did you name
in this
yourself?
one, especially since Braum was already used, so that Braum counter answer isn't gonna
Did
be
any
there.
of us name
One
ourselves?
is that option.
Yo,
They go
anyone
for the
naming
Ziggs,
themselves in the chat?
which is
Hands
a
up.
really good pairing you know, with Nas on the bot side, but
Ziggs.
definitely still can be a flex pick.
They're
for
playing
the
AD
team.
mid lane. Yone time. Yone
Also
Yone
opens up the idea of
Sejuani.
AD mids, which is something we haven't seen a lot in
What
this
else is there
series,
mid lane
and Yone
outside of
is the
Yone?
pick that I always think about when I go towards AD mids. Neither of these mid laners really playing it too much. I think Shanks has 4 games on it and Quad has 1. But we haven't seen it banned, we haven't seen it picked. Obviously neither team prioritizing it that much. When you have an AP bot laner, getting some mixed damage across the rest of the map makes sense.
Ooh, Lucian
So
Leona.
do they want... Whippa has played a lot of counters into Ambessa, so they don't have to pick his counter now.
Interesting.
But he really has, you know, the volley
Lucian
bear and a lot
Leona
of very
is
different things
interesting.
into it. So
Poppy.
Poppy value, Poppy value.
Leona, Lucian,
该选
and
炸
Bessa.
弹人怎么
I
想
am
的
vibing with a
呢？
Poppy
他们
right
中
now.
单要玩
Poppy
尤恩啊！
value is really high.
Okay, you're not sniper. Come on, give us a Poppy. Lee Sin obviously does have a lot of ability to
Lee
be a
Sin,
playmaker.
holy
We've
fuck,
only seen it
Tarzan,
from
do it,
Canyon
slam
so
Rek'Sai,
far
fuck it, we bold.
here at MSI, but yeah,
This Poppy, to
absolutely
be fair,
schooled
Poppy is
G2 on
quite
it
good
yesterday.
into
I
Nautilus
don't think we've
and
seen it from Inspired.
the
We
Lee
saw
Sin
it
as
once
well.
this spring. Once.
Is there Poppy?
Yeah,
Yeah, there is
he
Poppy,
is a
right?
very good
Yeah.
Lee Sin here,
Poppy,
and
Poppy,
you
Yeah.
go
Poppy,
for
Poppy. You know,
some extra
something
burst
that I
damage with
noticed
this
and some
combo
fans
too. You
noticed is
definitely
Tabe is the
are
only
looking at
coach
trying
on
to
the
get
stage that does not
that
have a piece
other
of paper
AD
or
jungle,
anything in his
so
hand.
now,
Bro is
you have to think
yapping
Tarzan's
for
gonna
the
have to
sake of
soak a lot of
yapping.
bans, with
Like
jungle
he is
getting kind of
just
shallow
going
here. So
off
stealing
everything from
away,
memory. Or
Lee
himself at
Sin.
least, not
What
the
are
guy on
they
the side.
most
Hey,
worried
yo.
about as far as pick?
Yo, put your news away.
So
Wait, Tabe doesn't seem like the one doing dropping.
Side lane pressure here. Good little safety one.
You think about AP jungle at all, or do you think it's fine? You just pick an AP mid laner and then you can
What do you play
do a
AP jungle like
traditional
Lilia?
AD jungler here for AL because we have seen Tarzan on things like the Lilia.
Just Sejuani.
Maokai still available as
Sejuani
well,
Yone
although
or
it's
some
kind of fallen
shit.
out of
Both
priority
sides
for a lot of people, but
Sejuani.
you
I mean,
can
sorry,
go
for
Liandry's
AL.
into Bloodletter's Curse and have a good amount of magic damage.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
You know, the
There's like a lot of
always
decent
an option
options here.
too.
There's
And
Skarner,
they do
there's
have the Leona for,
Maokai,
like,
there's
primary
Sejuani.
engage.
I think AO are quite liable to just go
We'll see where they
Like-
decide to go. FlyQuest
Actually,
got a bit
Maokai
they
to
can't
Lee Sin
play.
is quite unplayable, no?
FlyQuest
For
likely
Lee Sin?
looking towards a Tarzan ban.
Actually, do you get bullied early? You get bullied early, right?
You will definitely get bullied early.
Oh,
Okay.
never mind.
Yeah.
MB.
little bit of respect there to
I mean, the
Tarzan.
way he got here with that Zed play, that is definitely deserved.
Top Esports Hung and WBG Crisp are
Wow, what are we
confirmed.
worried about here?
Didn't
Quad in the
Light
mid lane?
literally
I mean,
specifically
they
say he didn't
already
want
were
to
not,
play with
you know,
Crisp
taking down any of the
after
other AD
Worlds?
mid laners
Like he
that
was like,
were up,
I'm not
so,
playing with Crisp.
they're not too
为
worried
什么
about
微
it.
微博能
I mean,
能
the
去买
smaller
流星
ban
松啊？
kind
不是说赖的不想跟
AD
流星松
bot
一起
laner
打
can
下路
also be
吗？
played
什么
mid,
情
although
况
we？see it much more down towards that bottom lane. It's that flexibility of the Ziggs that you were talking about before.
Yeah, they could. So they could do with Smolder ban. I mean, maybe like a
There's no
Yone
way
and an
they play
AP jungle
Smolder,
that you were
right,
floating
Quad?
around. If they
Oh,
go.
well, you have the Lee now, right? So you'd want AP top.
What do you play with
or
Lee?
AP mid, assuming the Lee
No,
is going
I'm
jungle.
talking about from AL's
Oh, you're
perspective.
That's like
that
AD.
makes sense.
AL's
Yeah,
perspective could go because they're the ones
Ooh.
that ban the Smolder, so they could.
Shen.
Go
Oh my
Yone
god,
and
I
go
forgot
for
about
solo
Shen.
AP for Tarzan.
Oh my god, I forgot about Shen
The
being
Shen
there.
here comes out. Okay, the taunt damage got nerfed a little bit, but still
Why not
very
just play
good.
Lucian Nami here? Lucian Nami kind of gets fucked by Nautilus, like just a little bit.
It's tricky.
Playing
I think they're
around,
actually-
there's so many options here. I mean, Mbessa
Yeah, okay.
plus Aurora puts so much pressure on flanks.
Aurora?
And since Leona
We should
here
zoom
from
in top.
such
Still
long
curious
range,
about
you
the-
kind of pinpoint with that
Still
ultimate.
curious about the jungle pick though. I don't
Nice
think
bit
they
of
can go
pressure
Skarner.
here
I think they won't have enough
from
damage.
AL.
Yeah, those teams
Like, it is
the
kind of
ability
good as the
to
enemy
get
comp
onto
though.
the back
Like,
line
he
Like,
also won't
Poppy,
die.
Absolutely
Poppy,
massive. It looks
yeah.
like they might be going for the
Poppy
Poppy
into
themselves.
Shen
They
Lee Sin
know
now.
they have enough damage with Aurora, Lucian, and the Ambessa.
And Oi, honestly.
Poppy does quite a lot of
Bit more
damage early.
utility,
Don't
stops
underestimate
the Lee
her.
Sin obviously in its tracks, stops the Shen.
Yeah,
So
also
let's look
jungle
at
Poppy
lane
right now,
fire.
this match
it can be a
is going
very
Thunder
strong pick
Sky.
locked in here
Oh,
for
shit.
Tarzan.
Mossman Ziggs feels
Man,
like
Poppy's
tilting,
so
giving
good
up for
too,
some
just for the
reason.
objective fights. You know,
They're
popping
playing
people
for
out here,
quad
but
hyper carry. Oh my
final
god, they
answer
don't have
for
a
quad
they don't have an
into the
what's it called? AD
undefeated
carry for
this
objectives, by the
year
way.
for Shanks Aurora pick.
Ari
This Aurora pick
Ziggs
has been
Shen.
flexed between Flamare and Shanks, both of of them.
Arzik Shen with a
Zero
lead from
competed
jungle.
on it, both of them.
That?
with
I ain't got no words.
0
Run the
This?
lines for it, and Shanks is going to be the one
I think
piloting
if
it
they
this
had like
time around,
Aatrox
so
top lane,
that's
it
been
would be
such a successful
okay.
pick for them.
Double Risa with
Speaking of
hefty
eclectic picks,
AD
it's
damage.
the Shen for
and
Bwipo
carry
in the
top
lane,
laner.
3 and 8 on an all-time Hasn't won on it
They're
since
making the
Worlds
same
2019.
fucking problem again.
It's been a while
In game
since we have
2,
seen him
which
win
side
on this.
do
It's been a
you
while
play
since
strong
obviously
side
he's not been
for?
that
Like
frequently either, 12 games across his history as a player.
Ziggs
Not
Nautilus?
too often. For FlyQuest though, it's do or die.
Moose fast, go
Need
to
to
dinner.
win this game to take us to that game 5. Obviously, if they lose, they will still play against G2 in the lower
This
bracket,
draft is
which
very,
is a
like-
matchup I'm pretty sure we all want to see.
I don't know,
For
it feels
AL,
like they're one
looking
step
for a date
behind with
the
their
LCK.
draft.
Gen.G
I like
Eli
them. Ari
awaiting
Lee Sin
for
makes
the winners
sense.
of this series.
But
For non-subscribers,
no,
we'll see you
no
in
one's
30
like a
seconds
hyper
as the
carry on that team.
coaches go
Like
back to their ready
a
rooms and the
main
players
element.
prepare
Tan, thank you
to
for the
take
prime,
on
I
Summoners.
appreciate it. Alright, chat.
Alright,
Sorry, I
Brooklyn
forgot to say that
Shen,
we're
here
running
we
ads, but
go.
we're running
Let's
ads.
see
We are currently on
how
match
much
point for
of a
AL versus
factor that
FlyQuest.
Stand United
And
will
it's
be
not
in
looking
this
good
game.
draft-wise for
AL,
FlyQuest. I'm
they do have
not a
strong
fan.
side lane picks for their solo lanes, strong flanking angles to look for. FlyQuest, do they have enough
I also
to
like
push us
investing
to
to
a
Ziggs
game
because Ziggs is always
number
sitting in the
5?
far back. But I guess that person who gets Mbessa ulted should never die because Shen exists.
Or is it just a repeat of yesterday? The West bested 3-1.
There's also a world where Shen ults in and Poppy
G2 were bested
instantly
3-1 after winning
ults
game
the
1
person that Shen
against
TPs onto and
Gen.G.
she can ult 2 people away.
Both running the cleanse here.
Depends on when she
Evolution,
times
we
and how
don't
she,
see
like,
an unsealed
angles
spell
it.
from Kyle, where
Might
Busil is
happen.
running one on this
Possible.
Nautilus. Triple TP plus a Nautilus
Need to
TP
go
is
bot lane level
a scary
2.
proposition for AL when it comes to looking to play around
Thing is that
ganks,
Ziggs
because
doesn't
obviously
have
those teleports
damage.
quickly react,
Ziggs
and
has to slowly
FlyQuest
poke
have
the
a
enemy
number of
team
them
down,
at their disposal.
and then the Lee Sin
Although a
can look
surprising amount of
to
burst
gank.
damage
But
in
then
Ziggs Nautilus
my
lane, so
question is
see
like,
if they do get any action
if you play for
towards the
Shen,
bottom
Shen
lane
can't
early
carry
on.
even with resources.
moves
Like I know
up
Shen
okay
probably
for the
beats
top
Mbessa
side
early
war here
laning
on
phase.
Blue,
Can't play for
Blue
Shen
Bomb.
unless you
See
get the kills
Tarzan
yourself as
trapping.
Lee Sin, and then you try to take like full control of early game. If you
Pathing
play for
down
bot
towards
side,
bot,
Ziggs
Inspire's
doesn't
gonna
really
start
do enough
on
damage
his
unless
Razor
Hope
Beak,
does like a
Tempest
major
cripple,
misplay or
that'd be
misstep.
Really powerful at
So I don't know,
clearing
it's
the
weird.
multi-camps, and so
And also Ari does not get prio against Aurora.
First, Shanks and Quad just going to
Aurora
trade
one taps
early
away.
on, double
Ow, ow, ow.
electrocute in the mid lane, both of them proccing that, and first
For-
rotations on the way.
I think Aurora gets
And
the
for
wave
Aurora, it
pushed
was
in
so
first,
nice
right?
She does.
to get the
Yeah.
extra
She does, she
magic
does.
Who
resistance, or
actually
extra little bit of
wins
extra damage on
against
the ultimate too,
Aurora
so
wave-wise?
huge burst
Echo.
damage potential later on.
Yeah.
But on the top
Even then,
side,
like your melee champion to Aurora, you know,
actually,
so like
has really strong early levels.
that shit
so
stinks.
Fliplo can position aggressively there. Go for
Super
this
sneaky. What time is
Yeah,
it
I
for
don't
you
know.
right now?
Trades trying to push
it
towards.
is 4 a.m.
Get his grasp
Okay.
pox going. Gets his level
I mean,
2
I go to bed at
priority.
6 at the moment, man. This ain't even that bad.
The devil
Fire in
is.
mid lane as well. Twofold Hex takes Quad down.
Yo, Shanks
for
is
150
stepping up in
HP. He'll be
these
fine. He
games
has
3
a
and
pot
4s,
running,
man.
has another one in his inventory if he needs it, but
Not gonna
already
lie,
enjoyed
did you
that
guys
quite
see
a
Shanks
lot.
playing
locked in.
Rise and DJing on
Very happy with
the
way this
Victor,
wave
like
is
laning
laning
wise? It was fucking crazy, man. He was half HP the entire laning
Is
phase.
DJing like that funny ass meme?
Da, 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 da,
I can't.
da.
I don't even know.
No,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one, yeah, exactly.
It's such a good meme.
The burst damage looking so good.
Talk,
So
man.
mid lane
Stone
getting
plating.
pushed in here for FlyQuest.
Top lane's gonna
Inspire
kinda
actually
suck.
did the 3-camp recall clear for his extra longsword.
亮
I
表
wanna see what
情
he
谁
goes
谁
trying
刚
to
才
use
亮表情
that
who's
extra
emoting
longsword power
Did you
for
see
towards
the-
bottom side, 'cause we mentioned, Ziggs and
who
Nautilus
is
have
it
so much
was
setup,
it
and a
Forrest
decent amount of burst damage.
Forrest was like, yo,
So he
who the
has the
fuck
options of,
told
like,
these
either
ERL
trying to go
junglers
make
to
the play on
permanently
bottom side
spam
with his,
emotes
you know, sword
while they're
advantage,
fighting?
or maybe
113 does it,
towards
Skew1
mid,
does it
like,
when he's getting his
and get
ass
the-
beat
get the
by
flash or
BLG
something
or
if
like
they can
Gen.G,
get
I
some
don't
sort of
remember. It's like who
I do like to
in
play towards
Korea
bot
you
side.
have
Nautilus
junglers
has
pressing
4
macro
forms of
keys. In
CC
Europe you have
in
them
his
pressing
kit. There's the
emote
slow, the
wheel.
root, the hook, and then the knocker from the depth charge. Obviously doesn't have
It's just a
that.
tick for some people.
You
Honestly,
just have so many
I
opportunities
I
to
like
tap
reactively
into
do it.
it.
Like if
Can get on top of someone.
I'm not
Obviously,
an ERL
the
player
Ziggs
obviously, but the
damage
second that someone
scales
starts
really
spamming
well
emotes, I
with
start
most
spamming them
APs.
too. Like I remember that it's a key that you can press, and I just start pressing it.
Oh,
Position
I
away from the
spam
wall there,
emotes when
so
I'm incredibly tilted.
Still
I
get
just
the
do the
knocker.
thumbs up
Dredge
emoji.
line coming out
I
onto
do off
Tarzan,
cooldown.
Kyle. And the corners,
Well,
Zenith
Kyle
Blade does
misses.
connect
Ooh,
the
Kyle.
squad,
Wow.
forced out of the mid lane.
Maybe it's a
Kyle
good thing he
stepping
missed.
forward, hoping
Maybe
Yo, are
it's
you
not, actually.
46,
as well.
47,
For the Shield of Daybreak,
48?
can't land it.
Yeah.
Kyle just oracles Raptors. And they'll clear out the
这把太
vision.
克了吧？我感
Scuttle
觉
Crab secured for Tarzan.
FlyQuest 这个 BP 做的也
Might just
很
pass
奇
straight
怪
up towards the top side
，very
one as well as
weird,
held onto his smite through this.
very
Yeah,
weird.
mid
What would I
lane
say? Game
priority
plan from
really being the
FlyQuest.
determining factor
Like,
there.
let's
Plan is
plan
a
like a
generous
winning.
word.
And since Quad
Let's
was down his
plan
health
like a
potion,
winning fight for
they have
FlyQuest.
to see the
Obviously,
fight.
you have Nautilus
Really
ult
kind of
someone,
little skirmish there
and
was
then like
fairly even,
like
but
Lee Sin
Mid
goes
Crowd
in after
determines
Nautilus ult, and then
everything
Shen
from those
ults
sides
Lee
of things,
Sin,
and
and
Quad
Ari
is
tries to
already
fall while
hurting
Ziggs
here,
is sucking
so
his own dick in the
the
background,
CS
like, and
deficit
Ziggs ults, you know.
going to be a bit
But that's so
rough.
much AP
I mean, I think the
damage.
ideal scenario is actually they have a slow fight where Masu gets the poke, but I don't think they get to control the tempo of a fight ever, because they're playing against Aurora, Ambessa, Leona, and Poppy can also stop the majority of the engage.
Oh, what the hell? How did Masu end up there? Did he just
Oh.
bomb himself in? Did Masu just bomb himself into the enemy?
As he was jumping in.
He just
thought he could kill off Kyle, but he's going to
Oh
lose the wave.
my god, he's
And losing his
choking.
life alongside it. Does have the TP, so can TP down there now. Inspired's looking up towards the top side as we see Tarzan.
Pretty
Shadow
sister,
around mid
don't
was
watch.
spotted on Vision.
Oh my god, he knew. Oh my god, he
Flash away
knew.
from Flandre
Great
there,
flash.
but
Times
Shoto
two.
setting up for the taunt flash combo.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
Nice reaction.
Flandre is
speeds
one
there.
step ahead.
I kind of want to see, like you said, the beginning
Can we get
of
a
the
replay?
bottom side
Hello,
play,
observers,
though,
wake up.
Because
Wake
AL,
up. Oh, wake
they have pushed mid and on bottom side.
Oh, it's
Let's
the
take a
Ziggs
look.
skin where his E
Now
looks
from
like the
Brush.
honey fruit plant.
Oh, he wanted to satchel but him off of him, and the positioning was just.
Nautilus
right
Q
He like
missed,
short
first
ranged
of
it.
all.
Oh.
Nautilus Q missed to stop the Leona E, which should never happen. Like, Leona E in. And he was stunned, so he couldn't move for the W satchel.
Who still has the TP
Bro, you cannot
as
base
well.
it.
Flandre will get the wave
You
shot
are-
in. Quiver's actually going to stay around, hit 6 now, and has that stand.
And he
going.
is so cooked.
All right, maybe that can be the play then for FlyQuest. And
Yeah, it's a
looking on
bit
the bottom
rough.
side again.
Honestly,
The opening
I
here
would not
so
say
good
Hope and
for
Kale are
AL.
very
Hope
strong laners.
with that
so.
money.
What?
Why not just
Hope is
auto,
so
bro?
skinny.
You're
Hope
on
is
his
so
head.
skinny. What a
Body
skinny
blocking for his AD
king.
carry.
Yeah, good angle on that
Slay,
flat there, hugging
Hope.
the wall.
我的
so
天哪，
nothing
好
can
瘦
bend
啊。
around there.
He's cunty with that one.
It's tricky for FlyQuest because obviously trying
He's
to
got
get
snatched
Inspired into a
waist
good
or-
Yeah,
position.
he's
Has the
hella
pickaxe,
snatched,
Tarzan
man. Do you see
coming
that?
across
Like,
now, but as soon as
hello?
Tarzan's there, it's a little bit trickier
The
for
jungle's
Inspired
fighting.
to
Yo,
really
Ziggs
play.
is actually
Hope
doing
trading
hella
with Masu
damage.
down
Yo,
towards
yo,
the
yo,
bottom
Hope.
side. Satchel Judge
Sums
knocking
check.
back.
You have
Lucio
cleanse.
confirmed.
You have cleanse.
The barrier.
You. Ah!
Oh, Shen, still dead. Oh my god.
Does he trade? Oh my god, they trade. Oh, the flash away.
Oh!
Oh, the Q.
Bumble clock.
It's
Bumble
Lee Sin, it's Lee
clock.
Sin. It's not Canyon from yesterday. It's not Canyon from yesterday. They're not gonna be able to push the wave, and Lee Sin's way too low.
Continues. They just
The
force
wave
it on
is
the
stuck.
bottom side, even after.
Oh,
you know,
did you see
Lucio
that little
goes for the
bomb
flash play,
from
and Hope
Ziggs
is
before
able to
he
hug the
died?
wall,
He
stay
missed
safe. They
it,
just
so
continue to
Lucian
force
didn't die
to
quick
really
enough. It's
create
so
something
awkward.
there. The extra
This
kill
guy's
going
sick,
over. I
yeah,
mean,
he's fine.
Inspired doing work over
AQ
on the Poppy
估
on
计
the
可以
opposite
吗？
side
确实，
and
闪现
getting
A
that flash down,
Flash
plus
auto
getting to
Q
his
on the
level 6
Lucian
here.
just works.
Inspired has always been so critical for this FlyQuest team, and he sits around in the brush. The Scryers bloom.
Was that Shen
got
ult?
knocked over, did see, and so
You said it was Shen ult, right? I thought it was
Brush
Barrier.
pays
Kind of
off
looked
Yeah.
like
Barrier
Barrier.
on the top side.
I was like,
Did
Barrier's
big
not
chunks
that
of
big.
damage onto Tarzan,
no-
who
nobody
still
have
wanted to
Barrier.
come in because the other side
eyes
of
are
the
Well, I
playing
guess
on me.
Nautilus.
is
Sorry,
so close
correction.
with Masu.
Nautilus has barrier.
But it allows
Because of
Inspired there
spellbook.
to wait out the W.
What
then
is
go for his
Tarzan
Q,
doing?
gets
He
the
flashed
kill
an auto
in
attack.
addition to the flash.
That is so
It's
crazy
still
that
so
Inspired
close
didn't die.
there.
Honestly,
But he barely
Lucian
flashes
should have just
away, so
fucked it, and
this
like he should
bottom
have fucked it,
side
and then I just
skirmish
like try to kill Lee Sin with my
picture
dying
for
breath instead
picture
of
there,
walking back a
so
little bit.
close.
I guess it was trying to create with space, but I don't know. I'm being a bit of a
Rest of the map
result
relatively
Andy,
even as
aren't
well.
I?
Hope does have a 500 gold lead
A
over
bit.
Masu because
A
obviously
bit,
picked up that
but it's
kill.
okay.
Lucio and Inspired picked up the kills
Right,
for
my food should be
FlyQuest.
ready, so
Masu
hopefully nothing
Chicken
terrible happens
nuggets.
whilst I do
a
If
little bit more of
if
a defensive
AL win,
position in
you
the spot lane.
eat
Has
chicken
lost
nuggets.
chapter now, though,
If
so can
AL
push out the
lose,
wave
you eat
whenever
chicken
he wants
nuggets.
to. I wonder if we'll see Hope move up towards the mid lane and put Shanks down.
Can we get a
towards that
ganked
bottom
by
side. Does
housekeeper
have TP coming
compilation
back
shirt?
off
What
cooldown,
are you
which soon
saying,
FlyQuest
dude?
playing around the mid lane vision, but the Grubs once again secured.
The amount of times
for
that door has
anyone's
opened without a
legend.
knock has
They can get a side laner in a strong position.
Not
This
great.
Ambessa obviously
That's
the
one
most
too many
obvious
times.
target for that.
Also, the editor is
Hard
literally
for
in the chat right
FlyQuest
now.
to
Don't give
stop
him
the
ideas,
push from
man.
coming out.
Yeah, it's going to try and get something for themselves during that time, so with the move over.
It happened again. Yeah, they always gank me at like 7 o'clock or like 5 o'clock. I don't know. It's very like sporadic
with his grub pack
time
for AL later on. Of course,
like it's very random. You know, sometimes you roll a 7, sometimes you roll a 5. Yo, chat, what do we think of AL so far at MSI? AL's first time at MSI as an org, and also Shanks and Kale's first time going to an international. What do we think? AL 这个状态打 MSI 感觉怎么评价？对，怎么锐评？
In game 3. Drake secured though for FlyQuest. Will have their first on the board.
Especially Shanks. I think Shanks is a pleasant surprise. Low-key, like he wasn't choking on the Azir game, you know. 那个4个沙皇能站起来也蛮不错的。一般。
As Flandre tries to trade back, but difficult to do that when you like to auto attack and the enemy is stopping you from getting any damage down with your autos.
They better look good as LPL first seed. Sorry, LPL 5th seed. Okay.
We'll see if they can actually make one of those big Stand United plays with it coming back off cooldown in a few seconds here. But the summoner spells have come back off of cooldown for those carries on the bottom side of the map.
Literally, I mean, it's scary, guys. It's scary. I'm the only one in the hotel room.
Just gonna be the Scuttle Crab for now.
What if it's not the housekeeper?
Take that. Shanks with a push in
traveling as a
that does have the TP back
girl
up.
is honestly like
to catch the waves in bot, and feels like both teams willing just to ping pong these waves back and forth for now.
Sometimes you meet lovely people, really sometimes you meet very weird people.
Play around on the map. You know, you've got 4.5
How
minutes
are
on a
you?
Riptide, you have
I am chilling. I will be better if I have sushi in my tummy though. Just put a control ward outside of your room. Bro thinks the fucking housekeeper is Evelyn or what, dude? Putting a ward does not stop the housekeeper from opening the door.
You can actually get back and not give up too much.
The good thing for FlyQuest is if Whippo did go for a Stand United play, Masu or Quad can TP up there, so you can just shift, basically.
You need a Lulu IRL.
Stand United's bot lane, Masu
I need Yumi. I need my cat Chobi.
Quad goes up towards the top side.
You should wedge the door. Nah, I think I'm just gonna tell the front desk I don't need rundown time. I mean, it doesn't really matter because like I'm so used to it. I just tell them, nah, it's okay. I don't need it.
Go as effectively as you'd like it to, but does give you big damage amp in those early fights.
Yeah, it gains so much. Wait, I hate it with Quad though.
Oh, he's super dead. Oh my god, that angle from Poppy was nasty. Oh, Ziggs Q missed. Ziggs into 2, 3. Oh, big Ziggs with the Ludens as well. Shanks and Hope are free hitting. Oh, he dashed in. Auto Q. Oh, triple.
Shanks takes a triple.
Shanks is locked in, man. Damn.
Shanks is gaming, dude.
Oh man, we ran the Shanks graphic too early. Now he's got a triple kill under his belt. The Aurora burst is gonna be insane. And I was just gonna say, yeah, the double mass build.
I cannot visualize a world where this FlyQuest comp.
Bloodletter's curse, but here's another look at it as Tarzan and Shanks because there was no minion wave there.
Easily,
yeah, they were not.
Like maybe in a diamond lobby.
Quad goes back in because they think they're starting their own play with
You know, can I say something about Shanks also? That's really important.
No.
Which you guys may or may not agree with.
What if I just say no? That's like, can I go to the bathroom? No. I hated those teachers.
Why didn't you go during lunch? Well, miss, my bladder wasn't full.
Tabe's like, I fucking knew it, bro. Their draft sucks ass. Look at this shit. I knew it. We cooked, brothers. Okay, sorry, continue.
Obviously working out for you so far.
I think,
1,000 gold lead
with
now
players,
for him. Flandre as well. Getting a bit of gold.
And especially like younger / newer players.
Didn't quite see who it was on from Whippo, but unable
name
to save
aura
their lives.
is really important.
Now with
you need to have a name with aura. Yeah, like you need to have a name with aura, otherwise I feel like you're just not going anywhere.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a very
Give me an example of a zero aura name, and why is it emo?
And then threaten these flanks so effectively.
Emo is a good example of low aura.
Those rotations over.
And we'll see. I don't know. Let me just go over LEC. Let me go LEC real quick.
You know how there's Valorant players with the names Nobody. Wait, have you seen that one like roster change where it was Nobody was replaced? Wait, I think it was Somebody or Nobody replaced by Trash. Like, that's actually the player's name. I was gonna screenshot it and like post about it, but like it was Valorant, so I don't think people care. But it was the craziest headline I've ever seen in my life for player roster changes.
Our eyes will be on Shanks, but if Hope is untouched, you still die.
Booster equals Bussy.
Has his cleanse as well in the game.
So Booster doesn't have a meaning, like an English word meaning behind it, does it?
About that pincer move.
You look different. Yeah, it's my sister.
Plus, I mean, man, the
yeah, look like the Grudge. Oh my god.
Stacks, also huge value.
EDG 的吗？是的，叫 Nobody.
Nobody but you. Looks like they're gonna drop the control ward here and set up.
Fleshy's gonna be the worst name I've ever seen.
Mid lane push for Hope.
Nah, I've been complaining about this one for a while. I think the name Irrelevant is literally the worst PR move you could ever make for yourself.
That's the keeper's verdict. Talked already about how much that can change an objective.
In a competition. Two-man ulti from Ka bro. Nice kick on.
Busio already down to the culling. Masu now chased out by Kael and Hope. Tarzan looking for the flank position here.
Actually.
Will get the knock into the wall. The hammer shot. The steadfast.
Oh, actually the Shen'll.
Masu is not enough to keep
the Shen
came.
No, that's already.
Begin to open up. Quad going in with the Spirit Rush. The public execution.
Oh my god, Medic ran out of air. The fight was so long. Dude, so you're telling me Mbessa is getting perma-push top lane, Shen's ult does not even go through because Ziggs is getting one-tapped, and now Mbessa TPs instead and makes the fucking teamfight 4v5?
Just teleport right back out to the top side. They cleaned up that extra wave because Bwipo, after his Stand United
The Shy is such a bad name. Deadass. For clarity's sake, I thought the Shy's name for Deshi for like 1 year. I was like, who is Deshi and why is everyone talking about him?
Clean up that minion wave.
For clarity's sake.
It's actually a window for FlyQuest to sneak the Drake away really quickly.
It's bad, but imagine losing to someone called Irrelevant. I don't know, man.
Again, right out of that mid lane brush, really effective, and then able to.
Honestly, at this point, I would be ulting the Lee Sin. This Ziggs is a full-on passenger, bro.
Over the edge, the burst damage is there for AL, and then
Inspired needs some teammates.
Even with that through, they just kill off the target through the extra.
Now, imagine if he had a Shen'll here, by the way. He actually might be able to game here. I don't know about the Shen'll. I don't know about the priority about.
His R like just came off CD, so I think like his mindset was probably, oh my god, I need to save Ziggs, I need to save Ziggs, and then it finally came up mid-fight, and yeah. But it's one of those things. Ooh. Okay, this game might be. It might be over.
Alright, let's talk about G2 FlyQuest. This is not looking. Hold up. Alright, let's talk about What? He's dead by the way. Flandre's right there. Oh my god. He just geometryed his ass like 2 times in a row now. Tarzan is locked in. Tarzan wants to verse Genji, you guys. Wait, Genji versus AL is hype as fuck, no? First C from both LPL versus LCK. Oh. What a good, honestly, upper, like top side bracket for MSI, pretty spicy. It is sad that they're on the same side of bracket, yeah?
I don't think Genji had like for their standards, I don't think they had a good-looking series versus G2.
I agree. I thought G2's game looked a lot more winnable than what FlyQuest are given right now.
They get the burst damage, and then with Shanks there,
it looked less dire.
To finish it off.
I guess is the word you can describe it as.
Busio, and then look at the minimap
Shanks is having a field day. I mean, specifically, Chovy did not perform to Chovy standard, and a lot of Chovy fans specifically also touched on this point.
And then go for the flash play onto the corner.
Yeah, that guy was falling asleep in his chair, man.
Honestly, poor boys. I think I was watching Casual's stream, and Casual was like, why didn't Genji just fly in earlier? Oh, they finally got a kill.
Nice play there.
I do agree. Because they only flew in like 2 days ago or something, right?
Fuck, I guess 3-2. Well, I didn't publicly guess 3-2, but it's gonna be a 3-1. They flew in 27, like a lot of the team flew in 27, I think. It's just that their schedule, like jet lag, is really bad from Asia to America.
Now down below a K, only 600.
Yeah, that's West Coast too.
Has been the true beneficiary of the last few minutes. 2k the lead now he has over Masu. The Flicker Blades and the Essence Reaver complete as the hook goes in from Busio. Looking for
Not a
Kyle.
bad lead.
I don't
know.
Back with the Safeguard Solar
this
Flare.
Ziggs pick
Will get the
really
stun
ruined
onto
the
Masu,
draft.
but he was able to satchel charge away. Inspired jumps
Ruined
back
the
with the
draft?
Safeguard.
What'd I say?
Riptail
Ruined the
charges
draft?
in as Whipper goes deep. Zenith Blade onto
Oh my god,
him.
Kale's 1 HP.
Kyle,
Kale's dead.
Sonic Wave hits and the Mega
Actually-
Inferno Bomb is enough to kill off the Leona. The Rift Herald will continue to pound away
Nice
on this tower
picks.
until FlyQuest eventually kill it off.
Nice
Shanks
dodge
going
from
in.
the
Whipper
taunt.
dashes across the wall. Shanks doesn't have a huge
Some
amount of
picks.
mana.
They have
so
two
doesn't
dragons, to be
continue
fair, but-
this trading anymore.
Likewise,
As long
here
as
can
Lucian or
continue to
Aurora
try
don't
and
die,
fight
I
back
think they're
and
kinda
chop
just
down a bit
vibing.
on that gold lead. Are able to get one for themselves. You know,
What
put
soul
a
is
stop
it?
to this
Mountain
duo.
Soul. Hold
Kyle
up.
and Tarzan that have
Nah,
just
their
been
comps is so bad. I don't
menaces
see
in
no
here
like.
through the river,
I don't see no
playing
future,
so
bro.
well together as the jungle and support, and FlyQuest now fighting
God, I'm
back.
such a hater. Yo, can someone
Synergy
justify my
between
hate? I
Tarzan
feel
and
really
Kyle as
bad
well.
being the only one like
1-2-8,
flaming.
1-3-8. They kill together, they die together, they get assists together.
Okay, I will compliment that the
Whoa,
FlyQuest
yeah,
green jersey
FlyQuest
is the
chants
correct
erupt
green and
through
the
the
only
crowd,
acceptable tribal
trying
green.
to rally here
That's my
as they
compliment.
start to chop down a little
FlyQuest 的
on
队服
that
这个
gold
绿色
lead.
是个很帅的绿色，谁
Fight
懂？
throughout the series.
不是那种很恶心的绿色。Green is a very hard color to
Question
nail.
is with a 2,000 gold lead.
This is the
I
comp you
agree.
get in ARAM.
Let's find a way back against AL here. Next straight in 3.5 minutes. Artican up in 10. It's on the bot side of the map this game.
I'm
Shanks now finishes
dead.
Bloodless's curse on
Is
this
G2
Aurora
getting
as
the
well.
is FlyQuest getting the
Double
G2
mass
treatment?
build
What does
full
that mean?
effect. Pretty big spike. Looks like he refunded it a
Yeah,
little
did he
bit there.
undo it?
It's not as bad, but it's pretty
Looks
close.
like it went for a Fiendish Codex instead, okay.
细说谁恶心吗？
Maybe
现在
feeling he doesn't need the Bloodless curse yet.
Wait, I said
Mark Trent.
FlyQuest don't have a disgusting green for their jersey, and some
locked
Chinese
up.
fan was like, please
Again,
elaborate.
still
What do you
has
mean
so many stats
disgusting
because of
green
the dark
jersey?
seal
Because
here, so much
WBG
AP
have like
there.
this like neon green color. 没有说微博啊，没有说微博啊，兄弟们，这是你们自己说的啊。
For a pick down towards this bottom side. There's no tier 1
Sprite
defense.
looking
Shanks.
ass,
Kyle will
it's
get a little bit of
Xuebi.
vision in. Inspired spotted, as is Masu, as they path towards top.
Weibo jerseys go
The
hard.
slight
Yeah, I'm sure
experience
you would
lead
look
there,
very
though
flattering in
no
that type
Stand
of
United
green.
available, so it would have to
Win
be
one
teleports
game,
if they
but
wanted to
lose the
answer.
rest of the games.
And for that, you have to get really
I
far
think
enough range
FlyQuest
of Andre, since Andre
draft
can't interrupt it with his own
For
ulti.
at least games 2 and
Back off, and
3
that's why he's walking
felt
down the river
really
right now. FlyQuest
unplayable.
looking for something.
I don't know. I don't know.
Stacks on
What
a lot
happened
of
in game
ages, and the
3? Game
Leandris.
3
The hook's gonna
was.
go in from Busio. Kyle knocked back as
Oh,
well.
it was
TP
the
coming in
Azir
from Shanks,
game.
looking for that
They had
flank
no
that we talked about
dragons.
so much. Whippo, the first
Oh,
target.
onto
Tarzan will slam him
Whippo.
into
Oh,
the wall
Whippo's
between
fucking
worlds.
dead,
Go
man. Oh
Shanks
my
and onto the
god,
back
they have
line.
so much damage
Go
right now.
Anyone's legends. 2 more kills.
Wait, did you see that one line from the teaser? Tarzan said anyone can become a legend. Holy fire, bro! Representing anyone's
I don't think AL really needs to send anyone else over
They
there
could.
to secure
They
it.
could
Such a
without
bot.
that.
Yeah, FlyQuest were trying to find
They-
their pick there,
the
but
page
AL,
was
the
up
counter
in
was made
flames.
possible by Flandre's Poppy ultimate.
Booster
Big
hit the
ejection
wrong
there
target.
meant
I'm gonna be
that
real,
Whipple
even
was
if he hit the right
alone when the
target,
teleport
it's not looking
arrived,
good.
and now down to that bottom side of the map that you're talking about. They should be
Okay,
able to finish it off
Tarzan,
in time
super
before
duper
FlyQuest, can actually make their way through, but they go for the
convincing
It goes in for the kick
Shanks
onto
flash?
Shanks, but he still has the flash and gets away.
Oh,
Quad with the
oh.
charm onto
Zigzag!
Tarzan. Has another spirit rush,
Woohoo!
but no real follow-up
Wait,
after
that
the
champion's so
Photo Bomb
bullshit.
inside
She
the
has
first
bone
Tarzan.
plating and
Second
the.
Knight coming
He
out as
walked
well as
into
the
it!
fray. Tarzan
Shanks is gonna die to Masu.
can't get on, but FlyQuest
Lucian's
continues
still
to fight,
hitting. Lucian's
dashing
still
away
hitting.
into the
Ael's deadass
Lucian
losing
out
this
still
fight.
for Whippo.
Oh no.
Hope
Inspired
comes
couldn't
back
finish off
in,
Hope.
and Busio
Oh,
will
no.
fall as
Sorry.
well.
I tried to
For a
get some
moment, it
hype
looked
for the
superb
American
from
Opium.
FlyQuest,
fans, you know,
but
for the
AL were having none of
for
it.
live
Yeah, the
fans.
idea there from FlyQuest is that when Whippo comes back up, he's got
Dude,
a
just
a
watch
second
Kale
at
this
most
fight.
on his
So
Stand
silly,
United.
man.
So when he arrives,
Just
they
watch
want to
the
try and like,
Leona.
make the play a little bit longer while Archon was being taken. But
honestly,
even with
respect to
that
Masu
burst
for flashing
damage,
over. What a
not
Giga Chad.
quite able to finish off their kill on Kyle. Then Masu flashes over. He gets that
No
one.
one's gonna talk about the
But
kill
still,
death.
just so much damage done from Hope, dashing away. The
He was
Lucian
like,
that
you know
mentioned
what? I
early
feel
on,
bad.
Able to
This
survive
is a
this
charitable
run
kill.
and finish it off. So AL remain with 3 members after the fight. FlyQuest were kind of sending that one to try and pull
Inspired
the game
is
back.
so good.
The
I'm
use
not
of the
even
Stand
kidding.
United draws to
Inspired
play.
low key
But
dropped Elo Hell.
with another
The
counter.
Viego game, really hard to play. Lee Sin without banning Poppy? Lee Sin without no other, like,
Masu picked
I don't know,
up
he's the...
2 big kills in that fight, including a shutdown onto Shanks. So he
I don't
will
even
be
know what to say about
accelerating
this
in terms of
draft.
where he was gold-wise. Vision cleared out here by FlyQuest around this Drake. Would be sole point for them. Inspired goes in.
The Char missed. He got a 3-man Popio into Shank's 3-man. He's over the wall.
Inspired jumps across the wall as well, but they can't land anything onto this Aurora. Inspired's going to have to try and jump away. Lands a Sonic Wave, but there's not much follow-up.
Quad's actually living for a really long time. Wait, Quad's alive.
Bucio's already down, and
surprisingly, only 2 people died.
Bars to work with. Quad underneath the tower should be able to survive, but should just be the dragon.
BP 被爆吗？靠，这 FlyQuest 第2把、第4把真的 BP 没
with the culling, and Masu is cold.
没什么可说的。
AL get 3 out of the exchange, and they might not even
Full
turn their eyes
melee
towards the Drake.
comp,
Looks like
Diego
they're
with
going to
no
push through
setup,
2 lanes.
Leeson no CC
Now it
comp.
looks like the #1 seed from
No, they have
the
CC.
LPL
You're capping.
closing
Nautilus,
in on FlyQuest
Shen,
territory.
Ari,
After
setup.
that last fight, just
You're capping.
ballooning
It's just how play
the
Leeson
gold
into
lead here,
Poppy.
and the power of the Otacon.
And like no other target to
exploding
really.
here with all the
Literally,
extra
okay,
flowers
outside of
and the
Rek'Sai,
armor.
literally worst matchup
They
ever.
can start to deny the Dragons now.
Yeah.
With this much of a gold lead and the powerful solo lane champions we were talking about,
This
now
just
they can
sucks.
begin to really control the
I
map.
don't know. It's a bit of a slow
it's
death.
just- it's
At
such an
least in the
explosion, and
game
you
4
understand
for
why
G2
FlyQuest
Genji,
forced the
it
way
was
they
the
did.
Mundo
Like,
game,
it
right? It was
makes
the
perfect
weird
sense. They were
TF
formed
Kaisa
behind
game where
the
the
game.
Kaisa kind of
A
sent
couple
it,
of
but like
moments where it's like,
they were
oh, maybe
still
around the
at a
Atacama we
spot
can
where
fight,
they didn't
maybe
give
around
Baron, they would
this
have
Drake
won.
we
Oh,
can fight,
no, would have
but
won, sorry, my
because
bad.
AL then
They
win out
could
on
have
those
tried
exchanges,
to
it's gold leads across
bring
the
it
board.
back.
It's
Brought-
blue,
bring it back? They could
down
have
towards
tried.
the bottom side.
They had a
3,000 gold
chance.
lead for Hope, and even Flandre, who was struggling.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
early
lie.
into Whippo,
Peach
is
love to
now
Hans,
2K
but we need
ahead.
to belt him for that Kaiser game.
Now the leads all on the sides.
There was a lot of questionable
How
killer
hard?
instinct used in this.
Is dangerous
I think
because
like
AL
at
has
least a
so
7 out
many
of 10,
pick
man.
tools
Oh,
they
Like,
can just
damn,
turn
bro.
off and turn on FlyQuest.
I think Hans
ever
has been
so
really,
quickly,
really
so
innocent.
FlyQuest has
Like
to be
throughout
so careful
pretty
when
much
trying
all
to
of the
keep up
flame that
vision.
G2
They're
has
looking
gone.
for one of
I
the
think
fearful
Hans has been
setups
hella
now,
innocent,
try
but
and
like
find some sort of skirmish to get back
if
into
I was a
the
lawyer,
game.
you know, like if I was a
Behavior.
At the moment, so they're doing a little
Guilty
trailing play at the moment,
for
as you
being
see the Ari
Jaculov.
was
No,
going
seriously.
behind
I think
Whippo,
he
but
is getting like
as
glimpses
Flandre
of
just backs
Jaculov.
off
He has like the
and call
soul
on
of
that
Jaculov that lives on within like the.
AL
He's like
investing their
the
resources on gaining control of this
the
top side. You can see
human.
Tarzan over by the red
You know
buff
how
right now,
Karma
Vision
has
over
a
there as
soul
well.
that
Maybe
like
Further
lives
Bomb
on for
invested to
generations.
See
She's like,
if this Baron was
oh,
even
what's the
being done
word?
by
Vessel?
AL.
Yeah,
A couple
the
of fast
Jaculov
alterations on
human
FlyQuest
vessel
side.
for
Inspired
like
looking for the flank here
within
himself.
Hans right now.
Who are you going for? Hope doesn't have the flash, does have the cleanse. Kyle.
What's wrong with
pretty tanky.
Jaculov? If you don't
Hope
understand
dashes
Jaculov,
away.
then you
The
don't
tower
deserve to
falls.
know
Teleport
Jaculov.
comes in. Here's the flank from Aurora.
It's Shanks on the flank.
I kind of went hard with that line. Yo, they want to kick
Hope.
Hope. They don't have damage. Oh, wait, Ari somehow got behind. I didn't see.
Inspired looking for the kick back.
Hope is
dashing
dead.
Away, and Inspired will
Shanks
secure
is
the
gonna
kill.
nay-nay all of them.
Whippo's keeping Flandre at bay as Tarzan jumps back in. Inspired down. Shanks here to join the party, untouched so far. Flandre should be able to kill off Whippo as the Ambessa wins out against the Shen.
Oh yeah, the
Bucio
kill
falls
feed
as
moved
well,
down.
and
Hell
yes,
yeah.
You killed Hope,
The
but it's
move,
still
the kill feed kind of
reigns
slightly went
eternal
down.
for AL.
I think it should be
dead,
above
but
the
doesn't
minimap.
matter.
Flank wars
I
left
agree,
out on
I
the map. They
agree.
get
I
their
honestly think if they just
teleports
moved that,
in,
like,
and
I
they
would complain
delete
about it so much less.
FlyQuest. They will also delete that Baron.
I actually
and look
I
to
saw one of
push
the
and end the game.
one of the Riot producers did tweet about it.
He changed a lot of things, yeah. Like 3 things.
Yeah, I-
quite as high as it could be, but with
I'd really
2.5
love
minutes
to,
on the next Drake.
I need to
AL
find that tweet so I can
I mean,
reply
you could
to
wait
it.
for 4 seconds here.
I think
if
I
you're
liked
AL.
it. Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
they're gonna do
I
it.
might be able to
Wait for
like
Hope
it
to
for you.
spawn.
Read it out for you.
It's like the overlay.
I
2
liked it.
seconds delay
I
there,
rarely
as Hope
like
was
tweets
alive,
nowadays,
I believe,
but
when that Baron was taken. So let's have another look at this.
I was
fight,
like, oh my god,
'cause
they
you
finally
can
fixed
see
it.
what
His
FlyQuest
name
are
is
trying to do. As soon as he
Riot
comes in, it's like, okay,
Pizza
turn.
Mama
Yeah,
at
exactly.
Sam
FlyQuest trying to get the
FKC.
objective bounty
Hey
first,
MSI
and
friends,
then it
we
was
got some
just a
new
snapshot
HUD
here
updates for you
from
today.
AL.
We heard that the kill
come
feed was
in
too small,
very
so it's been
quickly. Shanks was
sized
the first
up.
one to
We've
teleport in,
made the
deleted
teamfight view
Masu.
clear
Down the
and
other
have
side,
updated our
FlyQuest are
workflow,
trying to get
so it's
something
always
back
there
for
when you
themselves.
need it. Let us know what
But
you think.
As soon as Flandre also channeled his teleport,
That's the at you want to be looking
closed
for.
the trap
Can
shut.
you link it? Wait,
Oh,
say
Yeah,
that
he's
again
like,
for me,
oh,
sorry.
man, the
Oh, I'll
Aurora
just
play
link it
comes
on
in, just
Discord.
deletes me
Oh,
immediately.
oh, that work, yeah, yeah.
Dead in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sort of situation. At the moment, FlyQuest don't really have anyone playing on the the mid lane wave. Quad is now spotted on this vision. Hope was on the inhibitor tower. Kael keeping inspired.
My food
Busy
is
as
arrived.
Spirit
Yahoo!
Rush.
Wahoo!
Perfect
Perfect!
as well. Tarzan can't quite land the stun. Kael
Oh,
falling
Kael got a
Kael's dead as well.
good combo
Shanks is
before
now
he
on the
died.
back
Okay,
line. Blondre jumping in as well. Shanks able to dash away. Quad having to flash
I
himself.
think they're out.
Lucio forced low down towards the bottom side. Tarzan
They
with
are
the
out.
chase.
I
Will
think
land the
they're
stun
out.
into
I mean,
the
they
wall.
still have
The
Nash,
follow-up
though.
not coming out from the rest of AL. They will knock down this inhibitor tower though, as FlyQuest continue to defend.
I mean, in that situation, to be able to get a kill for
Let's say the
FlyQuest
Ziggs was
is
changed.
probably the best scenario there.
Kai'Sa's
so at least
banned.
they do get
What
one
do you
back,
play?
but
Because I think
with
if
the
you just
Baron
change
buff,
the
with the
Ziggs,
giant gold
this
lead,
comp
it's
would make
still
so much
gonna
more
be
sense.
AL taking
Obviously,
your jungle
ideally, you would
resources
want
as
you would
well.
want to play Kai'Sa
Dragon
here,
will be
but you don't
spawning.
have Kai'Sa.
It's not a
But
very,
Kai'Sa took
like,
Poppy, and I don't know about that.
impactful dragon, but still should be able to immediately
Caitlyn?
reset and go over there. FlyQuest here,
Caitlyn,
right back out to it.
Nautilus.
Even
Yeah,
though they have this
yeah, Caitlyn.
9,000 gold deficit they need to
Ash,
Maybe
not
Zeri.
Ash, not Ash. You
Maybe
need like
Zeri.
a, you need
If
to
you can
carry
get some
AD.
sort of
Ash is like a
vision
bit of a
advantage
I think
here,
pressure.
they're
maybe
looking to try and
Zeri.
pick somebody
Maybe
off.
Zeri.
I mean, a good
Because I also think it gives you a bit of mobility. You could also like maybe make an argument for Sivir, but I think she gets a bit one shot.
You can just assassinate one person.
Like way too easily. That's why I wouldn't want to see like Jinx here, you know?
So
Yeah.
AL stand 5
I
strong.
really like
Maybe-
this Aphelios meta, I will
For
not
that
lie.
flank public execution going in, the charm lands.
It's a
on
lot
Holy
more fun
fuck,
than
what is
people
that
think.
veto damage?
Flandre looking for the chase. Shanks coming in from the side as well. The rest
Another
of
rotation
FlyQuest.
up now.
Well, there's the Stand United. I was going to say they've left Quad out to dry, but the Stand United didn't really do much.
Man,
Whippo
Poppy
jumped
is so
on by
annoying.
Tarzan
If
as
you're
Power
ahead,
goes across
you
the
eat
wall.
anyone
As
and that
well with the
person is
Zenith
just
play,
dead.
good double knock with the Keeper's Verdict.
Because
Inspired
your
dashes
Q is
in,
an insta
knocks
slow.
back,
Wait,
Hope
actually a good
down.
combo from Inspired. Yo,
Hope is
Inspired
down,
is still
but has
gaming.
reignited for
I see
FlyQuest.
the light in his
As
eyes. He
well
wants to
as
dash
well.
over to
Blondre
Shanks
with a
right
good
meow.
position. Matsu caught out. Tarzan will kill off
He could've.
Inspired with the help of Shanks.
No, there was a
And for
Poppy
a moment
W.
it looked bright for
Ah,
FlyQuest, but
maybe we
AL
should
still
ban
are 4
for
members
Lee Sin if we
strong.
want Lee Sin
Only
to
Whippo
carry
and
this
Busio
game,
left to
guys.
defend.
And they're going to have a tough time of it just being two tanks
I don't
here.
know.
So AL, they run straight
I
through
want Lee Sin
these
to carry. I don't know
towers,
about picking
straight through these
our Lee Sin
inhibitors.
to
With
Poppy
the
there.
Baron buff, the onslaught continues.
Baron just expiring here. Maybe enough for FlyQuest to hold on to the
Poppy
game.
top into the
That was a
Mbessa.
Baron up cannon minion. I think it may have
I completely
spelt
forgot Poppy
the
wins
demise
against
of FlyQuest's
Mbessa.
hopes in this
Roa
series. But for now,
Ari.
they'll hold on. Still 12,000 gold in the hole.
You know
The
what?
Dragon's still
The
available
most
for
you can do
AL.
this game is die
First,
less
they'll
so
take
people
away
don't blame
everything
me.
they can from this FlyQuest jungle.
And if we look back
He's
at
playing
this
for
series,
KD at
AL
Kappa Chungus.
have done a lot of different things.
Okay,
In
I can
the
definitely
second
see
game,
like
they utilize,
how
you know,
good
split
Inspired
pushing
is,
really
even
well.
from like
Blondre just
such a
basically solo
deficit
bolos.
of a game
And then
state.
in the second game, all about their 5-on-5 team fight. Shanks farming up, carrying with the Azir. And now in this game, the skirmishes in the early river.
Is Jojo Grand
with a
NA's
lot of
lost
early
hope? Wait, what
movements
do you
from
mean?
Kael and Tarzan.
Dude, have you never seen
nice,
the
versatility
organization
shown
MPOI
the
play at an
LPL #1
international?
seed in this series.
MSI, sorry?
FlyQuest as well,
Have you heard of
fighting
the
very valiantly,
1647
trying to craft their
lah?
style. Game #1, very, very good for them.
I think game #1 and game #3 are the two games from FlyQuest that
No,
inspired me
funny.
the most. I think they
Do not speak
game number
those
3,
cursed words,
they
which
maybe
I was
underestimated
there
their
when
draft
they
and
were
their
originally.
judgment from it, but I really felt like they
Just
were in a
because they
big hole in that
rebranded
game,
does
and
not
were
mean
able
they
to fight
avoid the
back
curse
and get
law.
really close. It's like a couple of milliseconds between them winning those fights and them losing those fights. They have tenacity, you know, and that is always inspiring to see. Gone are the days of roll over and die versus the LCK and the LPL. For now, that tenacity needs to find roots somewhere for FlyQuest, as they are very much on the ropes. AL going to push through this top side. Mid inhib and bot inhib still 3 minutes away from respawning
Yeah,
for FlyQuest.
FlyQuest need to stop cooking.
Here it is.
Not
Gonna
sorry,
have to
not
be the
stop cooking. I
FlyQuest
don't know.
miracle. Can
Their
they
players
dig deep?
are.
Down so far in gold. And AL knocking on the door.
It's just that they perma-ban
Walk with the
Quad's
team.
champion
See
pool this
perhaps if you
entire
can catch
series,
out
by the
Flandre,
way.
but
They were
everyone
hitting
on AL so
Cassier, they were
tanky now that
hitting,
FlyQuest don't really have an easy
Annie.
avenue to approach.
Ah.
Quad public execution goes in.
Oh my god, oh my god. It's a bouncy castle, it's a bouncy castle.
But Inspired and Whippo are just
Oh my god,
gone.
Kyle.
No longer exist on the mortal plane,
game-
and nor do
this game's
the
a
rest
stinker,
of
guys.
FlyQuest. AL have paved their way to the LCK.
This
on the
guy a
bones
stinker.
of the
Good
LTA.
news is that we
A
get
matchup
Genji
with
versus
Genji
AL.
awaits, and
Bad
FlyQuest
news
will
is
have to
I don't know
settle
who's
for
winning
G2.
FlyQuest versus G2. Is it?
AL
Okay, I'm not gonna
close
say it
it
because I'm a
out.
Witch. But I think we all know what we're doing, right?
Nice snowball from them.
Are we on the same wavelength right now?
Quad goes immediately
Perhaps.
forward, starts it out.
Are we on the same
so they can
wavelength?
just
As
steamroll
a
over.
European resident?
Great, just decisive.
Are you, no,
stuff.
you're
not gonna
not
lie.
in Europe
A bit
anymore.
too deep at the
You're not
start,
a
but
European Union guy
Inspired
anymore.
and
You're
Rippo just
UK
went pop.
brown.
Well,
Performance all
we're
round
in
from
we're in we're in the
anyone's
continent,
legend.
which still does, you know.
Credit to them, their first international best of 5
You
as an
know.
organization.
Look, I'll be
And
honest.
the first as well
If
for Shanks and for
I
Kyle.
Fly did not look as impressive as I.
You know, some
Like,
good signs.
they were
Some
always going to
promising
lose and they were always
signs.
going
I
to
think
take one
the
game,
matchup versus
honest
G2
opinion.
is one that we all await with bated breath.
I think
And
they
FlyQuest
they
probably
didn't
coming into it
look
favourites
as
well at the moment.
impressive as I
Definitely
hoped
gonna
they
be
would.
fun matchups later on.
Inspired was the only guy, like, this
LCK
entire
number one
series
versus
that,
That
like,
was pulling his
number
weight.
one.
Actually, sorry, that was pulling
Yeah.
5 people's weight.
EU versus NA.
yeah, man. I
We've got a lot of fun in
I hate to
store
say
for
it.
us.
Weirdly, I kind of favor G2 all of a sudden.
Obviously disappointing on the day, especially after that game one. It looked like they really had
I don't
a good
wanna,
handle on things, a good
you know,
handle on how they wanted to draft as
I
well.
guess actually there's
You
no
can see,
like
Genji
obviously there's like the
versus
pre-connotation witches are normally
anyone's
women,
legend
but
now locked
like
in for the
I
first
think
time.
men can also be
G2
witches
versus
too.
FlyQuest on the 4th
I
of July.
don't want to be a
I
witch
feel
here
like
either,
that's
but like,
slightly biased scheduling. Like,
bro,
you
hold on,
put it
G2 versus
in
Fly on.
Yes, July! I'm telling you! On the 4th of July, or whatever Katy Perry says. I fucking know, dude. We're finally getting G2 versus FlyQuest in the lower bracket.
Post-game
我的妈呀，我的妈呀，兄弟们。Chat, because AL won FlyQuest 3-1, AL will now verse Genji in the upper bracket, and now FlyQuest will go verse G2 in the lower bracket.
But kept on digging the hole deeper and deeper.
The West is going the distance. Wait, sorry, I quickly want to go to the LoL esports website and go to my pick'ems, because I want to see who the lower bracket people verse. Like, what's their run, you know? If they...
CFO versus MKOI would be the. I'm also looking at it too. I'm kind of ahead of you.
Oh, okay. So the loser of what I think will be between T1 or BLG will drop and verse the person that wins between the NA versus EU.
Wait, we have identical pick'ems almost.
Except AL, like Prio, I'm assuming, or BLG AL, like difference. Or T1.
So you have G2 beating Fly, I have Fly beating G2. But now that I've seen this series, if I could swap it around, I would.
The witch will not say anything.
Then I have T1 beating whoever like comes out of that series, obviously. Because I don't think T1 will beat BLG. Then I had AL beating T1, and then AL beating BLG, and then I'm all in on AL this year.
Wait, we
for
are
MSI.
kind of similar. I believe in BLG, you believe in AL.
Yeah, I just believe in AL a bit more.
Ah,
I don't know. They're giving me these vibes.
It's because he has an anime name and you're a weeb. Be real. Fucking Shanks.
Who?
Shanks.
Oh, yeah. Bro, I don't even watch One Piece.
You don't watch One Piece, but you're unconsciously, like subconsciously, favoring AL. Joking. So you have that LPL bias. Do you think they'll win against Genji in the finals though? Like you said, they'll take the whole thing.
Do I actually think so? No, unless they like really level up throughout the tournament.
I like Shanks because he's from London. Genji doesn't win these. I'm most excited for the Whippo BB shit talk. Wait, that is gonna be good. Wait, I'm before I head off, I'm gonna even just look at Twitter really quickly. I wonder what the girlies are saying.
Oh.
What are the girlies saying? Great debut for Shanks. He was tested multiple styles and did well in... Yeah, true. Outside of game 1, he had a really solid series. Why am I getting an OnlyFans ad? Yo, go fuck off. Fuck off.
What?
Like an actual ad for the website OnlyFans.
Mi bombo klart.
If there's anything to take away from the last few international events, it's that it's very apparent that a Western team can indeed take down an Eastern team, because as more years pass, the ability to extend the gap becomes more difficult for Eastern regions. Sad. Ellis? But no one's talking about the lower bracket run yet. Wait, what day is on the 4th of July? What is the 4th of July? I just noticed in a Katy Perry song.
What?
What is the 4th of July?
It's American Independence Day.
Wait, doesn't that mean FlyQuest have a
Like Friday.
have a buff?
They should.
But they don't got no
Oh my god,
American players except for
Tarzan has a
Bro.
deep ass voice. Since when?
Wait, really? Let me listen.
Did you hear that?
It's going to be a top task for them as well. And for us, we're going to just try our best to showcase our best performance.
It's going to be a banger for sure. Xie, thank you so much for the interview.
When the interview's done.
On defeating FlyQuest. Wendy, thank you so much. Smurfing once again. And that's all.
Wait, I can go back. Sorry.
Last question for
I
you,
thought I was
Tarzan.
winking at the camera for a second.
Carrying that confidence, do you have a message for Canyon for the next match?
那下一场的
Tarzan
打野
Canyon
对
is gonna
位
be
也是
good.
面对到 Canyon 选手，所以说在这里要不要也对 Canyon 选手说点什么？
虽然剑姬是一个很强的队友吧，但是也打我们应该会不容易的，我们会尽力打他们。
He sounds a bit deeper than usual, IMO. He's daddy.
Said he
Wait,
was putting
what
that
the
shit
fuck
on?
are you saying,
Whoa,
bro?
whoa,
Yo.
Hey yo, cuh.
Relax. Fly was super fun to watch. Inspired is insane. Can't wait for G2 FlyQuest. Chat, give me predictions. I can't. Oh, sorry. Let's talk about the Gen.G AL series actually, because we talked about the lower bracket already. Gen.G did not look super convincing in their wins against G2. Like 2 of them. I think G2 kind of like gave those over. And specifically, a lot of people are critiquing that Chovy did not look good enough for Chovy standards. Meanwhile, AL, they had a really bad game 1, so did Gen.G, to be fair, against G2. FlyQuest, on the other hand, they had 3 terrible games up against AL, and Shanks in particular looked pretty good, man. He was winning lane. He was winning lane really hard against Quad, and Quad is considered very good for NA standard, and was one of the players that I was looking out for, to be honest, for FlyQuest. Isn't Tarzan Korean? Yeah, he is.
I really think both these series will go either way.
It's like pretty close.
I for one, I'm really heavy on the jungle.
Like Canyon.
Canyon obviously had a banger. Tarzan I think had a banger. I think lane prio like subsequently is just super important because of that. And drafting with setup in mind is going to be super important. Otherwise, I think Flandre and Keen will be a very, very back and forth solo lane battle. Obviously, we spoke about mid. Bot lane is the only place where I'm kind of concerned. I feel like Hope and Kyle had a really, generally speaking, off series.
Kale in
I think Hope's
particular.
Varus. Kale in particular, yeah, for sure. I think that
Very suspicious.
Hope's Varus and Lucian game was obviously very, very good.
I'm gonna tell
But
you,
the rest of the
if-
series,
if AL lose against Gen.G, Tarzan and Kale are gonna get some Korean spy labels out there. 又来间谍啦.
the Chinese fans are going to do the thing.
Yeah, they are gonna do the thing. Okay,
So yeah, I think it'll be tight. But
fair
yeah.
enough. What do I think? I think Ruler looked exceptional, to be fair. Ruler had a really good series against G2. I think Shanks has a very versatile champion pool. However, it is going to be his first time versing like a really top tier caliber player on the international stage. So once again, I don't know how he will perform. Tarzan versus Canyon. Tarzan versus Canyon. I do think Tarzan might have a better champion pool to kind of stop Canyon from carrying. Does that make sense? Tarzan might be able to neutralize Canyon in a way. Because I think Tarzan's playstyle, like Canyon's obviously known for his carry junglers. But I think Tarzan has the champion pool that can maybe neutralize his carry potential.
He's got a deep and wide enough champion pool
to stop that from happening.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Top lane, I don't think top lane's too important. I was pretty happy with Flandre's performance outside of the Rumble game. Keen. Don't remember Keen's performance against Shinji very well. I just know he had a terrible Renekton game, but that's because he got camped, and then he had a really good K'Sante game. I guess they just have different prio champions for top lane. Like, champion pool is very different for both sides. Loki, very different. They have like different prioritized champion for top lane. Is how I would say it, put it.
Yes.
Why do you hate T1? Bro, it's not that I hate T1, I just don't think they are going to perform at MSI. They always perform at Worlds, they never perform at MSI. It's just been this thing for like the last 3 years. I like how when people, you know, the conversation, do you like oranges? It's like, do you like oranges? Nah, I don't really like oranges. So that means you hate... Wait, what was it? How do you word it again?
No, it's like so someone says so like I like pancakes. Oh, so you fucking hate waffles? Huh?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's not that I hate T1, I just don't think they're gonna win MSI, like, period. Doesn't mean I hate them. Alright, everyone, thank you to Jamada for joining the call. Made the series a lot more fun to watch. Have a good night's rest, Jamada. Talk another time. Everyone go follow his Twitter and what was it, YouTube, I believe. He's making a lot of educational content. He is a freelance caster, so if you guys are into the what was it called, like nitty gritty, nitty gritty, go follow Jamada. And if you just want to follow like a base English guy, he's
holy
Jamada, Jamada. And yeah, everyone say bye.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Later.
Okay, and that's gonna be the stream for today. Reminder that I will be working during the T1 CFO series, and I know tomorrow starts at 12. I will not be available at 12. I think I have to get ready before the series, so I will not be around for tomorrow. I'm so sorry. I will actually be at the arena for both BLG Koi and T1 CFO. If CFO win against T1, I will be on stage doing the official translations for the players. If they lose, then I'm a Capachungus. I'm gonna head off now. It was only a 3-hour 40-minute stream, but I hope you guys enjoyed the commentating from me and Jamada. I'll see you guys. Might be doing some pre-game stuff. Maybe. See everyone. Bye. Thank you for joining the stream. Bye everyone. Bye Seba. Bye Chrono. Bye Lux. Bye JB. Bye Gilpter. Bye Autumn. Bye Gary. Bye Avia. Bye Eels. Bye Mick. Bye Cody. Bye Skull. 主播明天要去工作，所以明天就没有转播了，兄弟们。明天要在现场。However, if you guys are going to the actual arena and you see me, feel free to come up and say hi or get a photo. I am super down. See you everyone. Bye. Also, have a good rest of your day, no matter what time zone you guys are in. See you.